FM, WFAN FM HD1 New York, and Odyssey Sports Station. Evan Roberts.
Yo.
Tiki Barber. It's Evan and Tiki on WFAN, The Fan, 1019 FM, and always live on the free Odyssey app.
On this it's wintry Wednesday morning. How we doing? Evan and Tiki here on The Fan for the next 4 hours. We got a jam-packed show. The New York Jets may be flip-flopping on what they're going to do at number 2. We have the final results of the Yankees versus Mets decisions on either keeping their game at 7 or moving it to 410. Plus, I look forward to this, the debut of the John Sterling machine. That's coming up a little bit later on.
I can't wait for that.
But we have spent a lot of time on this radio station, and it's not just me or Tiki or the guys in the morning or the guys in the afternoon, but forever. We have spent time at this radio station since its inception in 1987, whining and complaining and first guessing and second guessing managers. Yesterday in New York baseball, both in our city, no one on the road, 4 o'clock at City, 7 o'clock at Yankee Stadium, our managers made controversial decisions, and they nailed it. Let's start with Boone. Ahmed Rosario doesn't play against right-handed pitchers. He's a left-handed masher. You got to trust Ryan McMahon. You got to trust his defense. You got to trust his stick. He made the decision to go, I'll let Ahmed face a righty. He hits not 1 but 2 home runs, including the game winner, Aaron Boone. You are correct, sir.
But wasn't that almost given to him by Ryan McMahon's lack of ability to swing a bat and hit a ball?
The reason I will counter that is we have seen many examples over the years of guys' inability to hit the ball and are still ran out there every single day.
That's
true. Anthony Volpe list.
Exactly. But Anthony Volpe was a young kid. Ryan McMahon is not a young kid.
Are you trying to take away from Aaron Boone's clutch decision, or for those in the audience that want to believe this, I don't, but I'll feed you a little bit, Brian Cashman's decision to phone down and say, start Ahmed Rosario?
I mean, I actually wouldn't be surprised if Brian Cashman was like, bro, it's not working. You got to go Ahmed. Give Ahmed a run.
You see, I go the opposite way. For somebody that always yells and screams myself about Brian Cashman making the lineups and all of that, Brian Cashman's paying Ryan McMahon $16 million a year to go out there and play. This was very un-Cashman making the lineup like today.
This was an Aaron Boone decision.
Okay, let's give it to Aaron Boone then.
Absolutely.
We're not dumb, Aaron. We just gave you credit.
And he deserves it because Ahmed Rosario is a Major League Baseball player. By the way, I got a text message from a Yankee friend of mine who said, are you happy for Ahmed Rosario as a former Met prospect? And I said, I'm not happy for him, but I'm not unhappy for him.
Yeah. I mean, look.
Is that a good answer?
Mets that are Yankees and Yankees that are Mets.
It's true.
It's working for us. It's working for us this week.
That's a great point. I didn't even think about that. The Yankees won because of former Met, and the Mets were contributed to winning by former Yankees.
Luke Weaver.
Now let's get to Carlos Mendoza because he made 2 decisions that I will admit, I raise my hand and say that I did not like it at the time. When he sends up Jared Young to pinch hit from Mark Vientos with 1st and 3rd and 1 out.
Yeah.
I didn't love it.
If there was one guy who you could count on the first, 2 weeks of the season, it's been Mark Vientos.
Yeah, I hate sitting him. I get the lefty. I get the tough righty. I understand Jared Young's been good. I didn't love it. But guess what, Carlos Mendoza? You're right. Because Jared Young hits a sac fly to tie the game. Could have been a 3-run home run. And then the other one.
If the wind wasn't blowing in.
You're right. I think the game would have been completely different if the wind wasn't blowing in.
When it left his bat, I was like, dude, that's a home run.
Yeah. And that wasn't the only one. There were a few that actually helped the Mets as well.
Right.
And then the next one, Mendy actually said on our show yesterday. I mean, we played him saying it on our show.
Yeah, he wasn't on left us as a guest.
No. He said, hey, Ronnie Mauricio, be ready. You know, you're up here. We're not sure your role, but be ready. And he sends him up in a game-winning situation with a runner on third. Yeah.
He did say you got to be ready.
And
we don't know when the playing time is going to come, but you need to be ready at any moment.
And I admit, I raised my right hand again. I hated the move. I figured, you know what? Tyrone Taylor's the veteran. He's got a better chance of putting the bat on the ball. All I need is a ball out of the infield. I don't like going to Ronnie Mauricio, who at times is an easier guy to pitch to. And thank you, Paul Sewald, because he threw an 0-2 pitch right down the middle. I don't know why. And Ronnie crushed it. So, Carlos Mendoza, you're right.
Look, there is some psychological underpinnings to this, like getting it into your mind. I've told you this all the time when I talk to Brooklyn doing cheer and stuff. When she was trying to get her full, I remember asking her, not telling her, you can do it. It wasn't encouraging. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. It was, can you do it? Like, can you do your, and in her mind, she was saying, no, no, no. But she answered me and said yes.
Right.
Because she wanted to please me, right? She wanted to get the positive out of me. And I was like, all right, you just said you can do it. Now do it. And then she did it.
Yeah.
So much of sports and accomplishment in sport is making your player, in this case, Ronnie Mauricio, believe that he's going to come through. Believe that he can step up in this moment and get it done, despite most people's.
Tiki just killed a bug with his bare hand. I watched him squish it, and I watched it drop to the ground. It's dead.
Yes.
Peter will not be happy.
Mr. Miyagi over here.
Yeah.
But I felt like that was the case.
Yeah.
Because Ronnie Mauricio, I don't know where he's been, what his mindset is, but Mindy told him yesterday, be ready.
Yeah.
And he said, all right, I'm sure he said, all right, Skip, I'm ready. And so he gets up there, and what does he do? He hits the walk-off single, whatever it is. It was likely a double, but you know what I mean.
They will score at a single, but you are correct.
Right.
It was a line drive off the warning track.
Walk-off line drive that gets the Mets a victory on a freezing afternoon.
Damn right. Both managers pushed every right button. So here's what I would say to the Met and Yankee fans. This is your chance. I'm not going to force you. I'm not going to lecture you. But you have an opportunity right now, 888-808-1019, to call up and say, thank you, Carlos Mendoza. Thank you, Aaron Boone. You guys had good nights. Because for every call we've taken over the years that FANs existed, since 1987, so what does that mean? I'm trying to do the math here. Is that 39 years?
Yeah, same age as me.
That's insane. We're approaching 39 years as a radio station.
That's
for
right.
every one compliment to a manager phone call we've taken 5,000. This guy's a schmuck. So this is your opportunity.
You're a schmuck.
This is your opportunity, briefly, not going to do it all day, to tell Carlos Mendoza and Aaron Boone, who are both listening because the Mets are home today, hey, good job, fellas.
Yeah, thank you.
By the way, we might not do it next week either.
Yeah, no doubt. Can I send two more thank yous too?
Yes, of course.
We watched in this town some relievers have some bad moments. Thank you, Paul Sewald. Thank you, Mark Leiter Jr. If you're going to have some bad moments with the Mets and Yankees, have some bad moments to help us out.
That is an unbelievable point. You are so right. The two relievers that crap the bed are two guys that sucked with our team.
True.
Paul Sewald, most Met fans don't even remember he existed, was a Met. He was not good. Mark Leiter Jr. absolutely sucked. You know what Keith McPherson used to call him?
What's that?
Lighter fluid.
I like that.
One of my favorite nicknames of all time. So kudos to you, Keith. Hat tip to Keith McPherson. And guess what? He lighter fluid the game yesterday.
By the way, where was that on New Team Who Dis? When he came out of the bullpen last night, I went, he's in A?
That's a good point.
I didn't know that either.
The other thing is, besides you guys saying, hey, thank you to Mendy and Aaron Boone, we have to address Steve Cohen, the fine owner of the New York Mets. So obviously yesterday, and we've spent time talking about it, I know the afternoon guys spent a lot of time talking about it, the Mets made a decision to move their game from 7-10 to 4-10. The Yankees decided not to. In conjunction with the Mets making this move, they not only gave you vouchers to future games, which according to Craig, and I had no idea about this, and I trust Craig, I have no reason to not believe him, he said that teams are legally required to give you free tickets when there's a start time change and you can't attend.
Is that right?
I believe Craig because he's a dear friend of mine. All I'll say is if that's true, the New York Mets owe me a lot of tickets because there's been plenty of start time changes. I guess the caveat is I've been able to go to the game, so maybe that's the problem. But along with the vouchers that, again, according to Craig, the Mets legally have to give you, Steve Cohen also did something pretty cool. He invited Met fans to the game on Tuesday and Wednesday for free. There was a limited amount of tickets that you could go to the website on. You can purchase for free, so I guess it's not a purchase.
Right.
And you'd be able to go to Citi Field. And I thought that was pretty cool. Well, apparently Steve Cohen isn't thrilled about the results of it because Steve Cohen doesn't tweet very much. Like he's not a frequent Twitterer person. But yesterday he tweets this. This tweet from Steve Cohen was issued at 8:22, so it was about an hour after the game ended. He tweets, "The free ticket giveaway was fully subscribed within hours yesterday. Guess the percentage of no-shows from the ticket offer." So he tweets that out, and I think everybody's like, I don't know. It's going to be a very...
That's kind of a confusing tweet.
Yeah.
It's not one that just is you can easily respond to and just say, oh, I know this off the top of my head. You almost have to overthink it. It's just a confusing tweet.
Well, what he's trying to say, I'll simplify it because I speak Cohen. He's saying, hey, guys, I gave you a ton of free tickets. We don't know the exact number, but probably a decent amount. How many of them were used? How many of them actually took the free tickets? Like you took the time to go on the website, get the free tickets. How many people showed up?
Well, did you remind them?
They don't need reminders.
Yes, you do.
A reminder that the game that you just got a free ticket to is happening?
Yes.
Why did you ask for a free ticket?
Because you got so much other stuff comes into play, whether it's kids, it's spring break, you forgot.
Tiki, it's within 24 hours. It's not like it was a month ago.
Still.
So he's asking how many of those tickets were not used. That's what Steve Cohen is asking. And within minutes, he responded, 58%.
I was going to say it was at least 50%. Otherwise, he wouldn't have said it. He wouldn't have put it out there.
So Steve Cohen, and this is the beauty or the ugliness of Twitter, has clearly offered you an opinion without offering an opinion. What Steve Cohen is trying to tell you, and believe it or not, I agree with him. I'm actually on Steve's side here.
Right.
He just said, hey, guys, I gave you free tickets. You accepted them. And almost 60% of you didn't use them. Why did you take my free tickets? And I know he's a billionaire. And I know it was cold outside. And I know that there are some Met fans that didn't like the time change. I didn't love the time change. I talked about it. But if someone's giving you free tickets, use them.
You can't claim them and not go to the game.
I mean, I am so on Team Cohen's side on this.
I agree.
How many people can't afford to go to games, period, man? If you have a chance to get free tickets in this town and they're sold out because other people claimed them with no intention of going and figured, I'll make up my mind later, that's wrong. It's wrong.
Do you think, and I'm just asking questions, so don't attack me for asking a question. Do you think that some of the people that took the free tickets were Yankee fans who purposely knew they weren't going to show up? They wanted to make the Mets look bad. Is that possible?
Wow.
Is that a possibility? I'm just asking.
I don't think that makes a 50%. You want to tell me like 4 people did that? Fine.
Yeah,
I don't think
maybe a handful, like a conspiracy, handful, small minority.
No.
There's no way.
I think this is more. People are gavones.
And by the way, how many? I know he said 60%, but what does that represent?
I don't know how many free tickets they gave. I can give you a guess, like an educated guess. So the Mets announced an attendance yesterday, and this is paid attendance. So this is how many tickets did they sell? And that number was a pretty good number. It was about 34,000, which is not bad for a Tuesday night against the Arizona Diamondbacks.
When it's 38 degrees outside.
Well, I think most of those tickets are sold long before you know the temperature.
Yeah, of course.
Like, I don't think they had a walk-up yesterday. Right. So I think knowing, all right, 34,000 tickets are sold, I would say they gave away 1,000, maybe 800 tickets.
Oh, well, then who cares?
What do you mean, who cares?
It's 1,000 tickets.
Tiki? Dude, I got to tell you, man.
That's 1/40th of the capacity.
It doesn't. If somebody, Steve, I think Steve is a big listener to WFAN. Steve, I don't always agree with
So that means 400 people went.
Yeah, but that's not the point. If somebody gives you free tickets, I don't care if he's a billionaire. I don't care if he's me. I don't care if he's this radio station.
Yeah, okay.
You can't take them within 24 hours of the game starting and say, I'm not going.
Okay.
So that's my other question. Besides saying thank you to Mendy and Boone, I want to hear from the suckers that took the free tickets and then decided not to go.
What's your favorite candy?
Boy, Reese's Peanut. Hold on. Let me start over. Reese's Pieces.
Peanut butter cups?
Reese's Pieces, not Reese's Peanut Butter Cup, and Butterfinger. Those are probably the two towards the top.
Okay, somebody gives you a free Butterfinger. And let's say you just had a massive meal, or you're just not hungry, or, I don't know, your blood test came back and you have high blood pressure or cholesterol, whatever it is, and you have this free, what was it?
Butterfinger or Reese's Pieces. It's like in my head now.
It is so in your head. This free candy bar, and you don't eat it.
You understand the difference?
I do, but I'm just saying, sometimes when you get something for free, it's not important to you.
No, bro, this is you are so wrong about this. On Monday afternoon, the Mets say we're moving the start time of these games. Right. All right?
But if you had spent $1 on that candy bar, you'd be like, I spent $1. I got to eat it.
Yeah, but you're missing the point.
I'm not. I'm just telling you the mentality of people with stuff to get stuff for free.
You're leaving a big part out. When the Mets announce with 24 hours notice they're moving the start time and they say, hey, we're going to hand out some free tickets, you have to go out of your way to get the tickets. You have to go on the website. You got to sign up.
Yeah, but that's easy.
Is it?
Yeah.
You're investing time.
I bet some of them were bots.
Oh, come on.
It was AI.
Bots got the free tickets, which, by the way, you were probably not even able to resell?
It doesn't matter. You just get them.
So you're defending the 58% by saying it's not real people, it's bots.
Why didn't they show up?
Well, so if you got the free tickets, and I'm not going to shame you, we are going to have a respectful discussion, okay? You can make your point. Maybe you'll convince me.
Evan's going to yell at you because he's a mouthpiece for Steve Cohen.
Oh, that's not fair. I happened
on this one specific reason.
Thank you. Yes.
This one specific instance.
I'll accept that. On this one instance, I am totally Steve Cohen, but I didn't love, and I'll prove this later, the Mets made the wrong decision going to 4 o'clock. So I'll be on the other side in a little bit. And I think I've been proven correct. But on the case of giving out free tickets, and maybe it's because I've done it before. Maybe it's because if I give you I'm a season ticket holder to 4 different teams in this town. I'll use Gio as an example.
Okay.
Who's a good guy, would never do this. If I went to Gio and said, dude, I know you're such a big Knicks fan. I can't go to Knicks Pelicans. I know it's not the most appealing game, and it's a Tuesday night, and you got to wake up. But would you want my Knicks tickets? And Gio says yes. That's a commitment to going to the game.
Yes.
If he doesn't go and doesn't tell me, I'd be annoyed with him. And by the way, he would never do it because he's not a bad guy.
Right.
But the people who accepted the free tickets, knowing full well the game was moved to 4 o'clock, knowing full well the temperature is going to be 38 degrees. I'm not telling you have to be out there. Why are you accepting the tickets then?
Because if it's free, I'll take 3.
Bro, come on.
I'm telling you, it's
You're
hard.
better than this.
It's hard not to take something that's free, even if you don't plan to eat it or buy it or do whatever or use it.
But you
it's
realize,
hard not to take something that's
But Tiki,
free.
I want you to understand how selfish it is. The Mets only put out a certain amount of tickets. There were a lot of people that probably were willing to go. You taking the tickets and not using them kept somebody and maybe some child from experiencing a Ronnie Mauricio walk-off in the bottom of the 10th inning. All because I'm just going to take the tickets and not use them. Like, that's a disgrace. And I commend Steve Cohen for being calm on Twitter because he had every right to drop F-bombs.
You're a schmuck.
He had every right. Dude, I gave you tickets. I gave them to you. And what'd you do with them? You didn't just 58% no-showed? Dude, that's embarrassing. I'm embarrassed by that. And I'm angry by that. Because if I give you tickets, say no thank you. Say no thank you. Like, I use the Gio example again. If I went to Gio and said, hey, bro, I can't use my Knicks Pelicans tickets on a Tuesday night, you know what Gio would likely say?
What's that?
Thanks, bro, I can't go. And it's over. And we move on. When you say yes and then you no-show, you're very disrespectful. And I think the Met fans, I think you were disrespectful. I think if you took those tickets and didn't show up, you owe, not me an apology, you owe the Mets an apology. You owe, forget Cohen, he's a billionaire, screw him.
Right.
No offense. You owe the people that would have taken the free tickets an apology because you kept them out of Citi Field.
True.
Oh, man, you know what I just realized? I won this argument.
Yeah. And I also don't care because it's 1,000 tickets and they're free and you didn't feel it.
All right.
This is just something for him to bitch about for no reason.
Who, me or Steve Cohen?
Steve Cohen.
Oh, my God.
And you're co-signing it for some odd reason.
Because I feel it as a guy who has tickets. That bothers me. Like, remember that night I offered Tommy Lugauer the Jet tickets on, like, Halloween night?
It was Halloween, Jets, Texans.
And he was on the fence. If he had said yes and then no-showed the game, what do you think would have been the open the next day?
Him using a ticket somebody else could have used.
Right.
Let's go Yankees.
We'll get to your calls coming up, whether you want to say thank you to Mendy and Boone for having a great Tuesday night or explaining yourself for taking free tickets and not using them. 888-808-1019. Plus, I will prove, because I am independent-minded, that the Yankees were in the right and the Mets were in the wrong for the start time debate over the last 24 hours. It is time, though. I want to do this right out of the gate, Sean. Very important for Yankee fans.
All right, listen up. No Yankee music here.
I don't need Yankee music. Yankee fans, it's time for the Yankee turning point of the game. The very first caller correctly identify yesterday's turning point at 866-540-9326. 866-540-9326. You will receive a $100 Wendy's gift card. It's from our friends at Wendy's. Eat great, even late at Wendy's. It's all from your flagship station for New York baseball and New York Yankees baseball, The Fan. Our friends at Town Fair Tire remind you that at Town Fair Tire, you always get the guaranteed lowest price on name brand tires from Connecticut to Maine. Nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Absolutely nobody.
And this portion of the program is sponsored by Amazon Hub Delivery.
Hey, business owners, it's Tiki Barber. Are you looking to earn extra money? Of course you are. When your business partners with Amazon Hub Delivery, you simply drop off packages to Amazon customers in your neighborhood. Get started at amazon.com/hub delivery.
The Yankees take on the A's in the Bronx. 7:05 tonight. Susan Waldman and Dave Sims call all the play-by-play.
Got a lot of giddy-up on it. Hey now, there it goes.
The home of Yankees baseball is The Fan. 101.9 FM, 660 AM. And always live and available in Espanol with Ricky Ricardo on the free Odyssey app.
Life is motion, but for Jaime, debilitating pain in both hips brought everything, including family time, to a halt.
Every doctor told me the same thing. They would do one hip at a time.
At White Plains Hospital, Dr. Jacob Totka's unique expertise provided an alternate approach by replacing both of Jaime's hips on the same day.
In just 2 hours, I got 2 new hips and I went home that day.
White Plains Hospital, among the best hospitals anywhere that just so happens to be here. A member of the Montefiore Health System.
Hey, it's Tiki Barber. Looking for a great deal to stay connected? Now, for a limited time, new Verizon mobile and home customers can get Fios and a line of mobile for just $69.99 a month with AutoPay. Get Fios 300 megabit per second for $20 a month and unlimited welcome for $50 a month plus taxes and fees when you bring your own phone. Visit a Verizon store today to learn more and switch. For new Fios, internet, and mobile customers, discounts applied over 36 months. Mobile and home discount enrollment required. Additional terms apply. In times of congestion, unlimited 5G and 4G LTE may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Domestic data roaming at 2G speeds.
The most important meal of the day just got better at Dunkin'. Now you can get a medium hot or iced coffee, 6 crispy hash browns, and a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich, all for $6. That's a full breakfast meal for $6. 6 crispy golden hash browns, a warm, delicious bacon, egg, and cheese, and a medium coffee to start your day right. Do breakfast the Dunkin' way and order Dunkin's $6 meal. No substitutions, participations, and times may vary. Limited time offer cannot be combined with other offers. Exclusions and terms apply.
Become a Yankees Universe Fan Club member today. Explorer and Rookie membership packages are now available. And every Yankees Universe member receives a membership card, 2 tickets to a 2026 Yankees home game, access to a members-only website, and more. Plus, rookie members receive an official New York Yankees t-shirt. And best of all, a portion of every membership supports Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Center, benefiting pediatric cancer research. Join Yankees Universe today. Visit yankees.com/universe.
The biggest golf tournament of the year is here, and now you can trade the tournament on Kalshi. Scotty is trading at 14% to win it all. That means a $100 trade pays out $673 if he wins it all. On Kalshi, you're trading against peers in a live market, meaning there's no house, and as the odds move, you can buy in and out of your position all tournament long. For a limited time, download the Kalshi app and use code FAN to get $10 when you trade 10. Kalshi. Kalshi. Trade on anything.
The New York Auto Show, an experience you won't get anywhere else. 4 floors, hundreds of vehicles. See them, feel them, ride in them. Simulators, custom-built vehicles, family fun. Daily through this Sunday at the Javits Center. AutoShowNY.com.
Kohl's Epic Deals prove one thing. A good deal is the best feeling. Better than remembering your password on the first try. Or that first sip of coffee in the morning. Well, okay, the coffee is pretty close. But still, Kohl's Epic Deals are hard to beat. Save big on comfy tees, sandals, cozy bedding, and more at Kohl's and Kohls.com. Select styles. Offers end April 12th. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohls.com for details.
Do you owe the IRS $10,000 or more in back taxes? Penalties and interest are piling up every single day. Wage garnishments and bank levies could hit any moment. If you've been avoiding it out of fear, you're not alone. But waiting only shrinks your options and ramps up the stress. The truth is, the IRS settles with taxpayers every day through legitimate programs, and many qualify to reduce what they owe, in some cases by up to 99%. That's why thousands turn to helpwithirsdebt.com. They've guided over 120,000 Americans, resolved more than $2.3 billion in tax debt, and back every case with their ironclad resolution guarantee. If there's no real path forward, you get a full refund, no fine print. They even randomly select one qualifying client each year and pay off their entire IRS balance. Terms apply. Don't let another day pass. Go to helpwithirsdebt.com right now. It's fast, easy, and confidential. Find out what's possible today. Helpwithirsdebt.com. Once again, that's helpwithirsdebt.com.
Where you learn matters. At Monmouth University, students study on a vibrant coastal campus with direct access to research, culture, and industry. From classrooms to competition, from creativity to career prep, Monmouth offers a vantage point shaped by location and purpose, blending a personalized learning experience with Division I pride and a rising national profile. Bigger thinking, more inspired, you amplified. Amplify your future at Monmouth University. Learn more at monmouth.edu/amplified.
Everybody knows Town Fair Tire is New England's largest name brand discount tire dealer, beating all the local competitors with our guaranteed lowest prices. And now, with over 120 stores throughout New England, we beat all the competition, including the warehouse clubs, the online sites, and the local dealers. Yes, we beat them all with the absolute guaranteed lowest price on name brand tires. Nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody!
Name brands at discount prices. Town Fair Tire.
Whenever water damage strikes your home or business, call on the cleanup and restoration specialists at 1-800-SERVPRO to help make it like it never even happened. That's 1-800-SERVPRO.
Franchises are independently owned and operated.
Gold prices are soaring and silver is near an all-time high. If you've got gold or silver just laying around, then you want top dollar, then go to the Estates Roadshow this Friday through Tuesday at TMT Cash for Gold in Old Bridge. For info, go to tmtcashforgold.com.
Your official home to talk New York sports is WFAN. Call us anytime at 888-808-1019. The Fan, 1019 FM, and always live on the free Odyssey app.
This Fan Focus is sponsored by Chef IQ, precision cooking, effortless results, chefiq.com. As we talked about in the open, a great day for late game heroics for the baseball locals. The Mets on a Ronnie Mauricio walk-off hit beat the Diamondbacks. The Yankees got 2 home runs, including, of course, that go-ahead shot from Ahmed Rosario in the 8th to stun the A's. But on the ice, the Devils did the Islanders no favors.
Screw you guys.
They got blown out by the Flyers 5-1. The Islanders are now 3 points back of the final playoff spot in the East with just 4 games left to play.
They got to run the table.
Yeah, they got to catch the Senators, but they got to play the Senators.
They got to win every game.
And the Senators have the Devils. I looked at it just earlier.
Look at you breaking down the schedule.
But it's an easy schedule for the Senators.
It is.
I know.
Saturday afternoon, I believe, at UBS, right?
Yeah.
Senators Islanders.
Right.
They got to win every game. That's really what it comes down to. And the Nets screwed up their tank last night. And I don't even know who to be mad at. I mean, you got a bunch of young kids playing their ass off, but the Nets won again, and it sucks.
But you want that.
No, I don't.
But you don't want them to win.
I don't
playing the ass off part, playing their asses off part.
Yeah, but I don't want them to win.
Right.
This team spent an
What do
entire...
you want them to do? Miss shots on purpose?
No, that's why I said I'm not blaming anybody. I'm just frustrated. Like, the Nets are going to end up with the 7th pick. They sucked all year. They tanked all year. They win a couple of games at the end. They'll beat the Pacers in a few days, and they're going to pick 7th. It just sucks. But the good news is
That's not true.
Which part?
This is the official sim lottery.
All right, sim it.
Going right now.
Yeah, where do they finish?
The
fifth.
Okay. You might get your guy.
That's true. I don't even have a guy. I have a bunch of different guys.
There you go.
Don't
worry about it.
The good news is the Yankees and Mets are both first-place teams. Carlos Mendoza and Aaron Boone pushed all the right buttons last night. The bad news is some Met fans are pigs because Steve Cohen and the Mets gave away free tickets to yesterday's game. Everybody took them, and 58% of people didn't show up. And joining us right now is somebody that I guess has a brother who got one of these free tickets, and he no-showed. So, Jeremy in the Bronx, obviously, I can't necessarily put you on trial, but can you explain why your brother is a selfish pig?
Well, I came to call for his defense.
Yeah.
He got the tickets he was fully committed to going to the game, but he didn't want to go by himself. And he was trying to get somebody to go with him, and nobody went. And he called me last minute. I definitely wasn't going to a Met game. I'm a Yankee fan. You wouldn't catch me dead. Unless they're playing the Yankees, you wouldn't catch me nowhere near Citi Field. So that's how desperate he got. He called me. He's like, want to go to the Mets game? I said, what, are you kidding me?
You know what, Jeremy, that makes a lot of sense.
That he had no one to go to?
No, the people we say, hey, free tickets. I'll get 2, and I'll go with a buddy. We'll have some beers. It'll be fantastic. And then you start calling people, hey, you want to go to the Mets game? You want to go to the Mets game? They look at the temperature. It's like, I don't know, 35 and windy. And they're like, yeah, hell no.
Yeah.
And so it was somebody's good idea, but then they couldn't get anybody else to go with them.
I hate
and nobody wants to go to a game alone. It's like going to a bar alone.
Well, there are 2 parts to this. The first part, I have to admit, I've run into, which is no one else wants to go.
Yes, but
that's an issue.
Unlike Jeremy's friend or brother, whoever it was, you will go alone.
That's my second point. Go. You should feel an obligation to go because you just got free tickets from the Mets. And by the way, the ballpark was mostly empty. You probably could have sat wherever you wanted and had your own section. So then you wouldn't feel that alone. So I understand kind of having trouble finding a person to go with. But honestly, you still should have gone. Jack in Hoboken. Good morning, Jack.
What up, Jack?
Good morning. How are you guys?
All's well.
Good. What's up?
First of all, happy belated birthday, Tiki Barber.
Thank you, sir.
My birthday's tomorrow, in my opinion. Nobody's better than people born in April.
That's
just
right.
In my opinion.
That's Aries. Let's go. Happy birthday, brother.
You also share a birthday with Darren Muji, the GM of the Jets, so I don't know if that means anything to you. But
is that true? Oh, I had no idea. Wow.
You do,
Muji fella. Wow. There's also, I forgot.
saw it yesterday.
There's somebody else I share a birthday. Francis Coppola? No, not Francis Coppola. One of those guys. I can't remember now. But anyways, keep going.
Yeah, so Evan, both points. First of all, thank you, Mendy. I'm going to be try to be the sane Met fan. It's only a small sample size. I know baseball's log, but so far, I mean, he's pushed all the right buttons, it seems like, in all these games. And second, all about free tickets. I actually got free tickets forced on me by my friend who couldn't make the trip, and I take that seriously. When your billionaire owner gives you a gift, you go. So I'm bringing a friend from Hoboken today.
Nice.
We're going to be sitting in Hudson Club, have some beers. Might as well enjoy it, right?
Good for you. That's
awesome.
He's 1,000% right. By the way, April 8th is your birthday? Oh, no, April 7th. Damn it.
I was right.
I was looking up April 8th.
Francis Ford Coppola shares my birthday, as does Are You Not Entertained? Anyone?
I'm not entertained.
Russell Crowe.
Oh,
Gladiator.
yes. Yeah.
That was Gladiator?
Yes, that was Gladiator.
Today is April 8th. It's the anniversary of Hank Aaron breaking Babe Ruth's home run record.
Oh,
wow.
How about that? Yeah.
What year was that?
That was 1974.
Oh, that was the year before I was born.
Year before you were born.
And Tiki's birthday shares the date of 2 famous baseball movies both being released. The Sandlot and Major League.
Really, on the same day?
More on that with Cinco later.
Oh, very nice. Oh. And tomorrow's my wife's birthday.
Wow.
Did I tell you what happened with my wife?
Same as our last caller.
Yeah, same as our last caller. So tell me if I'm in the right on this, and I promise we'll get back to your calls. So my wife's birthday is tomorrow, and I made a comment on Sunday, hey, you want your gift now? And she's like, well, I already know what it is. And I'm like,
what?
What is she talking about? And then she reveals that back in February, she sent me a text message, which I saw. I went back, that said, I'll make it easy for you. Get me this for my birthday.
Did you forget that you saw that text message?
Well, I completely forgot about it, so I bought something else. Oh. But here's the best part. When I was talking about this with my wife, because I explained, you know, in my defense, it was February. And she said, well, you should have bought it right then and there. I realized that I did. And I put it away and completely forgot about it.
Dude, this is easy.
So I have 2 of the same gifts for her, plus an extra gift when I forgot that I got her a gift.
The extra gift, Mother's Day's a month later, dude.
That's right.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
But doesn't that feel dirty that I'm recycling gifts?
No,
you gotta have it.
What you should have said when she said, but I told you in February you should have bought it then. The answer is, but I'm a man. And I don't do that.
Yeah, I don't think that excuse usually works, though. I try.
Be a man.
I'm trying.
Be a man.
Now let's go to Ed in Mohegan. What's going on, Ed?
What do you say, guys?
All's good.
And happy birthday, Tiki. You know,
thank you.
I'm watching the game last night, and I wasn't so much nervous about them winning, and great game, but watching Schlittler pitch in that weather made me real scared. And they got to start moving these games, either start more games on the West Coast, or just do away with it altogether and maybe start in May and play more doubleheaders.
You were concerned of him getting hurt because of the cold weather? Was that your overall concern?
Absolutely, because, we're not even supposed to be pitch more the pitcher than a position player, because first of all, you can't get a good grip on the ball in that kind of weather.
Right.
And it also limits your range of motion. You have ligament damage, muscle damage.
What I would be curious about, and there needs to be a study on this because I can't just tell you this is the case, are there more injuries when guys are playing in wintry conditions in April? Or is that just an observation that Ed made and an assumption that we make?
I think it's just an intuitive and assumption because you get stiffer when it's colder. We know this just from you and I, or anyone that's been outside when it's cold. You're stiffer, and so it just creates potential for injury.
Right.
But then it becomes your responsibility of the athlete to make sure you're warmed up properly before you go do something.
I mean, the good thing about Cam Schlittler and a starting pitcher is every half inning, you can warm yourself up. It's not like you're stuck the way a fan usually is in this frozen seat for 3.5 hours. And the other thing to keep in mind about this weather, what we experienced yesterday and what we're experiencing today is abnormal. I heard Jerry Recco make this comp earlier today, and I think he's spot on when Jerry said, sometimes it's 65 degrees in January. Does that make it spring? No, it's an anomaly. It's a strange day. If it's 70 degrees in January, does that mean we should start the baseball season early? No. Just like this is an anomaly that it's this cold. Does that really mean we got to go extreme and not start the baseball season?
I don't know if this is an anomaly.
I think 35 degrees is.
Yeah, I mean, but it's going to get up to 50 today. It's just cold in the morning.
I get it, but yesterday, yesterday during the Met game, it was cold despite them moving up the start time, and certainly the Yankee game was like the frozen tundra. Right. And it's abnormal. Like, it happens. I get it. It's April, but what's the average temperature in April? It's not 35 degrees.
Dude, this is like the fourth straight year we've had games moved all over the north because of cold weather. This is not abnormal. This is the new April.
Yeah.
So what do you want to do? You want to do what our last caller said? Start the season in May?
I mean, it's not May, but I think starting it on March 26th a little extreme. It is.
Well, the way I would get around it, because I don't like the idea of the Mets and the Yankees just playing on the West Coast or playing in domes or playing in warm weather climates. I don't think it's fair to not have April games. So the way around it is April games at home for cold weather teams must be divisional games. So at least it gives you the wiggle room to can it and remake it up with a doubleheader late in the season.
That's a good idea.
I like that.
When you're playing the A's, or in the Mets' case, the Diamondbacks, or the Marlins on Sunday, there's zero wiggle room. Like, you have to play the game. Too bad. We got to get it in. If the Yankees on Sunday weren't playing the Marlins, they were playing the Blue Jays, they would have canned the game. There's no doubt in my mind.
Right.
And then they would have made it up when they played again in July or August or September.
I like that.
You like that idea?
I think that's totally fair.
Look, the commissioner has been a mixed bag, all right? He's done some good. He's done a lot of bad. He needs to listen to smart people. And I'm a smart person. So, Rob, I'll work for free. If you want my advice, give me a call. He'll never do it because he hates baseball. That was for you, Craig. I know he doesn't hate baseball. He's just, he's kind of schmucky. I like him, though. Not really. I don't dislike him. I think he's been a very, and jokes aside, I think Rob Manfred is a fascinating figure in terms of the good and the bad, because the pitch clock's the greatest invention in the history of baseball. I am a fair person. That's under his watch.
Right.
I acknowledge that.
Right. You have to give him credit where it's due, but also you have to understand that some things are just beyond explaining.
In this schedule is an example of it. Like, it is not that complicated. Give me 6 hours and pay me a bunch of money, and I will formulate a schedule that makes sense. Now, I've got a lot of time in which I do this at 2 a.m. I'm not doing that for free. So if Rob gives me, I think this is completely fair. If Rob gave me season tickets for one season, just one season, no biggie, one season of free season tickets, I will formulate
anywhere? Everywhere?
No, for the Mets.
Oh, okay.
In your exact seat you already have?
Yes.
Or first row behind the plate?
No, just my seats. I want a break for 1 year.
So just pay you back then.
Yeah, pay me back.
Okay.
I can tell you the exact figure, but I'd rather not say it on the air.
Dude, ask for food and drink, too.
I know.
No, I'm doing
While
something
you're
reasonable.
there.
No, I'm a reasonable guy.
All he could say is no.
Well, he's going to say no matter what. He'd say no if I offer him free advice. But if you gave me my season tickets for free, I will spend an entire weekend. Sean will help me too. Formulating.
What do I get? Your Met seats?
Sean will be AI-ing it.
Yeah.
I'll formulate a schedule that makes complete sense. Let's go to Jeff in Great Neck. What's up, Jeff?
Oh, hey, guys. Just wanted to call up. I was in the office, and you were talking about the Met tickets, the free tickets a little while ago. And I'm one of the persons who, I'm a Yankee fan, but I figured, all right, you know what? If they're going to give me free tickets, I'll go, and have a hot dog and a beer and then watch the Mets. I went to Mets.com, tried to put in, there was a code to put in, thank you, and all in caps.
Yeah.
By the time I selected the 2 tickets, put the code in, it gave me a code no longer valid.
Wow.
So I guess I was one of the persons who tried to get the tickets, and I would have used them unlike others. And it just hit me. There were some sites like Eventbrite, and people put their events on that site, and 1,000 people probably get tickets, and maybe 100 or 200 show up. And that's basically what happened with the Mets, where they released all the tickets, and whether it was a bot, as I think you mentioned, or Yankee fans calling up and saying, "Oh, I'm going to screw the Mets," and putting in to get the tickets. Maybe that's what happened.
Yeah,
but
I feel bad for you because you were a guy who said, "I'll take it, I'll go." And you couldn't go because either it's a bot, which I don't buy. It's a Yankee fan trolling you.
I'm telling you, Evan, this is how it works.
That bots take free tickets from the Mets?
Bots
that they can't even sell?
Bots take a lot of tickets that are offered anywhere.
Yeah, but you have to click on a button that says you're not a bot. You have to do that for everything nowadays.
Okay, do you not think that bots now can get past that?
How do they get past that? Only humans can do that.
Sure, of course.
Damn it. Let's go to Mike in Middletown. What's up, Mike? Hey, Mike.
Gentlemen, how you guys doing today?
All's well. What's
Good,
up,
man?
dude?
What's up?
Just a quick question for Evan. And I ask this in all respect, Evan.
Uh-oh.
What makes you feel that any normal person owes Steve Cohen anything?
It's not that you owe Steve Cohen something, just like you wouldn't owe me something, but if someone gives you free tickets and you accept it, right? So there's like 2 stages to this, them offering it and you saying yes and then going out of your way to take them. Shouldn't you use them? Don't you think it's disrespectful to our last caller to take them, not use them, and keep someone out of the ballpark?
Did anybody really miss going into the ballpark, though?
Our last caller did.
I mean, there was 37 people in there.
Well, but our last caller said, hey, I would have taken the free tickets. There's a big difference between going on SeatGeek and dropping $50 a ticket and saying, oh, those are free. I'll go. I'll even give them money for parking. So I know that there were a lot of no-shows yesterday at Citi Field. We'll get into that in a few minutes. But forget about what you owe Steve Cohen or what you owe me. If someone gives you free tickets and you say yes, that's the big part. You didn't have to say yes. You could have been like, I'm good. It's cold out. I'm not going. I didn't accept the tickets. Like, I sold my tickets because I knew I couldn't go Tuesday.
And did that
before
person
the time
go?
changed.
Did that person go?
I don't care because they gave me money.
Okay.
There's a huge difference.
Okay, so you sold your tickets or whatever. They were made available to somebody else. Did they go?
I don't know.
And if they didn't go, are you upset about it?
No, because
then why are you upset about the free tickets that Steve Cohen gave
Because
away?
I didn't give free tickets. Someone went on SeatGeek. They don't know who I am. They bought my tickets. They gave me money, by the way, less than face value. So it's not like I walked away like a bandit here.
Mm-hmm.
It cost me money yesterday, right? Once you spend the money, you can do whatever the hell you want.
Right.
But if I offered, like if I gave you or anyone else free tickets and you didn't tell me and just didn't show up, how do you guys not see that that's a problem? Especially when you keep other people from going.
Because it's 1,000 tickets.
Oh, God. You don't get
And it was
it.
only 600.
You don't get it.
I don't get it.
You millionaires just don't understand.
You're the millionaire.
Are you a stupid person?
I don't know.
I want $1.
Oh, you want that one?
I want $1.
Let's go to Zeke, who's calling from Flatbush. What's up, Zeke?
Hey, Zeke.
Good morning, gentlemen. Big fan of both of your wives. I got a quick question for you.
I love that.
Thank you.
What up, Zeke?
Thank you very much. I mean, they do put up with you guys, so hey.
That's true.
Okay, so I'm a big Cam Schlittler fan, huge Yankee fan. He is the one guy that Major League Baseball is thrilled about the advent of the letter L. And I will say that the guy had Schlittler last night, and he still pitched great.
Right.
And that, to me, is a sign of an ace. The guy that this team's going to have 4 aces when it's all said and done. And that's a very scary proposition for the other teams to lead.
You hit on something that I've always thought, and that is it is more impressive.
Thank you, Zeke.
Yeah, I put him on hold accidentally, Sean, so you could politely say, thank you for calling. We'll see you later. Or you could just hang up on him like you just did. You could have said, thank you.
Got the hand wave.
So rude.
I know, seriously.
So rude.
Both of you.
No way.
I think that went into ace, and I always used to say this about DeGrom, and Cam Schlittler's trying to be that, right?
Yeah.
He's trying to be the next great pitcher in this town. To me, it's most impressive when you're mediocre stuff and you find a way to be good anyway.
Yeah.
It was cold last night. He was not at his best. He didn't walk anybody. Yes, he gave up 3 runs. A few of those hits were soft contact. Like, I know 5 innings, 3 runs is nothing to write home about. I get that. But if that's your worst start, If 5 innings, 3 runs is your worst start,
And there was an excuse because it was cold as hell.
that's a part of it.
Of course it is.
Yeah. I don't think he was gripping right, and I think that's all it was.
Do you think, I think the definition of ace has evolved because of how short some of these starting pitchers are going these days.
Not Sandy Alcantara.
Alcantara is unbelievable.
Pitched into the 9th inning yesterday and then blew the lead.
I know, which is maybe an indictment on his manager.
Well, maybe an indictment on the fact they don't have a dominant closer.
Well, whatever. Just get him out of the game.
Yeah. His pitch count was so low. Like, I totally
true.
got it. It
No,
just,
true.
it didn't happen. What can you do?
You're right. But my point is, like, what is an ace anymore? Like, if because Freddie Peralta is technically the ace of the Mets right now, even though it's likely to be Nolan McClain as the season continues to wind out. Freddie can't go more than 5 innings. So is that an ace? You're not even getting quality starts.
I think there's
even if you're on.
Yeah, there's a new definition of what an ace is, and I'm not going to take debate and argue with you about Freddie Peralta. Though I will confirm.
I'm just needling you a little bit.
I appreciate that. I will confirm, because I guess it was brought up this morning. I didn't hear this part. I will confirm that, yes, I did verbally attack Boomer Esiason before our show.
Huh. Because of Freddie Peralta.
Because of Carson Bench.
Oh, Carson Bench.
It's all different people.
Because he's worried about Carson Bench.
He's very worried about Carson
Who's hitting
Bench.
below 100.
And then I cornered Boomer, because I'm very big and strong. And I said, I'll imitate how I did it.
You cornered Boomer while lounging on the couch in the Steve Summers break room?
Damn it, how did you know that?
Because that's where you always
All right,
are.
so I cornered him by laying on a couch while this giant man who could break me with one hand was standing above me. And I said, "Hey, Blondie!" No, I didn't say any of that. I said, "Boomer, did you see Carson Bench's last at-bat?" Like, very douchery of me. He's like, "Yeah, I did." Whoa. I said, "Dude, the wind kept that from being a walk-off home run. And you want to send this guy to the minor leagues?" I didn't say I'd send him to the minor leagues. I said, "Boomer, your tone this morning was send him to the minor leagues." I didn't say send him to the minor leagues. I was like, "Dude, we all know what you meant." And so, yeah, we had it.
Yeah. And what was the result of this argument?
The result of the argument is that he thinks I'm nuts, and I think he's pig-headed. No, I'm just kidding.
So when are you sending Carson Bench to the minor league?
It's a great question. I told that to Boomer, too. I said May 1st. I think you give May as the time to kind of reevaluate.
So less than a month.
Yeah, and that's
if he doesn't start hitting.
In fairness, that's probably too soon. But I wanted to at least give you a date where, put it this way, May 1st is when we talk about it.
Right.
We can have a discussion about it. I would not have that discussion on April 8th, quite frankly. Let's go to George in Putnam County. What's up, George?
Hey, George.
Gentlemen, awesome show. They should put a dome on the stadium. Buchanan. Go, Pack, go. Go, Pack, go.
George, tell us about James.
Go, Pack, go.
Go, Pack, go. Go, Pack, go.
Tell us about James. Tell us about James. Tell us about James. Tell us about James.
Go, James, go. James, go. Go, you. Go. I got you. I'm out here going. Go. Don't stop. Don't stop. Your heart can take it. Go. I'm out of breath.
Your heart can take it. Keep going. Oh, you hung up on him.
I had to give it up.
He never answers about James, though.
He doesn't know who James is. No. I have to admit, he won that battle.
Yeah, he did.
We
He
both
beat you.
We both ran out of breath.
He beat you. Congratulations there, George. Congrats.
And what's crazy is I've been training for that for weeks.
You think his name is George Buchanan?
The caller?
Yeah.
No, he's a famous Buchanan caller.
I know he is, but do you think he's actually a Buchanan?
Probably. That's a great question. I never thought about it that way. Maybe he's his illegitimate cousin.
Inquisitive minds want to know.
All I know is I have trained vocally to outgo our last caller, and he freaking beat me.
Yeah, he did.
And I tried, man. That was a good, 45 seconds. Now everybody knows how my wife feels.
Yeah. You saw that? You heard that, Sean?
Yeah. Maybe not want to screen a call during that.
All right. Yankee Turning Point. This one's going to be the easiest prediction game of all time because sometimes the Yankee Turning Point is right in front of you. And so I think we'll all agree.
Did we do it?
We're doing it right now.
We did get a winner.
Yeah.
Maybe not what Evan thinks, but okay.
Really? I think it's obvious that the Ahmed Rosario 3-run home run is the Yankee turning point of the game. I don't know how it can't be.
Really?
What do you think, Teak? How could, put it this way, if it's not, Emmanuel needs to be suspended. Emmanuel Barbari, who makes these decisions on the Yankee postgame show.
Are you sure the turning point happened in the game?
Yes.
What?
Ahmed Rosario, don't get fooled by this. Ahmed Rosario's 3-run home run that turned that game upside down right after Giancarlo hit that baseball that I still can't explain physically what happened to it. Boone, after the game, called it a G-ball. I don't even know what that means. Ahmed Rosario's 3-run home run, which gave the Yankees the lead and subsequently the win, is without a shadow of a doubt the turning point of the game. Don't overthink this, Steve.
Yeah, I can't. I'm trying to, look back at the key moments. It's got to be that.
I'm a fat moron.
Sean is trying, and I appreciate it.
What are you doing, Sean?
He's trying to keep us on our toes. Ladies and gentlemen, last night's Yankee turning point.
It was a pitching decision by the A's.
Oh, stop.
That led to this.
0-1 as Leiter checks the runner at second. Rice gets the secondary lead. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball. Swing on deep drive. Left field. He's done it again. Down the line. Goodbye. 3-run homer. Ahmed Rosario. Wow. He got what he was looking for and delivered a 3-run jack, and the Yankees take the lead.
See, I appreciate you trying, but come on.
Right. I mean, that pitching change happened before Cody Bellinger.
Listen, Tiki, you got to drum up some drama here.
I mean, that was let me see, 1, 2, 3. That was 4 batters. 4 batters. Before, I mean, come on,
You're
Sean.
trying to get in the weeds on Sean trying to throw us off the trail?
Yeah, he's trying to throw us off the trail. But it was 4 batters before Ahmed Rosario.
That was an awesome moment for Ahmed Rosario, and I think I speak for all Met fans when a Yankee fan asks me, how do you feel about a former top prospect doing this for the Yankees? I'm not unhappy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not happy. I'm not anything. It would be like if Anthony Volpe 6 years from now is a bench player for the Mets hitting game-winning home runs. And by the way, you guys got full experience. The Mets basically won last night because you're back into the bullpen, which blew you a division last year, pitched really well for the Mets. For now.
I told you we shouldn't have got rid of Weaver.
Yeah. We'll get back to your calls coming up. 888-808-1019 is the toll-free number. We will debut the John Sterling machine. And for those that were on the fence about the Yankee decision to keep the game at 7 and the Met decision to move it at 4, I think we've got indisputable evidence on who made the right decisions. We do have a couple of nationally televised games in pro basketball tonight. Here's the latest pro basketball injury report presented by Fanatic Sportsbook. Atlanta will play Cleveland. This is a huge game for you local fans. This is an Eastern Conference matchup. We know the situation in terms of there being a 1 but really 2-game difference for your Knicks between the 3 seed and the 4 seed. So this is a game to keep an eye on. Tip-off is at 7 o'clock. The only player on Atlanta's injury report is Londell. He'll miss the game with a sprained ankle. On the other side, Cleveland's been dealing with a lot. Donovan Mitchell's been day-to-day. Both guys, Donovan Mitchell and Max Strus, will be game-time decisions. Later tonight, Portland takes on San Antonio. Obviously, we're all focused on Victor Wembanyama, who left Monday's game with a rib contusion. He's on the cusp of hitting that 65-game minimum required for all the regular season awards. We'll see if he suits up tonight. He'll need to play in at least one of San Antonio's remaining regular season games to qualify. He will. Spoiler alert, he will, even if he pulls a Mikal Bridges and shows up and is like, I'm good, let me get out of here. That's today's report. Listen all season long for weekly injury updates presented by Fanatic Sportsbook. Winning hits different with Fanatic Sportsbook, and now that we're headed towards the postseason, every game carries a little bit more weight. So don't wait for the what-if moments. Switch to the only sportsbook that protects all pro basketball player props across straights, parlays, and same-game parlays across any first-half injury. If betting player props is in your playbook, Fanatic Sportsbook's Fair Play Insurance gives you the edge when it comes to cooking up a parlay. Some books protect your bets for just the first quarter. Some do nothing, but not at Fanatic Sportsbook. They flip losing bets into winning bets. Every night on the court, if your player gets injured in the first half, your bet will play on with all the remaining legs, meaning a loss can be turned into a win. Others copy trends. Fanatic Sportsbook sets standards. Fair play keeps every first half protected, so bet with the book that always has your back. Fanatic Sportsbook. Winning hits different here. Must be 21 or over. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. New York residents call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. Connecticut residents call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org.
Spring is the perfect time to refresh your home, and Windorama is making it easier than ever. During the Spring Refresh Sale, save up to 30% on your window and door project. Plus, take advantage of low to no interest payment plans when you purchase and install with Windorama. It's simple. Book your free in-home consultation, shop from home, and let their local certified experts handle measurement and installation. Visit Windorama.com to book your free in-home consultation today.
Guys, Major Golf is officially kicking off down in Georgia this week, and make sure you check out Flag and Anthem Ambassador Keegan Bradley. He'll be head to toe in Flag and Anthem gear, and now is the time to grab some new gear from Flag and Anthem, especially their MVP polos made from the stretchiest performance fabric. And with over 30-plus prints to choose from, there's a polo for every guy and occasion out there. And starting Thursday, get a free Flag and Anthem tumbler when you spend $150 or more while supplies last. So go ahead and head on over to flagandanthem.com and enter the code WFAN25 to get 25% off your order. Flag and Anthem. Real clothes for real life.
This is an Odyssey Sports Minute.
This feels like the most wide-open Masters tournament we've had in recent memory. Scottie Scheffler is the favorite, but Scottie Scheffler is not coming into this tournament in good form. Rory McIlroy won last year to complete the career Grand Slam. It seems like he's willing to coast off that win, and we'll see if he competes into the weekend. I think we could get into Sunday, and there could be a bunch of names on the leaderboard that nobody is expecting. I'm Nick Costos.
Did you know about 1 in 3 people with plaque psoriasis may also develop psoriatic arthritis, which causes joint pain, stiffness, and swelling? Does this sound like you? Listen to what it sounds like to be a million miles away. Tremfya guselkumab, taken by injection, is a prescription medicine for adults with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis who may benefit from taking injections or pills or phototherapy, and for adults with active psoriatic arthritis. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Imagine being a million miles away. Explore what's possible. Ask your doctor about Tremfya. Visit Tremfya.com or call 1-800-526-7736.
Allstate is Metro New York's trusted auto insurer, protecting cars across the tri-state area. We're by your side when you need us most, providing you with affordable auto coverage you can rely on. So, switch to Allstate today, and you could save an average of $713 on auto insurance. You're in good hands with Allstate. Based on the national average annual savings for new customers surveyed in 2024, savings vary, subject to terms and availability.
You know that Big Bargain detergent jug is 80% water, right? It doesn't clean as well.
80% water? I thought I was getting a better deal because it's so big.
If you want a better clean, Tide Pods are only 12% water. The rest is pure, concentrated cleaning ingredients.
Oh, let me make an announcement.
Attention shoppers, if you want a real deal, try Tide Pods.
Stop paying for watered-down detergents. Pay for clean. If it's gotta be clean, it's gotta be Tide Pods. Water content based on the leading bargain liquid detergent.
Batteries Plus presents Power Ballads.
Unless you live in a cave, you need batteries for cars, boats, and smartphones to keep life a breeze. Did you know we sell key fobs? We program them too. From lithium to 9-volt batteries up the wazoo. Batteries Plus, there's no problem too large. Batteries Plus, we're the experts in charge. At Nielsen, fun is in the driver's seat.
Get in on the savings fund now at Nielsen Dodge during our lease pull-ahead event.
Get out of your current lease early and get into a new vehicle.
Don't wait for your lease to end. Upgrade now. We have hundreds of new Jeeps, Chryslers, Dodges, and Rams to choose from.
There's 0% financing available, 0 security deposit for qualified buyers with 0 down payment available.
Lease a new 2026 Jeep Wrangler 4-door Sport S 4x4, just $259 a month.
Or choose from hundreds of quality certified pre-owned vehicles.
End your lease early and upgrade today.
So, get out of the old and into the new.
On Route 10 in East Hanover. Online at NielsenDodge.com.
At Nielsen Dodge, fun is in the driver's seat.
Declaration of Deals Sales Event. With approval term 24 months, due at sign 8104, at tax tag 498, doc fee, and DMV fees. See dealer for details.
This is Sal Licata. You definitely don't want your AC system to fail this summer. So call my friends at Edison Heating and Cooling, New Jersey's air conditioning experts. Have them check your cooling system now. I know Edison Heating and Cooling. They are the real deal. Go to EdisonHVAC.com.
I'm a 100% kind of guy, so I got Verizon Fios. It's 100% fiber internet because I do everything at 100%.
What game should we watch?
100% of them.
She hits a
penalty kick
out of the park.
from way downtown for a beautiful shot onto the green.
You either have 100% fiber internet or you don't. Get Verizon Fios. It's super fast and reliable with ultra-low lag. It's 100% or nothing. Call 1-833-VERIZON to switch today.
Go teams!
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm, and Chuck McDowell definitely not an attorney. This is Chuck. If someone talked you into buying something really silly and you want to get out of that silly little thing, my advice, get the facts. Call me and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit absolutely free. Inside, you'll learn how timeshare works and all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free exit information kit. 800-948-7878. That's 800-948-7878.
There's a difference between liking a house and actually getting it. Redfin is built to make up that difference and close the gap between finding and owning the home for you. Redfin agents close twice as many deals as other agents, so when you find a home you love, you're not a step behind when it's time to make an offer. That means less watching great homes disappear and more focus on the ones you'll actually move into and call home. Redfin helps turn saved listings into real addresses. Get started at redfin.com. Own the dream.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance tech at a university, he knows ordering from multiple suppliers takes time away from keeping their arena up and running. That's why he counts on Grainger to get everything he needs, from lighting and HVAC parts to plumbing supplies, all in one place. And with fast, dependable delivery, he's stocked and ready for the next tip-off. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Hey, New Jersey, the Mega Millions jackpot is up to $110 million. Who couldn't use a little extra money in their pockets? Get your ticket today. Anything can happen in Jersey.
Start the day with Boomer and Geo, mornings 6 to 10 on WFAN, WFAN FM, WFAN FM HD1 New York, and Odyssey Sports Station.
A lot coming up here on this busy, cold Wednesday. The debut of the John Sterling machine coming up in a few minutes. Plus, we'll play a game where we guess Aaron Boone's answer to a very simple question. But the Yankees and Mets both made big decisions in the last 48 hours. The Mets decided to move up their start times due to the cold weather. And I mentioned this after they announced it on Tuesday, yesterday, that it was like a PR battle. Like, who's going to win the PR battle between the Mets saying, hey, we care about our fans, and the Yankees saying, we care about our fans, and we're keeping the game at 7 o'clock. And I always say it's about the individual. There are going to be people, Yankee fans or Met fans, if you take your fandom aside, who say, I love the 4 o'clock. Oh, it's great. My kids are off from school. I can get home earlier. Oh, that's fantastic. And then there's going to be people who say, this sucks. I can't go to the game.
Yes.
I work. Like, it's different for everybody. So I'm a big believer in results. I'm a big believer in let's just see the results.
Yeah, the data will tell you.
Exactly. So it isn't firm data. It's called the eye test. The Yankees sold about 39,000 tickets, which is great for a weeknight against the A's. The Mets sold about 35,000 tickets, which is also great for a Tuesday night against the Diamondbacks. Obviously, those tickets were sold probably long before we knew it was going to be 38 degrees. So the Yankees being about 5,000 seats ahead is pretty much on track. The Yankees do draw better than the Mets. They've drawn better than the Mets every year since, I think, 1991. I did a whole data study on that, and I don't think any Met fan would argue that. The Yankees draw better than the Mets. Like, period, stop, end of discussion. Congratulations. I watched the Met game in its entirety. I watched the Yankee game in its entirety. I believe, based on my eye test, that the Yankees had more people show up. That, to me, is the definitive who made the right decision game.
Yes.
Now, did the Mets do right by their fans, even if, according to Craig, they're legally forced to give you vouchers? Yeah, they gave you a chance to come back. That's wonderful. So the Met fan who couldn't go can still walk away and say, hey, I'm good. I'll come back to a future game. But in terms of who it was better for, it was probably based on the results on the eye test, Yankee fans.
And you don't get to follow downstream when those Met fans come back to a future game.
Right.
It doesn't count.
And by the way, a lot of people may never use them.
Yeah. Yeah, we saw this. They had free tickets just last night or yesterday afternoon. They didn't use them.
What teams used to do, they don't do this anymore, but back in the day, they wouldn't announce tickets sold. They would announce who showed up. So the attendance numbers were far different many years ago. So it's one of those lies that baseball tells you. And I know lies is a strong word.
Right.
So I'm going to...
But it's true, though. I mean, when you sell 38,000 tickets and there's 18,000 people in the stadium.
Right. It's a big difference.
You can tell.
And
hey, we got a sellout here tonight. Doesn't look like it.
Well, and that's why when baseball talks about record attendance numbers, they're being a little dishonest because back in the day, the attendance numbers were counted differently.
Right, who came through the turnstile.
Correct. So the Yankees and the Mets are not going to release who came through the turnstiles. So because they're not going to do it, we just get to guess based on the eye test. And based on the eye test, the Yankees beat the Mets last night. That doesn't mean that the Mets didn't do right by their fans. Sure, they gave you a voucher that they may or may not use. But my point has always been, if more people are going to show up at 7 o'clock when it's cold out, aren't you better off keeping the game at 7 o'clock? If the people are showing you, they're going to show up. So, look, I defended Steve Cohen in the first hour because of the fact that if someone gives you free tickets, you should use it. I am an IAO, an independent attendance observer. The New York Yankees won the night. Have I spoken any untruths?
No, you're right. And I think this was, it's funny because yesterday you were convinced that the Mets were doing the right thing. And in theory, they were. But in actuality, it's so disruptive to tell somebody a day or 2 days before that you're changing the start time to a game, and that's going to not affect that person's ability to attend that game.
And at the end of the day, you have a decision to not go to the game if it's too cold out. You have a decision to either waste it or try to sell it or give it to somebody, whatever you want to do. And so the Mets weren't pigs by any stretch because, again, they gave you these options that you may or may not use. But what I've always said about these start time changes, see, I'm big with if it's raining. We talked about this last week. If it's raining, move everything around because the game won't be played. The game's going to be played if it's 35 degrees. It was played last night in the Bronx. It was played yesterday afternoon in Queens. But the people will vote on what the better decision is based on if they show up. And in my estimation, again, Yankees and Mets aren't going to release data. So, sorry, until they do, I'm using the eye test. The New York Yankees were the victors.
Yeah, I think, though, judging on TV, and I got to be honest with you, even like when I got the Penn Station yesterday, the amount of Yankee fans heading in, I think the difference is, and what I've realized, that's a younger Yankee crowd last night that may not normally go. I think the people that gave up the tickets, that felt like a young 20-something crowd that said, I don't care how cold it is. I'm just going to go, drink at Stan's and Billy's before and go enjoy a Yankee game I otherwise wouldn't get to go to.
I think it's a great point because if this was, I'm 42 right now, if this was 15 years ago, I would have been at Citi Field.
I agree.
I froze my ass off.
I can't do the cold weather anymore, and I'm married with kids. That game last night was not for us.
It was a young person's game.
It was, and that's fine. It's actually good for baseball if that many kids want to go.
And the same thing will happen today. Because the Mets are playing at 4 o'clock, Yankees are playing at 7 o'clock. And again, because the Mets and Yankees will never release real data in terms of how many people went through the turnstiles, we'll use the eye test. And what I would love from baseball, not the end of the world, I would love for them to release two numbers. Give me the paid attendance, because I get why that's important, the gate, that's what you sold.
And then who showed up.
And then release us who showed up.
They'll never do that.
But they back in the day, they used to tell you who walked in the ballpark.
Right. But they're not going to.
And then you could figure out
Yeah.
like the backside of it. Like
the moment they do that, it's like releasing the finances, showing you, look how much money we basically have stolen from people that didn't plan on doing this.
They didn't. No, I wouldn't look at it that way.
But I think people, now you can extrapolate that. Now you can determine, all right, they sold 35,000 tickets, but only 20,000 showed up.
But that's on the fan for not showing up. That's not on ownership.
No, it is on the fan for not showing up, but also fans will look at that and go, look how much money ownership is pocketing that are from fans that just basically had to eat it because it got too cold out.
Right.
No, because there's other games where fans don't show up. People sometimes don't show up.
But
when they
in mass?
No, not in the same numbers you saw yesterday.
That's what we're talking about. Like in mass, not showing up.
So you think the Yankees should have offered vouchers last night and said, look,
they didn't know there was mass truancy last night. So people didn't go.
What did you say?
Truancy.
Sean.
Truancy officer back in the day, school.
You don't go to school.
I did go to school, but I don't understand the reference in this regard. What does that mean?
When you don't go to school, you're truant.
Oh, no, I haven't heard that one. No.
You never heard that?
I don't think I've ever heard that one.
You didn't have a truancy officer?
No.
No, we did. They got rid of truancy officers when me and Evan in school, but it still was like the thing that
What are you saying, I'm old?
I'd never heard that before.
I mean, Tiki, I'm not saying you're old. You referenced truancy officers. You told the world you're old.
I mean, you did turn 63 yesterday, so.
No, it was 66.
66.
67.
I thought it was 67.
That was too easy. Now we get back to your calls, 888-808-1019. Deborah's calling from Connecticut. Hey, Deborah.
What up? Hey, Deborah.
Hey, good morning. How are you?
We're doing great.
Good. What's
I have a thought about. Good. I have a thought about the Yankees not changing the game time. I know normally the home team makes the call, but I wonder if because the game was televised by HBO Max. That's, I believe, a Major League Baseball
The game was televised by
maybe it
HBO
wasn't.
Max? I was watching the game with Michael Kay and Joe Girardi yesterday.
It might have been a national TBS game that then goes to Max as the streaming
Oh,
partner. Yeah.
by the way, it actually is a really good point if there's TV partners involved.
That probably is contributing.
But that's not the reason the Yankees didn't change
No, it's
it.
not. But you can imagine if, say it wasn't HBO Max, say it was an Amazon partner or whatever.
Yeah,
One
you're
of
right.
those
That's a
games.
factor.
It's not changing.
No, I agree with you on that.
Right.
I think that the Yankees, a couple of things, and I mentioned this on Tuesday, and this is obvious. The Yankees are never following the Mets on anything. They're just not. There's this weird dynamic between these two franchises that I think is similar to the way the fans talk to each other, where the Yankees are Big Brother, right? That's how they view themselves, and they will never follow the Mets on anything, even if the Mets are making a right decision.
Right.
And I'm not even saying they made the right decision because the data shows that the Yankees made the right decision. But I don't think the Yankees ever plan to move these games. Look, they can move tonight. What's tonight's game on? Is it on Yes or Amazon?
Amazon.
Yeah, I don't know if that factors in. It's not nationally televised.
But they're not moving it.
Yeah, they're not.
They're not moving it.
They're not moving it. And the results, based on the people that showed up, tell you from Yankee fans that the right decision was made. Unless you think Yankee fans and Met fans are different humans. And they're really not. They're all New Yorkers. They are the same. We could play games and say, this guy's soft, this guy's tough, Yankee fans are ugly, Met fans are pretty, Yankee fans are rich, Met fans are poor. The reality is, we're all freaking the same people.
Yeah.
Cut us open, we bleed.
Met fans are notoriously uglier, though. And look at me and you, Evan.
Yeah, exactly. Look at me and you. You think you have the advantage on that?
What?
I'm laying the points in this relationship.
I don't know who he's talking about anymore. It's Sean or me. Let's go to John in St. Louis. Hey, John.
Hey, good morning, guys.
What's up, man?
I got to be at those points, but I was a season ticket holder from 17 to 21, and the Mets were always awesome about giving out vouchers. It's probably because we sucked at that time. I was up there freezing my butt off at the April 20-degree game for free in my seats right by Evan and 315. So it's something they've always done. I think he's just trying to buy some good equity with fans.
Right.
But by Viento's point, are we really seeing a big discrepancy in defense than what we got from Pete last year? I think you could almost argue so far this season Vientos has been better defensively. Take his bat away, that's red hot. I mean, he's getting some hard-hit ground balls over there.
In a sample size of 6 games, because that's how many Mark Vientos has started of the 11. Yes, I'm keeping track. Yes, I want to see who ends up playing the most games at first base.
Did we even consider Vientos?
Funny story. Okay, and
I know I said Beatty.
I said Beatty too, but this is, and you can decide. I'm not going to fight with you on this. The topic of who will play the most games at first base originated on Rico Brogna. And the first time we ever talked about it, my guess was Mark Vientos. A week later, in spring training, because of course, you're reacting to what you see, I took it back. And I said it's going to be Brett Beatty.
Because you went down there, right? Is that why?
I think a part of it was the lack. There was 2 factors. Number one, he wasn't contributing. And I know that shouldn't matter, but it mattered. And number 2, I thought Beatty looked good at first base. And I was impressed by his ability to play over there. And I was like, man, I could see him just becoming the first baseman. Now, a few things are changing that. The injury to Juan Soto changes it because now they need Brett Beatty in the outfield.
Right.
So it's not as if Brett Beatty's going to be buried. As long as he performs, there'll be a chance for him to play.
Right.
It just may not be at first base.
He should be the everyday right fielder right now.
Well, he could be. He is.
Yeah.
With Benj playing left field. And then when Soto comes back, we talked earlier about Benj. If he's in the minor leagues, it could end up being a spot where Beatty plays every day, but it's not at first base. But Mark Vientos defensively compared to the other guy, right?
Pete Alonso.
That's your decision. Through 6 games has been as good, if not better. And where Mark has been really impressive, and I used to say this about the other guy, is Mark has been scooping.
Yeah.
He's been picking.
Right. You see some bad throws over there, and he's not panicking.
He's not panicking, and yesterday was impressive because he did it while wearing a giant ski mask covering up half his face.
They all had those things on.
I know.
And Mauricio, at his last at bat, I was like, what the heck is around his neck?
That's how cold it was.
It was like a scarf.
So if we're going to judge Mark Vientos defensively through 6 games, absolutely, I will give him his flowers, but a season is not 6 games, Tiki
No, it's not. Look, but he's passing the early test, both with his stick and obviously with his glove. So
no doubt.
Good for Mark Vientos, which Evan and I pined for a week ago.
But you know what would never happen to the other guy?
What?
He would never be pinch hit for with Jared Young.
Pete Alonso would never be pinch hit by Jared Young.
Is that not a true statement?
Maybe he should have been, especially if Pete was having one of those days.
Oh, stop. Come on now.
I'm just saying.
Let's go to Ryan calling from Perth Amboy. Good morning, Ryan.
Morning, Evan.
How are you?
Good. So I have a decent question about the game.
Decent. Okay. All right, go ahead.
What if Ahmed Rosario never hit that home run? What if it was an RBI single? What if he struck out looking or swinging?
Mm-hmm. Like, what do you mean? What would have happened? They may have lost. Is that the question?
Then the Yankees could be 7-3.
If it was an RBI single, would someone have come up and stepped up? Would it be someone comes in and the bullpen blows the game?
So you're saying if Ahmed Rosario ties the game but doesn't give them the lead,
yes,
how do I project the rest of the game would play out? Is that your question?
Yeah. Do they keep that defensive substitution with McMahon?
Yeah, I mean, Ahmed Rosario can play third base. And so,
yeah.
Well, okay, so you're saying, because after the Yankees took the lead, Ryan McMahon came in for defense. So so two better than decent.
Right.
I think, Ryan, they were awesome questions.
Right. So what he's asking is, if Ahmed Rosario doesn't hit the home run, and now you're not necessarily worried about replacing him defensively because you need to maintain the run.
He comes out of the game, and I'll tell you why.
He still comes out of the game.
He comes out of the game, I'll tell you why. See, that's better than a decent question.
Okay.
That's a geeky baseball question. That's my kind of kid all from school. Because now it's the ninth inning, and you want to improve your defense. And you're looking ahead saying, is Ahmed Rosario going to get another at-bat? And he may, but are you going to risk 2 innings potentially of not as good defense as Ryan McMahon?
Especially if Bednar comes in, he's throwing ground ball pitches.
But the first question of would the Yankees have won the game anyway? Yes, they would have.
Right.
Right now, the Yankees are grooving. The Yankees are clicking. Like, there are things about the Yankees that are not perfect right now, and they're still winning. Like the bottom of the order. We've all kind of talked about it. We acknowledge it. It's very early in the season, so you don't want to panic. But they're getting nothing out of shortstop. They're getting nothing out of third base. Even Jazz is off to a very tough start. They're finding ways anyway. And I like the A's. I think the A's are actually going to be a funky team. I really like their lineup. I think their lineup has a chance to be dynamic. It is not off to the greatest start, but again, it is early.
Could use more from Lawrence Butler, but I digress.
That's your... Was he on your fantasy team?
He is on our fantasy team.
But I'll tell you the other question that our last caller didn't ask, but America is asking. And we believe we need to answer the question. We love Dave Sims. He does a fantastic job. I thought his home run call that we played earlier was electric. But there is this wondrous thought that people have about what John Sterling would have said about an Ahmed Rosario home run. People have wondered that. So, ladies and gentlemen, we present to you the first ever John Sterling machine. Do you know what that means?
I'm assuming this is something that you created with your AI friends that's mimicking John Sterling doing an Ahmed Rosario home run.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've got 6 of them. We'll see if any of them jump out at the people. What if John Sterling called an Ahmed Rosario home run?
That ball is high. It is far. It is gone. Oh, the Yankees needed a prayer. Ahmed to that.
We like that one?
That was fun.
So I ask again, what if John Sterling called an Ahmed Rosario game-winning home run?
That ball is high. It is far. It is gone. He's watching that home run like a movie. Coming soon to a theater near you. The Fast and the Rosarius.
Yeah, it's still long. It's too drawn out.
He was watching it like a movie, though.
Yeah.
I mean, he was standing there. He was pimping that out.
He was pumping his chest is what he was doing.
Damn right. So I ask again, what would it sound like if John Sterling called an Ahmed Rosario game-winning home run?
That ball is high. It is far. It is gone. Oh, Ahmed Rosario. The beard is really weird, but the swing is king.
Boy, some of these are interesting. I've been told the best is yet to come. All right.
Let's hope.
What if John Sterling called the Ahmed Rosario home run?
That ball is high. It is far. It is gone. You need Rosario colored glasses to see where that ball landed. Ahmed the Great gives the Yankees a 5-3 lead.
I don't mind that.
That's
you
all
need
right.
Rosario colored glasses?
Yeah.
I could totally see John doing that.
There's a certain level of kid that's like, what?
Rose-colored glasses.
Yeah, but some people don't know what that idiom means.
I thought that's an obvious
That's
one.
also the beauty of John. He would make song references that nobody had any idea.
That's a good point.
What if John Sterling called an Ahmed Rosario game-winning home run?
That ball is high. It is far. It is gone. Row Rosario gently down the stream. Merrily, merrily, merrily. The Yankees got a dream.
I kind of like that one.
That's great.
That may be my favorite one.
I think that's the best one.
How many do we have left, Sean?
This is the final one.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the final time we can ask ourselves, what if John Sterling called the Ahmed Rosario home run?
That ball is high. It is far. It is gone. Rosie is red. The A's are blue. The Yankees have a lead, and I love you.
He would never do that. I think 1 and 5. Those are the best ones.
Yeah, 1
the
and
first
5.
one and the 5th one.
Row Rosario gently down the stream. Merrily, merrily, merrily. The Yankees got a dream.
And number 1.
Number 1.
Yeah.
That ball is high. It is far. It is gone. Oh, the Yankees needed a prayer. Oh, meant to that.
I like that one, actually.
So I guess the question is, this is up to the audience, and of course you, Tiki. Should we bring the John Sterling machine back when someone else hits a home run that doesn't have a nickname for it?
Prayer. Oh, meant to that.
We just need some refining of John's voice.
Okay, we'll work on that.
We're on to something.
We are definitely on to something.
We got a few options because there's plenty of guys on this team that John has not had the luxury of calling a home run for. There you go. We'll come back with more of your calls. 888-808-1019 is the toll-free number. Plus, Keith Hernandez said something on the Met broadcast that I think Tiki Barber can relate to. We'll explain it coming up. Our friends at Town Fair Tire remind you that at Town Fair Tire, you always get the guaranteed lowest price on name brand tires. From Connecticut to Maine, nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody. Total Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is expanding across Long Island, New York City, and New Jersey. With new locations opening in Comac, Babylon, and West Orange, expert care is closer than ever. Their top-rated doctors treat everything from everyday injuries to complex orthopedic conditions. Whether you're on your journey, they are there to help you move forward. They are the experts at getting you back to being you. Visit TotalOrthoSportsMed.com to schedule your appointment today or call 855-321-ORTHO.
Spring is the perfect time to refresh your home, and Windorama is making it easier than ever. During the Spring Refresh Sale, save up to 30% on your window and door project. Plus, take advantage of low to no interest payment plans when you purchase and install with Windorama. It's simple. Book your free in-home consultation, shop from home, and let their local certified experts handle measurement and installation. Visit Windorama.com to book your free in-home consultation today.
And this portion of the program is sponsored by Flag and Anthem, Real Clothes for Real Life. It was also sponsored by Saints Joachim and Ann Nursing and Rehabilitation Center.
Major Golf is kicking off this week, and Flag and Anthem ambassador Keegan Bradley will be head to toe in their gear just like me. Grab some new MVP polos made from the stretchiest performance fabric and look sharp on and off the course. Visit flagandanthem.com. Use code WFAN25 to get 25% off. Flag and Anthem, real clothes for real life.
Hey, healthcare workers of New York, are you looking to make a difference? Saints Joachim and Ann Nursing and Rehabilitation Center is actively hiring nurses and CNAs. Call 718-714-4800. That's 718-714-4800.
Hey, it's Tiki Barber. Looking for a great deal to stay connected? Now, for a limited time, new Verizon mobile and home customers can get Fios and a line of mobile for just $69.99 a month with AutoPay. Get Fios 300 megabit per second for $20 a month and unlimited welcome for $50 a month plus taxes and fees when you bring your own phone. Visit a Verizon store today to learn more and switch. For new Fios, internet, and mobile customers, discounts applied over 36 months. Mobile and home discount enrollment required. Additional terms apply. In times of congestion, unlimited 5G and 4G LTE may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Domestic data roaming at 2G speeds.
Operating engineers Local 825 are the men and women who make our region move. So whether it's roads, bridges, or our favorite team stadium, they build and maintain the critical transportation, water, and energy infrastructure we rely on. That's why their advocacy organization, ELEC, the Engineers Labor Employer Cooperative, fights for those priorities every day. That's ELEC, representing the signatory contractors and the hardworking men and women who build both New York and New Jersey.
Hello, New York, New Jersey. Bank of America, in partnership with Visa, invites you to a FIFA World Cup 26 watch party. Open an eligible Bank of America checking account in participating financial centers only for an opportunity to reserve 2 complimentary tickets while supplies last. Experience special musical guests, games, giveaways, food, and more, all at a legendary venue. Learn more at BofA.com/BofA Visa Watch Party. What would you like the power to do? Bank of America, proud to be the official bank of FIFA World Cup 26. Bank of America NA, member FDIC. Terms apply. All rights reserved.
All new Dunkin' Zero, only 20 calories. Zero sugar, the all new revitalizing energy drink made with B vitamins, so you can actually feel good about it. Struggling to make it through the afternoon, wishing every meeting was an email? Sounds like it's time for Dunkin' Zero. It's the perfect pick-me-up without the spiral, and it comes in 6 delicious flavors like Suncest and Glamberry. Dunkin' Zero, only at Dunkin'. Dunkin' Zero drinks contain caffeine from caffeine and guarana. Beverages are fruit-flavored, contain 0% fruit juice. Participation may vary, limited time offer.
D'Agostino, Law Bite Back. I'm injury attorney John Ryan D'Agostino, nicknamed The Closer, continuing D'Agostino and Associates' legacy of helping the injured for over 35 years. My father, John D'Agostino, built this injury firm to help accident victims.
This is John D'Agostino, and this is a family firm. For us, it's about doing what's right and making sure somebody pays for your pain. Call us first at 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-BITE-BACK.
They call me The Closer because big or small, in court or out, I'm fighting to get the job done, to win, to get you every dollar you deserve.
D'Agostino and Associates has offices throughout New York and New Jersey and will come to you. I've been there and I'll be there for you. Call us first at 1-800-BITE-BACK. 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222.
This is the story of the one. As a procurement manager for a hospital system, she keeps every facility in her network stocked and ready. That's why she counts on Grainger to be her single source for thousands of products, from disinfectants to lighting, air filters, and more. And with fast, dependable delivery, Grainger helps her keep every facility stocked, safe, and running smoothly. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Indeed presents hires you can't afford to get wrong, like a warehouse operations manager.
Where are the forklifts?
Sold them. Too expensive. We're using scooters now.
So you expect us to move a 2-ton pallet on a scooter?
Just lean into it. Put your back into it, people.
This is a job for sponsored jobs. This is what happens when you don't sponsor your job on Indeed. Next time, get matched with quality candidates with Indeed sponsored jobs. Visit Indeed.com/hire now and sponsor your job today.
There's a difference between liking a house and actually getting it. Redfin is built to make up that difference and close the gap between finding and owning the home for you. Redfin agents close twice as many deals as other agents, so when you find a home you love, you're not a step behind when it's time to make an offer. That means less watching great homes disappear and more focus on the ones you'll actually move into and call home. Redfin helps turn saved listings into real addresses. Get started at redfin.com. Own the dream.
Gold prices and silver prices are near all-time highs. Get cash in your hands for your old jewelry by going to The Estates Roadshow. They're buying gold and silver, old rings, chains, even broken jewelry. Don't wait. Cash in while gold and silver are hot. The Estates Roadshow is happening Monday through Friday in West Orange at the Courtyard Marriott, Kenilworth at the Kenilworth Hotel, and Staten Island at the Hilton Garden Inn. Or Friday through Tuesday at TMT Cash for Gold locations in Old Bridge or Toms River. Follow Estates Roadshow on Facebook or visit tmtcashforgold.com.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Call 877-CARS for Kids to reach a friendly live agent. Donation is super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now or go to carsforkids.org.
7 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
Town Fair Tire, the area's largest independent name brand tire dealer, sells any Continental tire you choose at the guaranteed lowest price. And Town Fair gives you the most free services for life on your Continental tires. So if you're searching for the best price and the most free services for life on Continental tires, get a Town Fair Tire, because nobody beats a Town Fair Tire deal. And I mean nobody.
Name brands at discount prices. Town Fair Tire.
Do you own
owe $10,000 or more in credit card debt or personal loans? With credit card debt at all-time highs, Debt Relief Advocates is urgently notifying consumers of debt relief now being made available, designed to aid consumers with out-of-control credit card debt. Those who qualify and enroll for this relief program will only have to pay back a fraction of what they owe. This is not bankruptcy or a debt consolidation loan. This is a relief program that credit card companies would rather you not know about, as it ends your debt nightmare and saves you lots of money. Consumers owing at least $10,000 in credit card debt or personal loans can now take advantage of this debt relief as the cost of living skyrockets. Debt Relief Advocates has established a relief hotline for you to call to learn what debt reduction you may qualify for, so don't wait. For this free information, call the Relief Hotline at 800-390-1164. 800-390-1164. 800-390-1164.
Get connected with WFAN to talk about your favorite teams. The Fan on the Odyssey, iHeart, and TuneIn apps.
This Fan Focus is sponsored by Chef IQ Precision Cooking. Effortless results, chefiq.com. We're counting down to tomorrow's Knicks-Celtics game at MSG. With a Boston win, the Celtics will clinch the 2 seed in the East. But it'll be Jason Tatum's first game back at the Garden since tearing his Achilles last spring. Tatum yesterday admitted he's not looking forward to a return to the MSG floor, stating, "I'm not, thrilled to go back there and play there. Last time I played there, obviously it was a traumatic experience for me." This Fan Focus was sponsored by Town Fair Tire. Nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
If you want to complete this redemption story and win an NBA championship, which is the singular focus of the franchise known as the Boston Celtics, you're going to have to go back there. And you're going to have a level of success. Now, granted, the Celtics are pretty much a lock to be the 2 seed. The only way the Knicks could jump the Boston Celtics is by winning their final 3 games and the Celtics losing their final 3 games, which is unlikely to happen. So obviously tomorrow, if Boston wins, it's over. Knicks are not going to be the 2 seed. And they're not going to be the 2 seed either way. Mm-hmm. But Jason Tatum, and I get it, that's traumatic what happened. It's the playoffs. It's a major, major injury. But you're going to have to go back there. And forget tomorrow night at the Garden. You're likely to have to go back there in the postseason. So
get over it.
Get over it, yeah.
And by the way, I think he will.
I think he will too. Here's what scares me about the Celtics, and this is not even a basketball thing. This is more like a storyline karma thing. Joe was always a big karma guy. I never really bought it, but sometimes you kind of feel it. The Celtics feel like a movie. They do. They feel like they were the injured animal last year, even though they were down in the series to begin with, which we acknowledge. Tatum has this incredible comeback to come back at such an early stage, and he's been relatively productive since coming back. Jaylen Brown can't get the Knicks out of his mouth. He's mentioned the Knicks a lot, whether it's in the preseason or now. It feels like this is a redemption story for the Boston Celtics.
It almost makes you wonder if the Celtics and some of their players, and Jaylen Brown in particular, are they the protagonist in this story or the antagonist in this story?
It depends
on...
on...
Are they the good guy or are they the bad guy?
That's the perspective, man.
But the problem with media or movies and television these days is it doesn't necessarily matter.
No, you're right.
The good guy isn't always the champion.
No, you're 1,000% right.
So
the good guy doesn't always win.
Nope.
Sometimes the bad guy wins. One thing about yesterday's Met game I was very curious about was the return of Keith Hernandez. We've talked so much about Walt Clyde Frazier and how he gives no Fs when he says stuff on the broadcast. A guy very similar to Walt Clyde Frazier is, of course, Keith Hernandez, where he'll just tell you how he feels. And while the Mets were playing the Giants in San Francisco, a series that he was going to do, but the back issues affected him much like me, and he had to go get the shot that I got, and now I guess he's feeling better. I kept thinking of Keith during that series because the Giants were making a lot of mistakes, and whenever a team makes mistakes, I think of Keith saying, "That's bad fundies," and then getting disgusted. Just the disgust in his voice comes through on the broadcast. So unfortunately, we missed that when the Mets were in San Francisco. But luckily, early, and this was the bottom of the first inning, Gary Cohen made sure to bring up Keith Hernandez's thoughts on the Giants-Mets series.
I tried to watch the Giants series, Garrett, but the Giants played so horribly that I had to turn it off.
Todd and I were not compelling enough to keep your attention. It has nothing to do with you guys.
It just was the defense. I just was stunned. I would have finally 6-0, turned it off.
You're one of a kind.
I mean,
I turned it off. I'm done. I'm disgusted.
It doesn't mean you don't find out what happened and you follow, enough to know what to talk about. But still, I've been there.
Well, you and Keith Hernandez are in a lot of ways very similar. Now, I know that he came from another place. You're a New Yorker. But both of you guys are likely and eventually Hall of Famers, right? You are both amazing at your craft. And the problem with guys like you...
you get disgusted by mediocrity.
Yes.
Especially for guys who shouldn't be mediocre.
Yes.
That is absolutely a fact. It frustrates me when I see guys who playing like crap that shouldn't be playing like crap. It really does. It's like, this is one of my biggest frustrations with Darius Slayton last year with the New York Giants. It's like, dude, you're better than this, right? And don't skip the mic, right? Those type of things matter because you know that the expectation is so much higher, even from themselves, and they play like crap. You just want to turn it off.
Have you? Now, I know football's different. There's only 17 of them. It's a long baseball season, and Keith's in back pain. But have you ever literally said, I'm done? Like, I will not watch this garbage.
Well, I mean, now I'm at the game, so I have to watch it.
Right.
So it's like, I can't escape it, even if I try to. But, no, I mean, have I in past years? Absolutely. 100%. 100%. There was, 2 years ago, this is when I was doing CBS, and I wasn't calling a Giants game. When I was watching those Giants games, there were times when I would turn them off. Wow. I was like, this is not professional football.
Yeah, you're like Keith.
Yeah, it was bad.
You guys, you know how you feel?
Piss poor hitting.
I feel the same way.
Piss poor hitting.
Both about the Giants.
Yes. That's a good point. I didn't even think about that.
Right. So I would stop watching and then just watch it the next day on True Media.
Yeah. Because you get so disgusted.
Just get the emotion out of it. Just let me see what happened.
Well, good job by Gary Cohen bringing up the series immediately just to get Keith's perspective on it, which was simply, I was so disgusted, I shut it off. I could not watch it anymore. Let's go to Nick in Staten Island. What's up, Nick?
Hey, Nick.
Nick.
Hey, guys. So I actually had free tickets to the Yankee game last night. I got them because I'm a teacher, and I can tell you that stadium was like 40,000, but it was almost all free seats. Because the portal that I used to get the free tickets on, you could tell most of the stadium was already picked through. It was like the whole 200 section was all teacher tickets. Most of the 300, most of the 400, pretty much just the 100s were the only ones that were up for sale that you could actually buy, and nobody was in those seats.
And so why?
So it was a full free crowd last night.
And so as a teacher, Nick, you get those free tickets because it's spring break and they're just doing something good for the teachers?
So they did this last year too. Kind of right when the season starts, like end of March, they give you options for any April home game, like non-premium game, like not Friday, not weekend.
Right.
So we didn't know it was going to be the cold game, but all the teachers are picking the spring break game, thinking now's a good time to go.
That's a good point.
And a lot of my teacher friends, they saw it as, I'm going to bring my kids to the game. Like if we only last 3 innings, whatever, it was free.
Yeah, right. It makes it easier to leave early if you didn't spend any money. Well, that's a great job by the Yankees. I don't know how many tickets are free, whether it's the Mets or the Yankees. The only thing I can tell you is this is their announced tickets sold or tickets given out, because maybe tickets sold involves tickets given out. But the Yankees announced basically 39,000 last night. The Mets announced 34,000. Obviously, it was not filled, but there was a better portion of people who showed up to Yankee Stadium than showed up to Citi Field. And to me, that has nothing to do with Mets versus Yankees. It has to do with 4 o'clock versus 7 o'clock, which is that the Yankees, even if it was colder, had more people say, I'll deal with the colder temperature for the better start time than the 4 o'clock start. Kevin is in Mamaroneck. Hey, Kevin.
Hey, guys. First of all, hey, Tiki, just big fan. Giants are in my heart.
Thank you, man.
Big fan, yeah. And so, but the Yankees are how I would describe it in my soul. So a couple of threads on what you've been talking about. First of all, I was there last night. I'm 57, so I'm not one of those young kids. I did pay for my ticket. And yeah, if they'd moved it to 4 o'clock, that would have been a problem because the person I had invited couldn't come. So that was the right call. But here's my question. I can't figure out when Volpe comes back and when Louis Hill comes back, like what pitcher goes and what infielder goes from the roster. So curious your thoughts.
Well, a couple things. Yeah. Luis Hill's coming, and he's coming soon. That was weird. because the Yankees are going to need. I'm just going to move on and just make my point. That's my attitude.
Never mind what I just said.
But yeah, just ignore what I just said. Yes. He's going to be back. I think I was mapping it out as this weekend they're going to need him back. As far as which pitcher goes down, Cade Winquist can't go down. Brent Hedrick has pitched well. I doubt he goes down. I'm going to go with either sending down Jake Bird or DFAing Paul Blackburn for $500, Alex. It's one of those choices, not that it's major.
I would say Blackburn feels like the guy.
Little DFA action?
Yeah, DFA.
The beautiful thing about DFAing Paul Blackburn is he'll be back in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So it's not like you say goodbye forever.
Right, nobody's grabbing him.
The thing about Anthony Volpe would be probably DFAing Randall Grichuk, only because Rosario can play the outfield, and you're adding an infielder, and you bring back another right-handed bat. And Randall Grichuk basically hasn't played.
Right.
He better hit a home run soon so he could throw his ass in the John Sterling machine. I mean,
good call. They're going to force him in a couple games here soon. I
just
think.
To get some ABs for him?
Before he goes.
But I'll tell you this about Volpe, who is due to start his rehab assignment very, very soon, and then there's a 1 month clock on him.
Yeah, I was going to say, what's the timeline?
But then they can send him down if they feel like he needs more time. But Yankee fans, here's the thing you got to ask yourself. It's not like Jose Caballero is reminding you of Barry Larkin in his prime. I mean, there may be a time very soon in which you actually say, hey, guys, when's Volpe coming back? We could use him.
Right. Right now, Jose Caballero is hitting 143. Got 4 stolen bases.
No, he runs. His defense has also been mediocre.
Yeah, one RBI, and I haven't looked at the defense.
Well, let's play the game. So it's kind of like the game Boomer and I played off air earlier today about when are you ready to send Carson Bench down. The game I'll play with you, Sean, is when are you ready to ask for the return of Anthony Volpe? Like, when are you starting to pine for the return of the Volpster?
It's easy just to give a date, Evan, but can I see Anthony Volpe actually hit at the minor league level first?
Oh, so you're not going to do anything until he does something in the minors. So Caballero struggles aren't going to impact.
Well, he's got to look healthy and he's got to look competent.
Listen to me. We all wanted Caballero to look good and obviously really force the issue, but there's another element to this. Volpe just doesn't get handed to it. His struggles were real, and they were real beyond last year. He's got to look competent himself and look like he's mashing pitching before I'm even thinking about it.
I get you. Fair enough. Matt's in Hillsborough, New Jersey. What's up, Matt?
Hey, guys. So I actually got picked up by a truant officer when I was in high school. So 1985 and 15. So Long Island schools were off for a break. The city schools weren't. A buddy of mine went into the city to meet my dad for lunch. After lunch, we're wandering around Times Square, went into an arcade, felt a hand on my shoulder. I spun around because Times Square, God knows what that was. 2 New York City police officers, like, let's get in the van. I'm like, I'm off from school. They're like, we'll see about that. You know what I mean? The van, they had to call my dad at work.
Oh, wow. Oh, you
I can't believe that was like a thing.
That's aggressive, man.
That's very aggressive for skipping school.
Yeah, but
you didn't commit a crime.
Well, he assumed, the officer, I'm assuming, thought they were city kids and skipping school, but they were Long Island kids.
But
they were off.
Is that something that police officers have to worry about? Like, if they see a kid roaming around, that is part of the jurisdiction to say, hey, aren't you supposed to be in school?
There was a truancy era. And again, you guys are too young for it, but I remember this. Like when I was growing up, when I was 10, 12, 14 years old.
Yeah.
And so you didn't want to skip school because you get caught, you get in trouble. Well, now what that trouble meant was probably nothing.
Yeah, but trouble,
it felt like it was trouble as a kid.
Our trouble was very basic. Like if I skipped school, which I did, especially in my senior year, which I guess is understandable, but they would call your home. So naturally, whether my mom or dad are there, it's on the answering machine. Where's your son? And then unless I'm able to come back and delete it off the answering machine, they know I skipped school, and then it's their decision on what they want to do.
Right.
Now, here's the problem. It's actually not a problem. It was a great thing. My mom made a very big mistake. Very big mistake. She was very honest. And she used to tell me and my sister how horrible of a student she was. Hate to be mean. And how she would skip school constantly. She was a delinquent, okay?
Wow.
Really?
Her words, not mine. Well, I don't know if she ever used the word delinquent, but I am on Sports Talk Radio. And so whenever my sister would skip a day of school, or I would skip a day of school and we'd be caught, we'd look at her and say, didn't you do it? And she had no retort. Like, what was she supposed to say? So she made a big mistake, and I've learned from this mistake. I ain't telling my kids I skipped school. I was there every day. I was an A+ student. What are you talking about?
So it is okay to lie to your kids.
Excuse me?
it is okay in your mind to lie to your kids because you have schooled me about this before.
Oh, damn, you're right. You caught me. I guess maybe in this regard, it's okay.
Oh, so only when you find it beneficial.
Well, don't you agree that could be used against you the way me and my sister used it against her?
Yeah, don't you find it when your football team stinks and all your kid knows is they win 3 games all year that they might become a Chief fan or an Eagle fan? Don't you think
suck.
You want them to be a Giant fan? You lie to them and tell them they went 16-0?
You got to tell them
suck.
the truth about sports. That's different than allowing them an out to skip school because you admit you did it.
Listen to me. There's 3 important things when you have a child you need to do. Make sure they're fed, make sure they're clean, and make sure you lie to them. And that's it. That is your job as a parent. You do that, you're a great parent.
Words to live by.
Yeah.
Put that on a T-shirt. Let's go to Greg in New Jersey. Hey, Greg.
Hey, fellas. Yeah, so just backing up the truancy officer point, Tiki's absolutely right. I'm actually Tiki. I'm just about your age. I was born in 1974.
Yep.
And they phased it out like in the mid to late 80s.
Oh, I don't think I realized that.
They wouldn't necessarily send cops in my district in suburban North Jersey, but essentially the vice principal or the assistant principal has now taken that role. So in this digital age, if you're out, the vice principal, they're the heavy.
Yeah.
So they do the dirty work,
right,
for the principal. So with a push of a button, the parent or both parents will get a text, they'll get a phone call.
That happens.
All numbers on
That's
file.
exactly right. Brooklyn missed school the other day because she was sick, and we got text messages. And did you call the school? Where is she? Is she coming in? Is she not? You got to let us know. It was like massive.
Yeah, they're more. You got to tell us.
Yes,
you got to let us know. When I pulled Jet out for opening day, I had to send an email. I had to be like, listen, he's not coming to school. I didn't give the reason. I didn't feel like it was important. Like, I got to break down. We're going to see a Met game. I mean, I probably should have, just to rub it in.
Right.
Like, yeah, I'm taking him to a Met game. Yeah, schools are very secure, and it almost makes it impossible to skip school.
Right.
The way we used to.
But I almost feel, I feel thankful for them because what happens if you think your kid is going to school and something happens?
No, 1,000% right.
So it's more of a safety thing now than I think these kids are being knuckleheads and skipping school and running around town.
No, I agree with you. And that's why it is important. As much as it makes it impossible for kids to skip school, we want to make sure that they're secure. Let's go to, we got to go to this guy. This guy claims he was at both games yesterday, which I always admire when you pull off the New York
didn't we have
sports.
somebody call us and tell us they were doing that yesterday?
It might be him.
Oh, is the same guy? Andrew in Queens, you told us you were pulling off the double dip?
Yes, sir. That would be me.
Nice.
And I did. You know what? It went great. I went to Citi Field. I dipped out right before Freddie, imploded, if you want to call it that.
Yes.
He
was
four and
and 2/3 inning Freddie yesterday.
Didn't even get 5 and fly, Freddie. I know. And I got to the Bronx just in time to watch Cam Schlittler warm up in the bullpen, and I watched a incredible, exciting Yankee game. But I will say, just from the 2 different vibes, the vibe at Citi Field felt very much like a game that was free, if I can be honest, where a lot of the fans were just kind of like,
from a fan standpoint, right?
From a fan standpoint, yes. And I purposely walked around. It was also Bark in the Park Day, so the Coke corner was filled with dogs, and it just felt very much like, we're just here, we're enjoying ourselves. But when I was leaving in the 5th inning, I wasn't the only one who was leaving, and it was cold at Citi Field, so I will say that too. And Yankee Stadium was also very cold as well. Half the stadium was gone by the time Rosario hit the home run.
So they did the same thing. Fans kind of left halfway through. Yeah.
Exactly. But the one thing I will say, and Evan, this is for you, because yesterday I had a point for Tiki. Evan, today's for you. You are shilling for Steve Cohen, and the reason why I say that, you got to wear the bloody sock, because Steve Cohen has not tweeted once about the Mets season. They had a very exciting opening day. You knocked out Paul Skeens. You had a great, and what's the first thing he tweets? It's being petty about fans.
He's right, though. But Andrew, he's right about that.
I went to the game and I bought, a couple $5 beers. I had a $5 hot dog. You would think he would be supporting the fans that showed up, saying, "Hey, Met fans, I'm sorry we had to change the game. Thank you for coming up."
No, hold on.
No,
he did by giving out the vouchers. I understand a human being.
Thank you for the fans who showed up, though.
Okay,
say
fine.
Thank you for the ones who came and supported our Mets. And we appreciate that.
Andrew, my point and my shilling in this case of Steve Cohen, I don't mind when you say for this point, because I disagreed with the time change. I ain't shilling for everything. when someone gives you something for free and you find out that most people are not using it, that wouldn't bother you, bro?
It would annoy me a little bit, but I'm also sorry. I don't have billions of dollars where that's the one thing
that that's not fair. Like, that's like if someone says to me, if I give someone tickets, let's say Knicks Celtics tomorrow night, which I do not have because I sold them. But if I gave these tickets to somebody and they decided not to go,
you'd be annoyed.
And their answer to me when I'm annoyed is, well, you got lots of tickets. You made plenty of money this year. Shut up. It's like,
you'd be annoyed. Now, granted,
none of that matters.
Steve Cohen's losing money. It's not like he's making money. He does have billions, but it's not a profitable operation right now because of how much money he's spending on a yearly basis. So he wants people to go. I think he's also trying to like force an accountability on the Met fan, and we need you to be a part of this type of situation. The problem is because he doesn't engage a lot or enough, it comes off as just like, if you're going to parachute in here or there, we don't want it. We don't want you.
Okay, so I understand what you guys are saying. What you're doing is you're looking really grandiose and big picture at Steve doesn't tweet about this, but he tweets about that and all that. I am simply looking at his point on its own. That's it. His point on its own is I gave you free tickets. Guess how many people use them? And then he gave you the number. That's it. Do I agree that his decisions on when to tweet are inconsistent? Sure.
Yep.
Do I disagree that they shouldn't have moved the game to 4 o'clock because of cold weather? Sure. But I'm focused on one thing. And the problem when people argue, Sean does it all the time, is you change what we're arguing about. I'm not arguing about when he tweets. I'm not arguing about the time change anymore. I'm simply saying his point about people not using free tickets is completely valid, because if you put yourself in his shoes and stop talking about how much money he has. Do we walk around counting everybody we're talking to's money?
No.
Like, imagine if every time I talk to you, it's like, well, you played in the NFL. Right. You got millions of dollars. You'd want to punch me after a while. Like, dude, you don't know how much money I have.
True, and it's irrelevant.
Of course it's irrelevant.
How much money you got?
In my pocket right now?
I just talk about Knicks resale this year. What are we looking at?
I'm not telling you that.
Huh.
By the way, you guys may like this. A friend of mine just texted me a picture of my high school yearbook picture, like when I was a senior. So very geeky, Evan. And he put text on top of it that says, never skip the day of school unless the Mets played a day game. Should I tweet that out? Is that a funny tweet?
Absolutely. That's hilarious.
Yeah. How do I look as a high school senior?
You look exactly like everybody would think you would look as a high school senior.
Yeah, just a skinnier, red-haired, geekier version of myself.
You know, on those high school pictures, we should not be wearing like shirt and ties or those nice outfits, right? Wouldn't you? Don't you agree?
I think we should be more cash. I completely agree.
You should be wearing what you were in high school.
That's right.
Did you wear shirt and tie?
Yeah, now that I think about it, I definitely have some kind of like nice
I don't
look.
think I did.
But Tiki, you dress nicer than me and Evan. I'm going to assume that went back.
I don't. I think we were casual in our yearbook picture.
You should be. You should wear what you wore.
Now I got to ask my mom to send me that.
We should all tweet out our high school yearbook pictures.
Yes.
I just did mine. You're going to look so awesome and cool and similar. And Sean and I are just going to look like, you know, you're going to have hair, which is going to be bizarre.
I was super skinny.
Oh, were you?
Oh, yeah. I graduated high school. I was 172 pounds or something.
Did you have,
shame.
Yeah. Did you have hair on your noggin?
Yes.
Okay. Wow. All right, so take a look at this. When you get it, you tweet it out. Sean will tweet it out. I've already tweeted mine out, my high school yearbook picture that says I never skip school unless the Mets played a day game. And the best part about it is very accurate. Not that far off. More of your calls coming up, 888-808-1019, the toll-free number. Plus a couple of football things I want to hit on. Why I'm very passionate about this rumored story between Mike Vrabel and Dianna Russini. I've got a very strong opinion on it. We'll get to that. And are the Jets making a decision at 2 that's far different than we expect? Lot to get to. Spring is the perfect time to refresh your home, and Windorama's making it easier than ever during the spring refresh sale. Save up to 30% on your window and door project, plus take advantage of low to no interest payment plans when you purchase and install with Windorama. It's simple. Book your free in-home consultation, shop from home, and let their local certified experts handle measurement and installation. Visit Windorama.com to book your free in-home consultation today.
With the warm months just about here, it's time for a healthier you. My good buddy John Gallucci Jr., CEO of JAG Physical Therapy, always tells me how important it is to focus on your biomechanical chain to reduce injuries. Now is the time for you and your loved ones to turn to JAG to get stronger and function at a higher level. The dedicated team of physical therapists at JAG Physical Therapy will develop a plan specifically for you to help prevent injuries. And if you have an existing injury, their expertise and commitment will help you get back to the life you love. Schedule your appointment today at jagpt.com. That's JAGPT.com.
This is an Odyssey Sports Minute.
The Buffalo Bills began offseason workouts earlier this week, and if you're a Bills fan, I think you should be optimistic heading into the season. The Bills needed to fire head coach Sean McDermott, who couldn't get them over the hump, and I like the promotion of offensive coordinator Joe Brady and the hire of Jim Leonard to run the defense. And I think they will give Josh Allen his best chance to get to a Super Bowl and win one for the fans in Buffalo. I'm Nick Costos.
My son loves to fly kites, but my active psoriatic arthritis can sometimes hold me back. Now with Skyrizi to treat my skin and joints, I'm ready to go. Skyrizi, risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults, helps with less joint pain, stiffness, swelling, and fatigue. For those who also have plaque psoriasis, 90% clearer skin is possible with just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
With Skyrizi, there's nothing like clearer skin and better movement, and that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi today and visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
Texting and driving? Big risk, big consequences. You risk traffic tickets, fines, and if you crash and injure someone, you could even go to prison. Pay attention or pay the price. Brought to you by the New Jersey Division of Highway Traffic Safety.
We asked parents to share their journey of adopting teens.
They changed who I am because I can't see life without them in it.
Visit adoptuskids.org to learn more. Brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
Pump up the volume.
Business moves fast.
Pump up the volume.
When you ship with USPS Ground Advantage, you can keep up with confidence. Visit USPS.com/Ground Advantage to learn more.
Sunshine with a high of 50.
Weather brought to you by Duke's Mayo. Welcome to Duke's Mayo Country, where the mayo is so smooth and creamy, it makes every bite better. Duke's Mayo. Look for the yellow lid.
Diving for that grounder got you grounded? Oof. We've got specialists for that. Layup, take you down? We've got specialists for that. With nearly 50 Castle Connolly top doctors, Orland & Cohen specialists are considered among the best in the nation by their peers, which can mean a better outcome for you. From Staten Island to Southampton, our network is open 7 days a week, so you can feel better, faster. Visit OrlandCohen.com.
I'm a 100% kind of guy, so I got Verizon Fios. It's 100% fiber internet because I do everything at 100%.
What game should we watch?
100% of them.
She hits a
penalty kick
out of the park
from way downtown for a beautiful shot onto the green.
You either have 100% fiber internet or you don't. Get Verizon Fios. It's super fast and reliable with ultra low lag. It's 100% or nothing. Call 1-833-VERIZON to switch today.
Go Teams!
It's Tiki Barber with 2 words any business owner wants to hear. Extra income. Amazon Hub Delivery is looking for New York businesses to assist with local deliveries. You get paid for each package delivered. Amazon Hub Delivery has no startup cost, no long-term contracts, and no delivery experience required. If you're a New York business ready to assist with local deliveries, sign up today at Amazon.com/Hub Delivery. That's Amazon.com/HUB Delivery.
Cars you dream about, ones you imagine gripping the wheel of. Experience them all at the New York Auto Show. Exotics, sports cars, off-road, family SUVs, hundreds of vehicles. Daily through this Sunday at the Javits Center. Tickets at AutoShowNY.com.
This is Sal Licata. You definitely don't want your AC system to fail this summer. So call my friends at Edison Heating and Cooling, New Jersey's air conditioning experts. Have them check your cooling system now. I know Edison Heating and Cooling. They are the real deal. Go to EdisonHVAC.com.
Do you owe $10,000 or more to the IRS like Mark?
I've been doing home remodeling for 30 plus years, but the economy crashed. I wound up losing my home, losing my job, and on top of that, owing the IRS a ton of money. I owed the IRS $114,000. It really, truly was the worst part of my life.
Then Mark found tax relief advocates.
On news radio, I heard about TRA, and I thought, what's the worst that could happen? So I picked up the phone and I called them. When it was all said and done, TRA settled my $114,000 debt for $100, and I'm telling you, I was ecstatic. Could not believe it. Would recommend TRA to anyone.
If you owe 10 or even hundreds of thousands of dollars to the IRS, don't lose hope. Do what Mark did and call TRA for a consultation.
But TRA did. They gave me a second chance, and I'm forever grateful.
Visit TRA.com or call 800-491-9914. 800-491-9914. That's 800-491-9914.
Did you know about 1 in 3 people with plaque psoriasis may also develop psoriatic arthritis, which causes joint pain, stiffness, and swelling? Does this sound like you? Listen to what it sounds like to be a million miles away. Tremfya guselkumab, taken by injection, is a prescription medicine for adults with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis who may benefit from taking injections or pills or phototherapy, and for adults with active psoriatic arthritis. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Imagine being a million miles away. Explore what's possible. Ask your doctor about Tremfya. Visit Tremfya.com or call 1-800-526-7736.
The Travelers Championship. This is the place to see the world's best, like Scotty Scheffler, Tommy Fleetwood, and Keegan Bradley. June 24th through the 28th. Tickets at TravelersChampionship.com.
Get in on the savings fund now at Nielsen Dodge during our lease pull-ahead event.
Get out of your current lease early and get into a new vehicle.
Don't wait for your lease to end. Upgrade now. We have hundreds of new Jeeps, Chryslers, Dodges, and Rams to choose from.
There's 0% financing available, 0 security deposit for qualified buyers with 0 down payment available.
Lease a new 2026 Jeep Wrangler 4-Door Sport S 4x4, just $259 a month.
Or choose from hundreds of quality certified pre-owned vehicles.
End your lease early and upgrade today.
So, get out of the old and into the new.
On Route 10 in East Hanover. Online at NielsenDodge.com.
At Nielsen Dodge, fun is in the driver's seat.
Declaration of Deals sales event. With approval term 24 months, due at sign 8104, at tax tag 498, doc fee, and DMV fees. See dealer for details.
Get the latest on the Giants and Jets on WFAN, WFAN FM, WFAN FM HD1, New York, and Odyssey Sports Station.
I love drama. Who doesn't love a good sex scandal? But I got a problem with the New York Post. All right? I don't know if Mike Vrabel and Dianna Russini have a relationship together. I have no idea if they're having an affair or not. But here's what I do know. When I'm reading an article, because we all see the pictures, okay, they're together. First of all, it proves nothing. Because they're standing next to each other or they're sitting in a pool together doesn't mean they're hooking up. Right. But okay, we can make that assumption. If you read the article, this creeped me out. And I'm talking about the reporter.
Why?
Our spy spotted Vrabel and Rousini again that evening on the private rooftop of one of the hotel's bungalows, which feature glass walls offering panoramic views of the state's famed Red Rock formations. And then they give a price for the room. Photos show the two hugging at sunset and weaving their fingers together as they stand face to face. The spy said they saw the pair briefly dance together. The spy is a creep. Like, I get that they're they're sort of famous.
Yeah.
I mean, Vrabel is famous. Dianna Russini's a freaking reporter.
Right.
We have spies watching their interactions. I'm very mixed because, yes, do I love to know everything? Yes. Am I a yenta? Sure. Yeah. I think the reporting on this is weird. It's freaky. And yes, you can make assumptions, but they're just pictures, and it is not fair. This is where I'm going to get real. It's not fair to their husbands and wives and kids for all of us to make assumptions that we actually don't know.
Right.
I don't like this.
Yeah.
That's my opinion.
Look, the pictures are what pictures are. They don't always tell the whole story. We also have no idea what's going on with either one of these guys or gals.
That's true.
So, but I agree with you.
Can I say something?
You can't help but not look at it, though.
Yeah, but okay, this is really weird, but I just want to tell you about it's an example of how we know nothing. That's my point. I am not implying any of this is true, but we know nothing. I don't know what goes on in your personal life or my personal life. What if there's like an agreement? I'm not even joking. Like, we don't know that.
Yeah.
We literally don't know that. I don't know what Sean and his wife's agreements are. Like, I could have a picture of Sean with some woman, and then he's like, by the way, my wife knows all about it. And it's like, oh, okay.
Big upside-down pineapple house.
Yeah, that's right. So,
Adirondack chairs.
Yeah, that's right.
That was the other one. So I don't know. Now, look, are there ethical things about this? I guess. I mean, if Diana's writing a story about the Patriots, maybe you look at it with an eye if something is going on. Yeah. But I really don't prove. I don't think anything
that's the only. That's the thing that would bother you.
Yes, that's the big thing. Yeah.
But from a professional standpoint, personal standpoint, we don't know what this means, and we can't speculate. It's irresponsible to speculate on it.
Yeah. I went through a weird thing last night where I looked at the pictures because I'm me and I'm like everyone else. And I'm like, oh, could you imagine? And then when I read the article, I honestly got creeped out. I didn't like, a spy saw this, a spy saw that. Like, at what point are people, even if they're celebrities, allowed to have some level of privacy?
Right.
Like, there's just something kind of weird about it. I got to tell you, and I know this has been going on forever, paparazzi, and they're taking pictures and they're selling the pictures. I know. And I don't know, maybe this is my own problem. Maybe I was okay with it when they're like super celebrities, and probably not okay.
Right.
But a reporter and a football coach, and you have a quote-unquote spy taking pictures of them and following everything they do, dude, it's weird.
It is, but you know that there's going to be a consequence.
I know. For who? For them?
Probably for Dianna Russini.
But not Mike Vrabel? Well, because she covers the NFL?
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with
not from any like personal relationship. I mean, just from a professional standpoint.
Yeah. You know what's unfortunate, to your point? Like, and again, we don't know if any of this is true. If she writes an article about the Patriots in the next 6 months, we're all going to raise a skeptical eye.
Of course. It's especially if the bias is towards the Pats.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Or Vrabel or whatever.
Absolutely. The other thing is the New York Jets have a decision at 2, and I almost feel like that decision has gotten less attention than the Giant decision at 5. And I kind of think a part of the reason why that decision has not gotten that much attention is there has been an assumption that Vrabel-Rousini is going to be the guy they take it to.
Yeah, it feels like it's a foregone conclusion.
Yeah, so here is a clip. Pull it up if you can find it, Sean. It was from the other day of Peter Schrager and Daniel Jeremiah. And let me tell you something about these two fellows. They're very good. Like, I almost look at them and say, they're not, it's like the Paul Heyman line. They're not predicting, they're spoiling. They're very locked in to what's going on, especially Schrager. Like, Jeremiah knows the draft better than anybody, but Schrager is not one to just speculate. Like, he hears something and he's just going to tell you.
He was the first last year, and this is important to note in this town, that out of nowhere said the Giants are trading back into the first round for Jackson Dart.
And he nailed it.
And it was 2 weeks before the draft, and everybody went, what are you talking about?
No, he's almost careful with it, because I almost don't look at Peter Schrager as just some typical reporter. Like, he's a personality, but he's only going to tell you stuff that he's heard.
Yeah, he's old school in the sense that he will make sure that he has a source and then a confirmed source.
Yes.
There's at least 2 and sometimes 3. Whereas sometimes these guys get a source and they're like, that's good enough to go with.
Right. Yeah. There's only one flaw with Peter Schrager, if you want me to be honest with you.
Which is?
He's a huge fan of Sean Morash.
You're a schmuck.
That's what I heard.
That's because he's a good dude.
Who's Sean or Schrager?
Both.
I only learned
good
this
people like
ago.
good people.
Thank you. I'm a fan of Pete's now, too.
I'm a big fan of Schrager.
You didn't like awesome. Schrager, and now you do because he likes you?
No. I did, but when you get a text from Peter Schrager complimenting me on my work, I'm even a bigger fan, of course.
Nah, he's a good dude. I ripped him a lot on the air about something he reported with Adam Gase, and I forget what it was. I honestly don't even remember what it was, but I was like pissed at him. And then when we came out and
Gase,
it was something he wrote about involving Gase.
Was he right? The answer is yes.
No, I don't know if he was right. I don't even think it was Gase. Maybe it was Todd Bowles. I think it was Todd Bowles. It doesn't even matter what it was.
Yeah.
But I didn't like it. Not what he was reporting, but I didn't like where I thought it was coming from. and we argued about it. And then I was like, all right, we're good. He's a good dude. I like Peter Schrager. Anyhow, long-winded way of saying, here's a clip of Daniel Jeremiah and Peter Schrager talking about how the Jet philosophy of two may have changed.
We're kind of hearing the same thing, that as we're coming down the home stretch here, this feels more like Bailey, bird in the hand pick versus the upside pick with Reese.
Bird in the hand, and that's like, we don't know what these guys are going to become, but you see it on the tape, and there's substantial empirical evidence that David Bailey might be the more pro-ready now. Is that what we would say?
More polished. He's just has a game plan as a rusher. He's been doing it forever, playing off the edge. He's very comfortable with it.
The other thing about David Bailey, who they're referring to, put up numbers last year. Like
14 and a half sacks. First, here's the thing. David Bailey is 2 years older.
Yep.
2 full years older.
As they said, he's been doing it long.
Than Arvell-Reese. Now, he's a senior, fourth-year senior. Arvell-Reese is only a year in school behind. He's a third-year junior. David Bailey's bigger. Arvell-Reese is faster, but that doesn't really matter. It's a matter of athleticism and what you want in year one, it feels like. If in year one, it's project, grow, figure yourself out. The problem is sometimes that player becomes like Kayvon Thibodeau, who's still figuring out how to be an elite pass rusher. Mm-hmm. Whereas David Bailey is going to come in year one and be like, I'm trying to think of one of these guys that's come out of school recently, Micah Parsons. He's gonna be great from day one. And so if you're the Jets, older, great from day one, or younger, could develop into a superstar but might never reach that potential.
Yeah, and to add basically to what you said, because it's similar, and this is what Connor Hughes said to us yesterday right around this time about the two, Arvell-Reese probably has the higher upside.
Yes.
At the end of the day, he may be the better player.
Right. Big athlete, better athlete, smaller hands, smaller arms, type of thing.
But his floor falls further down than David Bailey. Like, David Bailey is likelier to be a really good NFL player, but he may not have the potential of stardom that Reese has, but he also may not have the bust factor. And so if we simplified in that terms, because I'm learning about both guys. I think most of us as Jet fans are. We have not watched every game these guys have played. And even if you go back and watch it, what do you really know?
Yeah.
So if you frame it as, considering where this franchise is, considering where this organization is, would you rather swing for the fences with a guy who could be a superstar but also has some bust factor to it, or the safer pick in David Bailey? If you ask me, with where the Jets are and certainly the potential that they may be changing their coaching staff next year,
Bailey.
The answer is David Bailey.
Yeah, agreed.
It is, because more than anything, you need rocks. You need rocks, like foundational pieces for your defense. Of course, I'd love the guy to be great. I'd love to be an all-timer. But you need guys who you can look at and say, that guy's on my team for the next 10 years. And that guy's a damn good football player. May not have to be a Hall of Famer, but he's a damn good football player. That's what they need. And so based on the description from Daniel Jeremiah and Peter Schrager, and the way you described it, and the way Connor described it, I would prefer as a Jet fan the safer pick. And he does feel like the safer pick.
Right. It does. He is a safer pick. Again, you never know.
Of course.
I'm just reading through all of these like detailed reports, like their upbringing and background. And
does that influence your decision?
Sometimes it does.
Interesting.
Because it helps you determine what a player's motivation is. And like sometimes I'm biased because I believe that players who are, especially skill position players who take academics importantly, are going to be better suited for the NFL game because it's so learning intense. Instincts matter, right? It's like see ball, go get ball. That matters. But there's an IQ level like that, the proverbial football IQ, that it's really hard to determine. You don't know who's going to pick it up on the NFL level. They might have been great in college. It just doesn't translate when you start playing professional football. But you tend to see guys who have a higher IQ tend to figure it out. That have this great athleticism. They have this ability to process. They can take input. They get data. They get successes and failures, and it helps them become a better player.
Right.
Honestly, I didn't even realize this, but now thinking about it, this is why I like Ben Rice. Ben Rice is a Dartmouth kid. You know what I mean?
I didn't see this swerve coming.
But I'm just telling you, it's like
you always bring everything back to the Yankees.
No, I don't. But like, I see why he has success, and now I know why now.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like early on last year, I'm like, man, this kid is just figuring it out pretty damn quickly. This guy's good. And then this year, I figured out he went to Dartmouth. I'm like, oh, well, no wonder, right? And so it's just something I've always thought. I felt like in my era with the Giants, they drafted a lot of guys like that that were just they could figure it out. They had, they were smart. Their football IQs were high. And so when things went wrong, they didn't implode. They didn't start turning into knuckleheads. They actually worked harder and got better.
So based on that criteria, Vrabel-Rousini or David Bailey if you're the Jets at 2?
On that alone?
Yeah, just that. That definition you just described. I'm curious.
It would be Vrabel-Rousini.
Oh, it would be Vrabel-Rousini? Okay.
But from my gut, it's David Bailey.
Yeah,
which is I'm sure the discussion that is legitimately happening inside the Jets war room.
What's interesting about draft night, and we will be broadcasting it live, not on WFAN, but on the WFAN YouTube page. We'll be joined by Boomer, Gio, Jerry Recco, Craig Carton, Big Mac. We'll all be there. We'll be hanging out, having a good time.
Right.
And by the way, it's all made possible by FanDuel, and of course, your home for New York football, WFAN. A part of the intrigue is how we as fans react animalistically to picks.
Right.
When Sam Darnold was picked, that's when my shirt was off, and I was so excited. We got our guy, blah, blah, blah. As a Jet fan, I could already tell you, if it's one of those two guys, like assuming there isn't a swerve coming, they trade back, they take Jeremiah Love, they trade up for Mendoza, like assuming it's what we expect, I am not going to be angry with either pick.
No, you're right.
Right now, I lean towards David Bailey, but if they announce Vrabel-Rousini, it's not going to, what are you doing, bro? And I think Joe would be the same way. I think most Jet fans would be the same way. It's more, okay, you got a foundational piece, and to quote Beningo, it's one of his most famous lines, it's so true, you better be good, bro. It's so true. It defines the NFL draft the best way possible. We have no idea other than you better be good, bro.
Yep. I think I'm going to bring this to the Giants now and make this about the Giants.
You never bring things to the Giants. That's very unique of you.
Tiki did his go-to with the Yankees. I'm going to do my go-to with the Giants.
Well, let's ask
Why don't you go and ask Sean Moran?
We will.
So, obviously, I'm knee-deep doing 30,000 podcasts on the draft right now and trying to track what the chatter is everywhere else. If the Jets take David Bailey.
Yes.
That is a win for Giant fans that don't want Jeremiah Love.
Because Vrabel-Rousini will go?
Well, so the trickle-down effect is the assumption right now with Arizona at 3 is they might go with this Francis Maui-Noah, the offensive lineman, but they love Vrabel-Rousini.
So it could change that decision.
So then Vrabel-Rousini could go 3 because they don't necessarily love David Bailey. The Titans, we know how Robert Saleh loves his linemen, are hoping they get either Bailey or Reese. If both are gone at 2 or 3, their next love affair was Jeremiah Love.
Interesting.
Love could go at 4, and then the Giants would sit there at 5 going, and that's where you saw the Peter Schrager, Maui Noah stuff on the offensive line, or they take Sonny Styles, or they take Caleb Downs, and you get Love off the board, and you get one of those 3 picks, which I think all Giant fans would be happy with one of those 3.
So let me get this straight.
The Jets could affect the Giants.
Obviously, the Jets pick 2, the Giants pick 5. I think we know that the draft will affect the Giants. What I'm trying to get in your head is you're obviously I talk about how me as a Jet fan, I assume Craig is a Jet fan, like I think we're good with either Vrabel-Rousini or David Bailey because I think we're both honest in saying we haven't watched them all the time. Like, what are we going to get crazy about? You are the crazy factor here because if they draft Jeremiah Love, you're probably going to lose your mind. So that is your game plan of I want to avoid Love?
I'm trying not to, but yeah.
But based on that criteria, what do you want the Jets to do under your selfish Giant fan prism?
I want Vrabel-Rousini to fall to Arizona.
So you want us to take Bailey?
And I want Tennessee in panic zone that they didn't get either pass rusher.
Gotcha. Okay. Fair enough.
So Giants fans for Jetsies, take David Bailey.
Okay. I don't care how it impacts you in terms of me deciding as a Jet fan what I prefer.
But
so it's not going to change my view, but thank you.
But we know half the audience are Giant fans, and I'm telling them you should root for this. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. You're letting the Giant fans know if they agree with Sean Morash that they don't want Jeremiah Love, because that may not be everybody. Everybody may not have the syndrome you have, that what they should do is root for that if they're a Giant fan. Thank you for that.
Give the New York Giants a big round of applause.
We shall. We shall, baby, we will. Let's go to John out in California. What's up, John?
Hey guys, how's it going? It's always great to be on the show.
Appreciate it.
You know, I'm gonna go out and buy a lottery ticket because Sean picked up my call on the first call.
Wow.
So, you know,
You don't realize how lucky you are. Look at you. All right, well, make your call good then.
Yeah. Okay. So the question is for Tiki, but I do just want to mention to you, Evan. The talk, the stories about your son and his piano recitals, I found inspirational. So I had my son learn the New York Jets theme song, which is Mission Impossible.
I was waiting for the joke. Well, good job. Good for him and good for you.
All right. So, Tiki, here's my question.
Yes.
It's regarding what you said yesterday regarding Dex risking becoming the villain.
Yes.
And something popped in my head when you said this, and bear with me in the long windup. I kind of had this impression of, like, the Bush administration and the weapons of mass destruction, where they were like, someone in the White House tells the New York Times that there's weapons in Iraq.
Right.
And then the White House then goes ahead and goes, well, the New York Times said there's weapons in Iraq. And the thing is, bear with me.
Yeah, I see where you're going, but keep going.
Oh, no.
Oh, what happened?
The Patriot Act got involved.
I hope he's all right. That sounded like a car horn beeping.
I know. I think it was his phone, though.
If this was not now, but during the Bush administration, it'd be like, did they just tap the phone? He was making a weapons of mass destruction analogy, which, by the way, I loved. Like, anytime you can bring up history, and I think we've moved far enough away where we can try to analyze that fairly.
But what he was basically saying was that someone tells the New York Times that there are weapons of mass destruction, and the New York Times reports it, and so now the administration can say, well, the New York Times says that there's weapons of mass destruction.
I get it.
It's like this circular nonsense
that
gives you cause to do whatever action you're trying to do.
I don't have this as a clip, but I should. And this is, again, going back to the George W. Bush administration, who I like, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
John Kerry, his opponent in 2004, defeated, by the way, at the Democratic convention at his speech. And I didn't think John Kerry was a very inspirational speaker. He had his flaws.
Right.
But he had a great line about that, about the weapons of mass destruction and about the president. And I've used that line before as someone who doesn't even like John Kerry that much, but I thought the line was brilliant. He said, Mr. President, just because you say there are weapons of mass destruction doesn't mean there's weapons of mass destruction. And I've used that line before, like, Sean, just because you say the Giants are blah, 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 doesn't mean the Giants are blah, blah, blah.
I agree.
And it's a great line. It's a simple line, but it's so true. Just because you say that Dexter Lawrence loves being a Giant, Coach Harbaugh, doesn't mean he loves being a Giant. So it's a great line. If that failed presidential run can give you any inspiration, it'd be that. Because it was strong and it's true and it's basic. So I think that's what his point was, right?
Yes, essentially. I think.
His point was was he ripping Dexter Lawrence for the Giants?
I thought we were taking a Yankee call. I'm so lost on what's happening.
Yeah. He was talking about Sexy Dexy. You didn't pick up on that?
He was talking about that.
I know.
Keith is down in Tennessee. Hey, Keith.
Hey, how you doing, Evan?
What's up, man?
Hey, first off, happy belated birthday, Tiki.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Secondly, hope that last call is okay.
I know.
Yeah, seriously.
Seriously, right.
I just wanted to talk about the Giants draft real quick, and it's very rare that I ever agree with Sean Morash. However, I am in full support of what he just said. I do not want Jeremiah Love on the Giants, strictly because the running back room for the Giants are one of the only strong-ish, quote-unquote, parts of the team that we have.
Mm-hmm.
We have plenty of other holes to fill, and I swear to every fiber of my being, if Sonny Styles or anybody defensive-related is available at 5, we take Love, and Sonny Styles falls to the Commanders at 7, I'm going to lose my mind.
That's funny. I saw a mock draft that the same thing happened, where Sonny Styles falls to the Commanders, and I'm like, oh. And then Caleb Downs falls to the Cowboys. I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
Yes.
So they're getting better defensively, and we're missing out and taking a position that, look, is it an upgrade? Sure. But as of necessity, not really.
I want to thank Dan, the official archivist of Evan and Tiki. He found what I said about Peter Schrager. You want me to tell you what I said?
What did you say?
I kind of feel bad.
Okay, go ahead.
I hope Pete, 7 years later, realizes we're okay. I guess Bob Raceman wrote this. Is Bob still right?
I don't know.
I feel bad saying that.
I feel bad too. He has not popped up on anything in my, but he might be out of my algorithm.
All right. Well, thank you, Bob, for your article from 2019. Evan Roberts refers to Peter Schrager as the Jets GM. Roberts on air added Schrager is too busy shilling for the Jets on TV. He must be on the Jets payroll.
You call him the bloody sock?
I called him the bloody sock. Sorry, Pete. I certainly don't think you're Does he shill for the Jets? Now I got to think about this. I made that accusation a long time ago.
I don't know.
Very hard in 2026 to still be shilling for the
Yeah,
Jets.
how would you shill for the Jets?
I'm trying to figure if I remember him saying anything abnormally positive about the Jets. And I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so. So you know what? I'm not.
He probably said one thing, it pissed you off about the Jets, and so you made him the enemy. You made him your enemy.
I think, you know what I think it was? He probably did say something about the Jets. I think he also mentioned like he was at a party with Christopher Johnson. And I'm like, yeah, that's why you're saying positive stuff. You're at a party with Christopher Johnson. So listen, I'm a shock jock sometimes. What can I tell you? It's how I felt at the moment.
The Jets are a sewer.
Yeah, but there's no way at this moment he is shilling for the Jets.
I love the Jets.
Let's go to Chris in Bayshore. Hey, Chris.
Yeah, hey guys, how we doing?
All's well.
What's up, man?
Listen, you guys were talking about the Mets booth a while back, and I got to say, I mean, and I'm sure he's a very nice man, but Joe Girardi in the booth is like watching paint dry.
Oh,
I think Keith.
Oh no!
I think
no.
Hold on a second. I think Keith Hernandez under anesthesia is better than Joe Girardi.
Wow! All right, I have to fight with you. I think the best thing the Yes Network did, and this is not a knock on all the other analysts, because I think they've had a lot of talent in their booth over the years, is to narrow this baby down and say it's David Cohn and it's Joe Girardi. And I think they're very different. I think David Cohn is probably, in a weird way, the crazier one. And Joe Girardi is I'm going to break down baseball for you. And if you listen to him, he's very clued in. He's smart. He's not that far removed from managing, and he's a world champion manager. I've found myself enjoying the fact that the booths have been consistent. Kay's been there pretty much every game. Girardi, David Cohn.
Right.
And I don't think Joe Girardi is like paint dry. That I disagree.
I enjoy watching Joe Girardi call a baseball game. It's
And
never once.
I think I'm somewhat biased because I like him. I have a personal relationship with him, so I like him.
Oh, you're buddies with him?
Yeah, we just kind of know each other over the years. So it's just, I think it's a bias, but I don't see that. I don't think he's boring.
Yeah, he's articulate.
Right.
And I think every once in a while he throws you a funny line that breaks the ice, too. I've never once sat down and watched, man, Joe Girardi stinks at doing this. I enjoy him.
Yeah, I like him, too. That was tough. That was rough. Killing him like that. I'm trying to think who I do dislike, just to give you somebody where I'm like,
locally?
Yeah. I think we're really good locally.
I don't think you would be in the you wouldn't be there if you were bad.
I agree.
Here, there's just too many other options.
You know what? I got someone I'll be critical of, but I feel bad because he's so new. So I'm going to say it in a nicer way. Like, he's got room to improve. Steve Novak doesn't do it for me.
Okay.
But he's new.
I don't know if I've heard him.
You barely heard him, and you probably heard him and was like, who's that? He doesn't do it for me yet.
Another guy.
But he can grow into being good. I'm open to it.
Todd Frazier.
Oh, you don't like Todd Frazier?
But same thing. He's still new and needs to grow into it, too. But if I'm being honest,
I like Todd. I saw Todd.
I like him as a person.
Yeah.
He's been a fun guest, but I don't think he's particularly good at the job.
Todd Frazier has been doing studio work with Bob Lorenz, and I don't know if you guys watched the rain delay for 4 hours.
Oh, no, it was Easter, Evan.
Oh, okay. The only reason I watched it is I had it on in the background.
Actually, even if it wasn't Easter.
That's fair enough. I don't think they did 4 hours, but I saw them for a good half hour, and the entire time they were asking Todd Frazier Twitter questions. So, like, one of them was, hey, Todd, would you trade your Little League championship for a World Series?
I see that's good. God. What's his answer?
He said he would. What do you think his answer was?
No, because now your Little League success is forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, but your World Series success would be forever.
Yeah, but sometimes you get forgotten.
I think that's the one thing I wouldn't trade a pro championship for.
Really?
Yeah.
A Little League World Series champion?
If
Remember, Little League World
if you're
Series.
a bit player on a championship team, people don't remember. They will always remember in your hometown winning the Little League World Series.
Well, you know, here's what's crazy.
And you're youthful.
Todd Frazier was a key piece of the 2017 Yankees. They acquired him via trade, and he was like the thumbs-down guy. He was not the star of the team, but you would agree, Sean, he was like almost a mascot / really good player on the team.
Yeah, had a lot of heart and soul.
If they won the World Series that year, how would you view Todd Frazier? He'd be like a freaking icon to you.
Yes, he'd be a Yankee cult hero, yeah.
Yes, he'd be Nick Swisher, where you're like, oh, I love Nick Swisher.
But even better because he's local.
Right, and he has the local tie to it. So Todd Frazier knows that. He knows that if he wins the World Series, and I'm trying to think, like, through his career, that's probably the closest he ever was to winning a World Series. Like, I think about his time in Cincinnati or the Mets. Like, when was he ever that close? He was in Game 7 of the ALCS, and by the way, that team cheated.
Real quickly, Evan, what other two players did the Yankees acquire that year with Todd Frazier in the same trade?
They brought back David Robertson.
Okay.
He was in the trade with Todd Frazier.
Yep. And who was the third?
In the White Sox trade?
Yep.
So there's oh, I know. It was like a reliever. Was it a reliever?
Yes.
Just okay.
Tommy Kahnle.
Well, why wouldn't you let me answer it?
Because you just said, tell me.
No, I said, just tell me if it was a reliever or not. I wanted to see if I was on the right track.
I said yes, and you said, just tell me.
No, did you take that as just tell me?
I kind of in a rabbit hole on Sonny Styles.
There goes Tiki. There goes Tiki.
All right.
You know, he skipped his senior year.
High school?
He reclassified, skipped his senior year, and then this guy is amazing.
So you want him now?
You know, his dad played in the league. His dad won a Super Bowl with the Rams.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you know his brother is former WWE champion AJ Styles?
No.
Yeah, they are. You know that? They're the brothers.
It's not his dad's brother.
No. Sonny Styles' brother is former WWE champion AJ Styles.
That is not true, because Sonny Styles has a brother who is in this draft and two sisters.
Yeah, but he also has a brother named AJ.
Dude, he's his cousin.
You're just lying now.
I apologize. It's his cousin.
He graduated from high school early, enrolled in Columbus at Ohio State at 17.
Well, Tiki's totally out on Jeremiah Love now, which I love.
Dude.
You know why else I want him, Tiki?
Give me Sonny Styles. This dude's a beast.
Let's go.
There it is.
Now, Tiki, here's why I want him. You know I love a good headline. I want him so when the Giants start beating the Eagles, we could have a headline that says it's always sunny in Philadelphia.
I love a great one. You've already written the headline.
Yes,
That is amazing.
I love it. Sean's got a Cinco de Luncho in a few minutes. More of your calls at 888-808-1019. And what's been the secret to the New York Mets winning streak? It's something fashion-related. Evan and Tiki on the Fan as we take you till the Carton Show with Big Mac at 2.
Fanatics Fest, the world's #1 sports fan festival, returns to the Javits Center in New York City from July 16th to the 19th. See top athletes and just announced former Met and Yankee greats Mike Piazza, Jorge Posada, David Wright, Mariano Rivera, Keith Hernandez, Don Mattingly, Darryl Strawberry, Andy Pettit, and Jose Reyes. Live panels, autographs, photo ops, rare trading card, and memorabilia, plus exclusive merch drops you can only get at Fanatics Fest. This is the ultimate weekend where sports and culture collide. Tickets on sale now, so grab yours at fanaticsfest.com.
And this portion of the program is sponsored by Amazon Hub Delivery.
Hey, business owners, it's Tiki Barber. Are you looking to earn extra money? Of course you are. When your business partners with Amazon Hub Delivery, you simply drop off packages to Amazon customers in your neighborhood. Get started at Amazon.com/Hub Delivery.
Hey, it's Tiki Barber. Looking for a great deal to stay connected? Now, for a limited time, new Verizon mobile and home customers can get Fios and a line of mobile for just $69.99 a month with AutoPay. Get Fios 300 megabit per second for $20 a month and unlimited welcome for $50 a month plus taxes and fees when you bring your own phone. Visit a Verizon store today to learn more and switch.
For new Fios, internet, and mobile customers, discounts applied over 36 months. Mobile and home discount enrollment required. Additional terms apply. In times of congestion, unlimited 5G and 4G LTE may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Domestic data roaming at 2G speeds.
At Nielsen, fun is in the driver's seat.
Get in on the savings fund now at Nielsen Dodge during our lease pull-ahead event.
Get out of your current lease early and get into a new vehicle.
Don't wait for your lease to end. Upgrade now. We have hundreds of new Jeeps, Chryslers, Dodges, and Rams to choose from.
There's 0% financing available, 0 security deposit for qualified buyers with 0 down payment available.
Lease a new 2026 Jeep Wrangler 4-door Sport S 4x4, just $259 a month.
Or choose from hundreds of quality certified pre-owned vehicles.
End your lease early and upgrade today.
So get out of the old and into the new.
On Route 10 in East Hanover. Online at NielsenDodge.com.
At Nielsen Dodge, fun is in the driver's seat.
Declaration of Deals Sales Event. With approval term 24 months, due at sign 8104, at tax tag 498 doc fee and DMV fees. See dealer for details.
Boomer and Geo is presented by FanDuel. And you know how much we love golf? Well, FanDuel has your back with a special mulligan bet back token this week in golf. Once the tournament starts, you can turn any losing bet into a bonus bet for another try. Now you've got protection to take that sleeper pick or make a bold prediction. Backing someone to win it all? Go for it. Like someone for a top 5 finish? Lock it in with confidence, because if it does hit, you've got that mulligan in your back pocket ready to go. Just visit FanDuel.com/New York to claim your special mulligan bet back token. We all love the app around here. It is safe and secure. When you win, you get paid instantly. FanDuel Sportsbook is the official sportsbook of WFAN.
21 and over and physically present in New York. Opt-in required. Refund issues non-withdrawable bonus bets that expire 7 days after receipt. Max refund $5 unless otherwise specified. Restrictions apply, including token expiration. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. For help with a gambling problem, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
Looking for the lowest price on Continental tires? Go to Town Fair Tire and get the guaranteed lowest price on any Continental tire you choose. Plus, Town Fair Tire gives you the most free services for life. That's more free services than any other tire dealer. For the guaranteed lowest price and the most free services for life on your Continental tires, nobody beats a Town Fair Tire deal. Nobody.
Name brands at discount prices. Town Fair Tire.
T-Mobile has an exclusive bundle for customers 55 and up.
I'm Sarah Bowl.
Yeah, I'm Frank Bowl.
A reliable network is key for us. And with T-Mobile, it's been wonderful. And going to the 55 plus plan saved us so much money.
A lot.
And that's important. Trying to keep costs down. The home internet's been perfect. It's fast, it's quick. The setup was so easy, it took less than 15 minutes.
It was like, ta-da! If you want simplicity, coverage, reliability, you want the whole package, T-Mobile has it.
Right now, T-Mobile customers 55 and up can get 2 phone lines on America's best network, plus America's fastest 5G home internet for just $30 each.
$30 per month each line with autopay plus taxes and fees. Minimum age 55. Pricing for home internet rely on 2 lines of essentials. Choice 55. $35 connection charge per line required. Best mobile network and fastest 5G home internet based on analysis by Ookla of Speed Test Intelligence Data 2H 2025. All rights reserved.
Tune in for the Yankees' first pitch presented by Montefiore Einstein, the official hospital of the New York Yankees.
Hey everyone, Boomer here. If you love eating great food as much as I do, you have to listen up. The Chef IQ Sense wireless thermometer and the mini oven are must-haves in your kitchen. The thermometer helps perfectly cook your chicken, fish, or meat, and the oven is an all-in-one hero that bakes, broils, air fries, toast, and much more. For years now, I've been telling you about how amazing these products are and how they have changed my life. Now it's time to change yours. Go to chefiq.com and don't forget to use the code word Boomer to save big at checkout. That's code word Boomer at chefiq.com. Hey, Boomer Esiason here. After years in the game, I don't guess. I go with what works. With Red Pocket Mobile, you lock in your rate and you keep it. No price creep, no sudden jumps, just straightforward pricing and premium 5G plans starting at $10 a month. Visit redpocket.com to see why more Americans are switching to better wireless without paying more. Red Pocket Mobile, your new ultimate cell carrier. The most important meal of the day just got better at Dunkin'. Now you can get a medium hot or iced coffee, 6 crispy hash browns, and a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich, all for $6. That's a full breakfast meal for $6. 6 crispy golden hash browns, a warm, delicious bacon, egg, and cheese, and a medium coffee to start your day off right. Do breakfast the Dunkin' way or order Dunkin's $6 meal deal. No substitutions, participation times may vary. Limited time offer cannot be combined with other offers. Exclusions and terms apply.
Batteries Plus presents Power Ballads.
If you run a business in any industry, the last thing you need is some dead batteries. We got them in stock, and we're local too. We dream about batteries more than most people do. Batteries Plus, there's no problem too large. Batteries Plus, we're the experts in charge.
Hey fans, come out to Yankee Stadium on Friday, April 17th when the Yankees host the Royals and be ready to receive a Yankees promotional giveaway that has become a fan favorite. It's Yankees Hockey Jersey Night, presented by StubHub. The first 18,000 guests in attendance will receive a Yankees hockey jersey. For tickets, log on to yankees.com/tickets. Again, don't miss the Yankees and Royals for Yankees Hockey Jersey Night, presented by StubHub on Friday, April 17th. Visit yankees.com/tickets today.
Gold prices are soaring and silver is near an all-time high. If you've got gold or silver just laying around and you want top dollar, then go to the Estates Roadshow this Friday through Tuesday at TMT Cash for Gold in Old Bridge. For info, go to tmtcashforgold.com.
Listen to MLB Insider Calls on WFAN all season long. Presented by Grainger. For the ones who get it done, Grainger offers the professional-grade products you need, delivered when and where you need them. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by.
Talk New York sports here. The Fan.
This Fan Focus, sponsored by Chef IQ, precision cooking, effortless results, chefiq.com. The John Harbaugh era with the Giants is off to an interesting start. Voluntary team activities began yesterday. On top of Dexter Lawrence and Paulson Adebo being no-shows, Harbaugh is taking the Giants back to the basics and doing something T-ball teams might be doing when they first gather this spring. According to reports, yesterday John Harbaugh had the whole team introduce themselves on the first day, including the staff. But instead of just saying their name in college to the whole room, he had them share their purpose and identity.
I don't know how I feel about that. Is that good, Teak?
Purpose and identity.
Yeah. How would you answer that when you were playing?
I don't know. I mean, it depends on how old I was.
Let's say when Tom took the job. So Fossil's out, Coughlin takes over. This is in the 2004 season, so you've been in the league for a decent amount of time. And Tom, I'll do my best Tom imitation. All right, tell me your name, purpose, and identity. Tiki Barber.
Tiki Barber, University of Virginia. My purpose is to prove to the world that aliens don't exist.
Oh, boy. Could you imagine Tom's answer to that one? Do you like that John Harbaugh thing? Is that good?
Yeah, I mean, I guess it depends on how prepared guys were, and it depends on who went first. So, because I think with that, a lot of guys won't know what to say.
Right.
Yeah, like when you're thankful at the Thanksgiving table.
Yeah,
Like, what do I say?
What the hell do I say? But so you have to call on somebody first who is very good at talking and creating the example that everybody else can follow. But by the way, that's what leadership is.
Yeah.
And so I wonder if Jackson Dart went first.
Oh, that's a good question. What would his purpose be?
Right.
To be a badass quarterback and hook up with the hottest girl in the world. That's my purpose.
Brian Burns. I mean, I'm going to tell you seriously. I'm like, who went first? Because I think that matters.
Yeah, probably Brian Burns based on that.
Not Dexter Lawrence.
No, he's not there.
Oh, he's not there.
Exactly. You're talking to an empty locker. I think we are at a stage with John Harbaugh, and I'm trying to be as honest as I can, where everything he does is awesome. But is it really awesome, or are we just saying that because there's a honeymoon going on? And there is a honeymoon going on. I'm a part of it. I'm not even a Giant fan. Like, everything he does, the reaction is, hey, I love that. Even his answers yesterday around Dexter Lawrence and Paulson Adebo, it's like, that's how you answer it. That's what you do. And I wonder if at times we are kind of shaded by the love affair that we all have
I think you know that he's had success, and so when he does something like tell me your purpose, I think he's also using experience. Like, he's done this in the past. It's not like he's pulling this out of his ass and like, hey, I think this will work with this new unit that didn't work in Baltimore. And so he's done this before.
That's part of it.
And so it's a proven formula. But again, it all comes down to creating leadership in your locker room from the players that can mimic what you're trying to do. That's what real leaders do. They empower the ones below them. And so I think that's what the attempt is here. It's a matter of, with a young team, how successful was he?
Well, let's empower Sean Morash because it's time to Cinco.
Sean Morash in the booth, somebody hide the castle. Optics flying, phones ringing, Evans yelling, no! Tiki's laughing, chaos cracking, nobody's in control. It's Cinco de Roncho. Bam! Crunch! Let's go!
Cinco de Luncho is brought to you by Helix Wireless, connecting everything, everywhere. So yesterday, I'm scrolling Twitter like I always do, responding to the masses like I should never do. And I come across one tweet about the movie Major League.
Yes.
That it was the 37th anniversary of Major League being released. And I said, oh, that's cool. Wow, 37 years. What a great movie. About an hour later, I'm sitting on the toilet scrolling Twitter again, and I see that it's the anniversary that The Sandlot was released. And I said, hold on here. I just saw Major League was released in the States. So I went back, and I wanted to make sure I'm not just falling into a trap. Maybe I got caught in an algorithm. And unbelievably, Tiki Barber, on your birthday, both of those historically great baseball classics were released in different years on the same exact date.
I did not know that.
I found that fascinating.
What year was The Sandlot?
93, and I believe 89 for Major League.
Yeah. Dude, that's insane. So that's like my 14th birthday, and then my birthday year I graduated from high school.
I don't want to be a bad guy.
Why?
it's really not that insane. They released it around opening day.
Well,
that's
hold on.
what April 8th, April 7th, April 9th,
No,
April
no.
6th used to be.
Now, I'm sure that's why, but you think about it, Evan, for like Blockbuster's baseball season, Memorial Day, 4th of July, those are traditional movie
Really?
release
I
times.
figured you'd release it around opening day.
Sandlot, if you told me the Sandlot was a big 4th of July
Okay,
summer
but
movie.
why would you do that?
Because people are in the baseball fever because
Okay,
the
but
season is
people
starting.
are also on spring break and not around or in school.
And people are looking to watch baseball games, maybe not necessarily the movies.
Well, what I'm going to do now, because I don't know if you did this, I have no idea what the Cinco is. I almost want to see the release dates of every baseball movie just to find out, like, am I right that was a trend? Or are you guys right that it's more of a summer movie thing?
I could have gone with that avenue, but instead, because a couple weeks ago you made a declaration that you cried during The Rookie.
I did cry during The Rookie, yes. It's a true story.
So we did the 5 movies that it's acceptable to cry to.
Yes.
I'm simply just doing the 5 greatest baseball movies of all
That's
time.
that's a tough chore, bro.
I know.
You sure you really want to do this?
And I'm ready for it. And I'm ready to take the slings and arrows. But I took this list very seriously. I did it last night. I recombed it this morning. And I think it's the definitive list. So here we go.
Here we go. Number 5.
The Sandlot makes the list. Yes, I understand it doesn't really involve Major League Baseball until the very end. But I don't know, man. I don't know anybody my age that doesn't get warm feelings watching The Sandlot. It's a yesteryear type of movie.
I forget which kid made it.
Benny the Jet Rodriguez.
Yeah. Dodger. Yeah, still.
You know what's crazy? My nephew's name is Benny Rodriguez or Ben Rodriguez. So
You call him the Jet? Oh, my God. And your son is Jet.
That's right. Yeah, I have a nephew named Ben Rodriguez, and I've got a son named Jet.
Is he related to Jacob Rodriguez, the second-rated linebacker in the draft?
Yeah.
I have to ask my wife because she's a Rodriguez.
Former Virginia Cavalier who transferred when Brockman Mendenhall retired.
If in case you haven't noticed, folks, Tiki is very much into the draft.
Oh,
now.
yeah, he's diving in.
Yes.
I love it.
All right.
Number 4.
Number 4, I expect this to be controversial, but I'm going to stick to it, man. It's Little Big League because of its original idea and payoff. A kid takes over as the owner of the Minnesota Twins because his grandfather died and left the team to him. And he thinks he knows enough baseball that he fires the manager and is an owner-manager in the movie. But it's so good. The movie is so good.
It's a very good movie. And I'm playing this game in my head, and the way I'm judging it, and I know most people would disagree, is what movies am I good with watching over and over again with my kids, even before my kids? We've already seen Little Big League 7 times.
Yeah.
It's up there. And the note from Little Big League that needs to be discussed, and I don't know if you're aware of it, is the mom who ended up hooking up with the Twins' best player.
Yes.
She is the mom. Her name is Ashley Crow, I think is her real name.
Okay.
Her son is Pete Crow Armstrong.
Yes.
It's just crazy.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I remember that last year. Okay.
What was she in? What was she known for? Is that what she was known for?
I'm sure she's done other things. That's what I know her for.
Yeah, incredible. But anyway, again, that gets helped out because it's not just telling a story of a player. It's an owner.
Number 3.
Number 3 is Major League, and not number 2, even though I love number 2. The original Major League is GOAT status up there, is it
Yeah,
not?
it's up there. To me, it's either 1 or 2, but keep going.
All right.
Number 2.
It's Field of Dreams.
Yeah, that's my 2-1. Major League and Field of Dreams is like the tussle.
Okay, so then?
Number 1.
Number 1 is A League of Their Own for me.
Nah.
What do you mean? It's a different style movie. The women's baseball, Tom Hanks, I believe the cast is unbelievable.
Pictures gotta be.
No crying
Wait,
in
is that
baseball.
movie? That's a different movie. I screwed up.
No, it is.
That's Rookie of the Year.
No. That's the girl's son who shows up.
Oh, you're right. Okay, good.
Right.
I got it right.
Nah, that whole thing. It's the most quotable, I think, of all the baseball
But
movies.
what
So it's number
does
1.
he say in?
Pitcher's got a big butt.
No, but what does the kid? Remember, he's doing it. It's the manager. It's in Little Big League.
Tom Hanks.
No, wait, hold on. The
Where
manager of
where
Little Big League.
where the little kid is like,
That's in A League of Their Own.
Yeah, League of Their Own,
Are
not
you
Little Big
sure?
League.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's the one woman's son. Yeah. Now, what's his
it's
name?
funny because I think it's a different movie.
Yeah,
also.
I started to think it was Rookie of the Year, which has to be up there too.
Rookie of the Year.
Rookie of the Year is where the kid gets hurt and all gets the power to throw 110
Right.
miles an hour and
Oh,
joins
from
the Chicago
outfield.
Cubs.
From
yeah.
the outfield, he
Rookie of the
throws
Year.
it in. It's like,
Yes.
Rookie of the Year was my first one cut, and I felt very sorry about doing it. But I think Little Big League was better, and they got released around the same
Now,
time.
You'll get a lot of crap because of Bull Durham and The Natural and some of these other classic
I'm
baseball
not a
movies.
natural guy.
No, I agree
I love
with you.
The Natural.
I respect that, but you did hit, other than The League of Their Own, movies that I've watched like 500 times.
Yeah.
And I'm glad you left out Major League 2, because as time has gone by, I've started to dislike it, because Major League was rated R. Major League 2 was PG-13, and you literally replaced one of the characters, kept the character the same, and changed the actor.
Right.
Like, you can't do that.
Yeah,
I'm against that.
Taka Tanaka helps Major League 2 and elevates it.
Absolutely.
I'm with you.
And
yeah.
Parkman.
Yes.
Jack Parkman, whatever
Jack
his name is. All right, put that list out there. I'm sure everyone will agree with you.
Shout out Mr. 3000 to another goal.
Dude, there's a ton. I mean, honestly, and I'm probably forgetting so many of them, as are you. Like The Fan. Do you consider The Fan a baseball movie?
I do, and I love that movie. But it's very dark.
Very dark. Yeah, it's not all the same. Not all baseball movies are the same. Speaking of baseball, real quick before we get back to your calls, and this is 1,000% true. This is not misinformation, because sometimes you get misinformation. You don't know what's true or not. 1,000% true. After the Mets lost to the Giants on Thursday, and they dropped below 500, right?
Mm-hmm.
So their road trip was off to a 1-3 start. Carlos Mendoza decided to do his post-game interviews and appear, when you see him in the dugout, completely different. He put glasses on. Since Carlos Mendoza has become Glasses Mendoza, the New York Mets are undefeated. They're on a 4-game winning streak, and they are 4-0. And you can
What
fact
does that
check me.
even mean?
No, I'm just giving you facts.
Nothing.
You do whatever you want with it. You can fact check me. I didn't screw up a day. Literally, the glasses went on Friday night. Soto gets hurt. Mets win. They win Saturday. They win Sunday. They win yesterday. Glasses Mendoza is 4-0. Your thoughts? No thoughts.
No thoughts.
Okay. Sean Morash.
No care.
Glasses Mendoza is 4-0. Your thoughts?
I think there is a correlation. I think it's made him appear. It's the old look good, play good.
Oh, yeah.
I think look smarter, manage smarter.
And all of a sudden, all the moves he makes, they work.
They do.
It's like the glasses have magic in them. It's
magic glasses. Just real quickly, because we're going to get a bunch of calls, so Kaplan's already hooked us up.
Did you screw something up? Is that the problem?
We all did.
Oh, we all did. Okay.
I'm going to play something.
Pitcher's got a big butt.
Rookie of the Year, I told you.
Pitcher's got a big butt. Pitcher's...
Rookie of the Year.
It's right. That's what I said. You guys corrected me.
That's what I co-signed you.
You did.
And then you corrected me after he corrected you.
No, because you did the hand, those signals, that's a league of their own.
So what did the little kid do in a league of their own? Obviously, he didn't go pitcher as a big butt, but he did something.
I think we meshed it all. I think what Tiki was doing with his hands was what he was doing, but making another sound.
He wasn't doing anything. The kid in a
league of their own.
He was just doing this.
Right.
And then Tom Hanks throws the glove at him. I only know this because the Mets Chad just posted it.
We morphed it all together.
Yeah.
Right.
But
Glasses Mendoza wouldn't make that mistake. To bring it all back.
Glasses Mendoza's undefeated. So I wonder, because the Mets are our fan base is very into gimmicks, as we saw a couple of years ago, does Glasses Mendoza become a gimmick? We're still in the early stages of it, the nascent stages of this.
I mean,
I'm not sure many people are aware of it.
Ride it until it stops working.
What was that?
Ride it until it stops working.
Okay. I mean, when did it?
I mean, you guys had a grimace. Don't forget.
That's my point.
It's an easy giveaway,
Yeah.
too.
Like the Mendoza glasses.
Agreed.
Mendoza glasses.
Playoff pumpkin.
Yeah. I mean, the Mets have had so many gimmicks over the years, and as fans, we like it as long as it works. That's my opinion on it. And it feels like there's something right in front of them. They are, and again, you could fact check me. I did it. It's 1,000% accurate. He went to the glasses during Game 2 of the Giants series. They haven't lost since. They are undefeated with Glasses Mendoza.
I wonder if that's an optical illusion.
Okay. Thank you. Let's go to Alex in New Jersey. What's up, Alex?
Hello.
Hey, Alex.
Hey, guys. How are you?
Good,
We're
man.
doing well.
First of all, huge fan. Tiki, I grew up a diehard Giants fan, so I appreciate you.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you for everything. But I do have a quick point to make on the free ticket situation with the Mets, and I'm going to talk out of both sides of my mouth a little bit.
Well, Sean does that all the time, so that's okay.
Yep.
I do agree with Evan that if you do get free tickets, you should go. If you're taking it away from somebody who may not be able to afford it. So definitely think you should use it. However, on the flip side, if you're giving away tickets for free, you're also devaluing the ticket. So it might not seem to the person that grabs the ticket that much of a big deal because you're giving it away for free.
Right.
If that makes any sense.
And it was also the upper. I had someone write and say, you had to do this. You had to sign into your Mets account.
Right, so you had to do work to get the free tickets.
Yeah.
And if you're just tuning in, Steve Cohen was not thrilled, or at least that's the perception, that 58% of the free tickets the Mets gave out for yesterday's game went unused, to which I agreed with him that I'd be pissed off.
And most of them were not good seats, upper deck. It was freezing, probably even more windy up there than it was on the lower levels. And it just wasn't conducive to going to a game.
Then don't click accept.
But it's free. So why would you not? So why would you not?
Because
click
you're
accept?
keeping it from somebody else. You're being a selfish pig if you click accept.
There were available seats.
No. Those free tickets sold out, and they sold out quick. And a lot of people, including a caller earlier, said they would have gone and accepted it.
Presumably, those are Met season ticket holders.
No, it's not. Met season ticket holders had tickets to the game. They could have decided to go or not go. I had season tickets. I didn't go.
So you had to sign up for an account.
Well, anyone who
people who didn't have Mets season tickets and don't have a Mets account, they now are going to sign up for an account,
let me stop you,
which
bro.
is giving their information,
No.
including a credit card, including all this other personal data, etc., so that they can now get on a mailing list, so that the Mets can solicit them.
Stop.
What's that?
I'm trying to help you here.
Uh-huh.
Every single person who ever attends a game has to have that MLB account, including you. You have it right now. So it's not like you're doing anything crazy. You have it. You don't even know you have it.
Of course I have it. But
of course you have it.
But
you're making it out like it's a big deal to get a Met account. Everyone's got one if you go to any baseball
game. You
game.
don't necessarily have to have a Met account.
You have to have a baseball account. I think you just need to have the MLB app and have like an account.
Right.
So then why are you making it like it's a big deal?
Because you have to sign into the Met account.
If you've
and maybe
ever
people
been-
don't want to sign into the Met account.
Tiki, if you've ever
My point is, what you're saying is that this is
wrong.
This is people who have never been to a game before.
No!
So then I don't understand why you're saying people would go.
Because people who have been to games before, but now they're told there are free tickets to a game, would have gladly taken them. They didn't take them because they sold out and selfish pigs clicked on them and didn't go. 58% of them, according to Steve Cohen.
So 600 people.
Well, I'm guessing how many free tickets were given out. I don't know. I've guessed 1,000. I don't know the answer. All I know is, why are you defending these people?
Because when something's free, as this last caller just said, you tend to think it's cheap.
Disagree. Respectfully.
Yeah. And Stillwell said, you're going to lose.
What?
You're gonna lose.
Oh, that's what the kid said?
Yeah.
So the kid said, you're going to lose. And the Rookie of the Year character said, pitcher's got a big butt.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, thank God that crisis is over.
Crisis averted. More of your calls coming up at 888-808-1019. Plus, we'll play a very relevant game around Aaron Boone. You'll hear a question that was asked of him, very basic question, and we'll try to guess how he answered it. And prediction. Maybe Yankee fans aren't going to be happy with Aaron Boone's answer. It's Evan and Tiki here on The Fan.
If you're looking to level up your wardrobe, check out Collars & Co. You might have seen them on Shark Tank, where they landed a deal with Mark Cuban. They're the team behind the dress collar polo that sold over 1 million shirts. Now they've launched the Maverick Performance Blazer, and this thing is legit. Sharp, lightweight, and completely wrinkle-resistant, making it perfect for travel. You can pack it up, and it comes out looking fresh. Plus, get smart features like security zip pockets, a sunglasses loop, and an optional pocket square. So hit up collarsandco.com. Use code TIKI and get 20% off. That's at collarsandco.com.
This is an Odyssey Sports Minute.
North Carolina basketball introduced former Nuggets head coach Michael Malone as its next head coach and signed Malone to a 6-year, $50 million contract. And that financial commitment to Malone shows me that North Carolina is going to spend and spend big on its roster. And if that's the case, if Carolina spends the way that Duke spends, I think Carolina can and will win big with Michael Malone. I'm Nick Costos.
Hey, Metro New York. Ready for real savings? Switch to Allstate today. Because drivers who switched saved an average of $713 on their auto insurance. So, what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for an auto insurance quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate. Based on the national average annual savings for new customers surveyed in 2024, savings vary, subject to terms and availability.
This is the story of the one. As a procurement manager for a hospital system, she keeps every facility in her network stocked and ready. That's why she counts on Grainger to be her single source for thousands of products, from disinfectants to lighting, air filters, and more. And with fast, dependable delivery, Grainger helps her keep every facility stocked, safe, and running smoothly. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done. This is the story of the one. As a procurement manager for a hospital system, she keeps every facility in her network stocked and ready. That's why she counts on Grainger to be her single source for thousands of products, from disinfectants to lighting, air filters, and more. And with fast, dependable delivery, Grainger helps her keep every facility stocked, safe, and running smoothly. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Jake from State Farm. I just beat my running PR, so I'm celebrating with the Banana Bonanza smoothie.
Hey, and you can keep celebrating when you create an affordable price just for you by bundling your home and auto with the State Farm Personal Price Plan. Go bananas.
I will. Hey, make it a large.
Bundling, just another way to save with the Personal Price Plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Prices are based on rating plans that vary by state. Coverage options are selected by the customer. Availability, amount of discounts and savings, and eligibility vary by state.
Hey, this is Sal Licata. Right now is the time to make sure that your current cooling system is ready for hot weather. You don't want it to fail when it's 90 degrees out, and if it's over 15 years old, you're wasting your money. Get a new high-efficiency AC system right now from my friends at Edison Heating and Cooling. They are New Jersey's air conditioning experts and have been for decades. Take it from me. These guys have done plenty of work on my house. You'll save money and stay cooler. Contact them now at EdisonHVAC.com. That's EdisonHVAC.com.
Life is motion, but for Jaime, debilitating pain in both hips brought everything, including family time, to a halt.
Every doctor told me the same thing. They would do one hip at a time.
At White Plains Hospital, Dr. Jacob Totka's unique expertise provided an alternate approach by replacing both of Jaime's hips on the same day.
In just 2 hours, I got 2 new hips and I went home that day.
White Plains Hospital, among the best hospitals anywhere that just so happens to be here. A member of the Montefiore Health System.
The Chase Ink Business Premier Card is made for people who make things happen, like me. I'm Sam, founder and CEO of Manifest, a product design company that makes everyday products designed smarter. I get 2.5% cash back on purchases of $5,000 or more, plus unlimited 2% cash back on all other purchases, which helps us make more smart ideas into a brilliant reality.
The Ink Business Premier Card. Chase for business. Make more of what's yours. Real business owner compensated for their participation. Cards issued by J.P. Morgan Chase Bank, N.A. member FDIC. Subject to credit approval. Terms apply.
I'm a 100% kind of guy, so I got Verizon Fios. It's 100% fiber internet because I do everything at 100%.
What game should we watch?
100% of them.
She hits a
penalty kick
out of the park
from way downtown for a
beautiful shot onto the green.
You either have 100% fiber internet or you don't. Get Verizon Fios. It's super fast and reliable with ultra low lag. It's 100% or nothing. Call 1-833-VERIZON to switch today.
Go Teams!
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance tech at a university, he knows ordering from multiple suppliers takes time away from keeping their arena up and running. That's why he counts on Grainger to get everything he needs, from lighting and HVAC parts to plumbing supplies, all in one place. And with fast, dependable delivery, he's stocked and ready for the next tip-off. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
I'm Bob Burke, founder and chairman of Burke America Parts Group, a family of brands that includes RepairClinic.com, an appliance and HVAC parts solution company that's grown into an international brand. Before AmericanEagle.com, we partially launched a new technology platform developed by another firm. American Eagle helped take our technology to a whole new level with digital marketing, software development, and business insights into our key markets, appliances, HVAC, and outdoor power equipment, and did so both on time and on budget. AmericanEagle.com has the resources, experience, and talent needed to produce solutions. Our new technology platform, developed by AmericanEagle.com, has produced tremendous results with higher traffic, conversion, engagement, and online revenue. If you have any home repairs you need to take care of, check us out at RepairClinic.com. If you need a world-class website or technology project, then I would highly recommend AmericanEagle.com.
Call AmericanEagle.com at 773-NETWORK. That's AmericanEagle.com, 773-NETWORK.
It's game day. Are your moderate to severe Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms keeping you from the action? Skyrizi, risankizumab Riza, could help you get back to the game. Skyrizi is proven to help people feel significant symptom relief, achieve remission, and visibly improve damage of the intestinal lining. Skyrizi is a prescription injection medicine for adults. Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines. Liver problems leading to hospitalization may occur when treated for Crohn's or ulcerative colitis. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 prescribed biologic in Crohn's and ulcerative colitis combined. Learn more at skyrizi.com or 1-866-SKYRIZI.
Our friends at Town Fair Tire remind you that at Town Fair Tire, you always get the guaranteed lowest price on name brand tires from Connecticut to Maine. Nobody beats Town Fair Tire, nobody.
At NYU Langone Health, we know there really is no place like home. That's why we get our surgery patients home faster and have fewer readmissions than any other health system. That means once you're home, you won't need to go back for the same procedure. Instead, you can get back to the things you love. And the next time you need something else, we're here. Better health starts with a better health system. Learn more at nyulangonehealth.org.
Talk sports with Craig Carton and Chris McMonagle on The Carton Show. Afternoons from 2 to 7 on WFAN, WFAN FM, WFAN FM HD1 New York, and Odyssey Sports Station.
I'm annoyed already. I just got an email, and I wrote the guy back who said, "Hey, Evan, I heard you were ripping Met fans for not going to the game." I have never ripped Met fans for not going to games. I ripped Met fans for taking free tickets from Steve Cohen and then not going to the game. Not because you're ripping off Steve, but because there were other fans who would have taken the free tickets
and also not have
gone to the
gone.
game.
And also not have gone.
Maybe not have gone, but would have gone. It is your choice to go or not go to games. I mean, it was my choice to not go to yesterday's game. I didn't go. I'll tell you my schedule if you care. I'm not going today. I'd love to go tomorrow, but it's my wife's birthday, and I put her ahead of Nolan McLean. And then I'll probably go Friday, Saturday.
You could go watch Nolan McLean, then go get a beverage, and go home.
Nah, I can't do that to my wife's birthday. Nah, come on, man. Would you do that? Would you go to a sporting event on your wife's birthday? I can't do that. I'd love to see
birthdays during football season.
There you go. Well, but that's work.
So probably.
Yeah, that's a different story. Could you skip your wife's birthday for an April start? Like, I love Nolan McLean. And honestly, if Nolan McLean throws a perfect game and you guys ask me, hey, any regrets? No regrets.
There will be a regret.
No, there wouldn't be because I'm not even.
Because your wife would have enjoyed it as well.
She would have, but you can't assume something like that. You know what I mean? True. Let's play a quick game before we get back to your calls. It's called Let's Guess How Aaron Boone Answers the Question. Obviously, last night, I think the big story was Ahmed Rosario with 2 home runs and Aaron Boone's decision to start him. Ahmed Rosario usually starts against lefties. Mm-hmm. He started against a righty. It was announced earlier in the day when he was talking to Jake and John Boy. We talked about it briefly on the air, like, oh, wow, giving Ahmed Rosario a shot. We all kind of agreed with it because of Ryan McMahon's struggles. So the natural follow-up question, this is Boone 1, Sean, is this question from Bob Clappish.
Aaron, is it likely we'll be seeing more of Rosario against right-handed pitching?
Is it likely we'll see more of Ahmed Rosario against right-handed pitching? What do you think Aaron Boone's answer was?
This was pre.
This is after the game. So he just hit 2 home runs. Yankees won because of Ahmed Rosario.
I think he's going to say yes.
He's going to say yes. Like, why not? He's earning it.
Production matters.
Production matters. Sean, hopefully you haven't heard the clip.
I haven't, but if you know Aaron Boone enough, he's very careful about not burying guys. So if he says full-blown yes, it's going to be burying Ryan McMahon. He will play.
He should bury Ryan McMahon.
He should, but he won't say that. So what he says and what he does will be 2 different things. I'm going to say he references depending on matchups. That seems like a stock Boone answer.
And would you agree that most Yankee fans would want to hear him say, look, if he hits, he plays? Is that like the answer that most Yankee fans would want to hear from that question?
Yeah. I mean, look, maybe this is because he's never in the starting lineup, but whenever we have been at games, we always see him out there grinding.
He does grind. So. And one thing we learned yesterday.
And I think you earn yourself a spot when you grind and then produce.
The other thing, which I wasn't fully aware of, was that everybody loves that guy in the locker room. Mm-hmm. Like, he is widely loved, that he's basically a cheerleader, and he pumps the guys up, and everybody finds him funny and endearing. Right. Ahmed Rosario
Jose Alvarado.
is the Jose Alvarado.
I knew you were going there.
That's what Mike Brown said about him. But Ahmed is loved in that locker room. Makes sense. This kid's been through a lot. He was a top prospect with the Mets. He had the pressures of being traded for Lindor. He had to learn that, okay, maybe I'm not a major league shortstop, so I'm going to learn other positions. Like, I admire Ahmed Rosario. He's turned himself into a solid major leaguer. You know, maybe he was disappointing for us or for Cleveland, but for you guys, like, he's a useful baseball player.
No doubt.
So let's hear how Aaron Boone answered that very straightforward question from Bob Clappish.
Aaron, is it likely we'll be seeing more of Rosario against right-handed pitching?
No, I mean, not necessarily.
God.
There's certain matchups that, you know, I like it in. We got a number of lefties coming up. So, you know, competition's always a good thing.
You know your manager.
It's the same
Sean.
Aaron Boone answer for 10 years.
You know your manager.
He just couldn't say, look, the guy hit 2 home runs. He's earning more playing time.
I should stick you in a locker.
Instead, you get, not necessarily after he saved the game for you.
Yeah.
Not necessarily.
This is the different way to answer that. Like, he could do the same things he's saying. Like, okay, how about this example?
You know what he should do? He should just say, what an amazing, like, John Harbaugh would answer this by just praising the player.
So not even answering it?
Not answering the question.
I love how we've gotten into what would Harbaugh do.
No, it's true.
He hasn't coached the game here yet.
He redirects. He doesn't answer the question. You don't have to answer the questions that's asked. You answer the question you want to answer.
Well, the follow-up question would be this. Yes, you are facing a few lefties, including on Thursday afternoon with Jeffrey Springs on the mound, but tomorrow night you're facing a righty. His name is Luis Severino. He's a right-handed pitcher.
That's true.
I'll ask this question, and I'll ask it to you guys, and of course I'll do it rhetorically. And I guess I'll ask Aaron Boone. Aaron, can we ask you a question?
Shut up, Tubby.
Why? Come on.
It's a long-ass season.
Can we ask you a question? Is Ahmed Rosario playing tonight? Very basic question. It's a righty on the mound, so it's not the ideal matchup. Are you playing Ahmed Rosario tonight against Luis Severino? That's the question. And the answer, if we're being frank with each other, better be yes.
Yes.
Well,
it should be yes.
He's sub Mendoza.
What?
With 11 at-bats.
Say what? So what does that mean?
He's under 200.
Who are we talking about?
Ahmed Rosario.
He had 2 home runs last night.
But against Severino, he hasn't been good.
And this is where the Yankee fans get lost in this. Do you rely on old numbers that aren't necessarily Yankee numbers, or do you rely on your gut where the guy hit 2 home runs, reward him, let's go see if he gets hot?
Well,
I would run him out there again.
I would too.
What you just said, Sean, is the answer, and I stress it. Like, sometimes I am very new school, sometimes I'm old school. I'm in every school. And when a guy hits 2 home runs, he should play the next day. Like, that's it.
Okay. Insert Jason Dominguez.
Oh, my study from last year?
Yes. The Jason Dominguez example.
Well, that
tells you he's not playing.
Well, the Jason Dominguez example was 2 hits. This is 2 home runs. Ahmed Rosario won the baseball game for the Yankees yesterday. And also, I'll combine this with the fact that Ryan McMahon has not produced.
Right, unlike Trent Grisham last year.
So this isn't simply
true.
I'm burying Ryan McMahon forever. I'm saying, hey, you know what? Ahmed just hit 2 home runs. Yes, he's also going to play Thursday because there's a lefty on the mound. But you know what? I have to reward good behavior. I have to reward performance. I think the Mets should do that. And Mendy has done that so far this season. Jared Young gets a couple of hits, play him. Mark Vientos is getting hot, play him. I'm not saying forever. So preemptively, because we will not be on the air when this lineup decision is made, we know that, I was about to say the bloody sock, I'm not allowed to. We know that Big Mac.
Welcome to hell! We know that the bloody sock will be following it.
Who?
It was Chris McMonaco, his fat ass.
Tiki is 10 for 10 laughing at that drop, by the way.
Because it's just great.
I hope that Big Mac holds Boone account. And he texts him. He can text him right now and be like, dude, he should threaten him. Like a fun threaten, not a bad threaten. Like a, hey, Booney, you know I love you. You better start Rosario today. Unless Big Mac is just going to fall in line of whatever Boone does.
Well, that's the thing. And we love Chris, but Chris is fine with whatever Booney's decision is because Booney told him to be fine with it.
Well, then I want Big Mac's opinion before the lineup is out there.
I do too, but he hides now. We can't find him in the newsroom anymore.
Yeah, he doesn't. I get that. He's saving his material for his show, which I respect. I never want to put him in that position. But Aaron Boone, who did a great job last night, like, hey, Booney, you the man. Reward Ahmed Rosario with a start today. Do it. Because if you don't, you are falling in line to the stereotypes that are out there about you. Now, I'm not suggesting Ahmed Rosario should just become the everyday third baseman. Now, if he continues to hit, he could. But I'm just saying, guy hits 2 home runs, play him the next day.
I'm with you. That's
Thank you.
it. He'll play tonight, by the way.
Really?
Boone knows what's good for him. He'll play tonight.
He knows what's good. What was that? Was that a threat?
Oh, if he knows what's good for him, he'll play.
What does that mean? That comes across like you're threatening him.
No, I'm not threatening him.
I want to make clear, when I said Big Mac should threaten him, I said playfully threaten him.
Yeah.
Not like anything serious.
I didn't say anything serious. All I said was if he knows what's good for him, he'll play him.
All right, let's get back to your calls. Frank is in Syosset. What's going on today, Frank?
Hey, how you doing, guys? Evan, I had a Yankee point, just an observation.
Yeah.
Not a complaint, because my team's winning, just an observation, like you make observations.
Yeah.
But, Tiki, I wanted to tell you, the movie Roofman supports what you said before about good guys and bad guys in movies.
Yeah.
Nowadays, I actually felt bad for the guy.
Right.
I'm not saying what he did was right, but I actually felt bad for the guy. He could have made better decisions.
Right.
Anyway, Evan, I wanted to say I just noticed that the Yankees are leaving some guys on base, between 5 and 7 guys. I know they left them loaded against the Miami Marlins, and they left like 5 guys on base last night. And how many games, if you happen to know, have they come from behind and won so far this year?
Are you implying that you feel that they have been fortunate so far this season? Is that what you're saying?
No, not full. I think the top half of the lineup is dominant. I think their problems are in the bottom half of their lineup.
Yeah, the bottom of their lineup has done nothing. I mean, you're right about that. And you're also right about the fact that they haven't gotten the big hit. And that has been noticeable. Like, they're towards the bottom of the league in terms of how they've hit with runners in scoring position. But I think that thing that you're noticing, while it can become an issue, like lack of big hits can become an issue. And just to fact check myself, they are 21st in Major League Baseball in batting average with runners in scoring position, if you look at that stat. And yes, that can become an issue. That needs to be better. Yes, the bottom of the order has done nothing. It's an observation. It's true. And that will eventually need to be better. But the way I like to look at things is, despite that, they're 8-2. Despite legitimate issues that you bring up, they are 8-2. And so, to me, like, I think it's fair to bring it up, but I would just be more happy about the fact that I'm winning games despite things not being perfect.
Right, and look, this is the whole balance of what your starting rotation / bullpen is doing versus what your lineup is doing. And so eventually Judge is going to start mashing, right? Eventually it's going to even itself out.
Absolutely. Your pitching may not continue to be as great. Right. I mean, this lineup to me is going to end up being the best lineup in the American League in terms of runs per game. That's going to happen. Is that happening right now? Not quite yet, but it will. Let's go to Jim in Tennessee. What's up, Jim?
Hey, you guys were just talking about Big Mac and his nicknames a few minutes ago. They got a caller yesterday on the Carton and McMonagle show there, called them, this is a new one that they're going with, the washing machine, because he puts his Yankee spin on everything.
That's not bad.
I love that.
Sometimes the best nicknames just come from callers.
Yes. Right, because they stew. They think about it. They stew on it. And they're like, I got to get in. And then they get in, and now they can't wait to tell you.
No doubt about that. Like, for example, earlier in the show.
The washing machine with the bloody sock.
The question is, and I missed this part of the show. I listen to them every single day, but I missed this part. Did Big Mac like it? Or was Big Mac offended the way he's been with other nicknames?
I think
Suck it!
I don't know that.
He probably dislikes most, if not all of them.
But he acknowledges he's a Yankee.
But he should acknowledge that this is becoming
that's his thing.
Part of his persona.
Yeah, he's a Yankee shill. It's okay. He's the
No, not that. People, like the perception of him and the memeing of him is becoming a thing.
Yes, it's becoming a thing. The bloody sock has had some
now the washing machine. People are trying to get
I love the washing machine.
They're trying to make new things every single week.
Every time Big Mac tweets about his Yankee podcast, which you should download the Go Get Him podcast, I always check the mentions, and there's at least one person calling him the bloody sock.
Suck it!
Which does make me laugh. I thought when he said washing machine, it was going to have to do with washing Boonie's balls or something like that. Like something like really over the top.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Get your mind out of the gutter.
I know. What kind of washing machine washes your balls?
Baseballs.
Oh, baseballs.
Yeah.
You put your baseballs in the washing machine?
I did one time. Got very dirty. I wanted to clean them up.
And did it waterlog it?
Nah, yes, and I never used it again.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Fortunately, it didn't work out. Let's go to Steve in Lindenhurst. What's up, Steve?
Hey, Steve.
Good afternoon, guys. Just a question. Considering today's Gary Carter's birthday, one of my favorite Mets, Just wondering, do you know why they haven't retired his number? If there's any plans to do it in the future?
So I don't want to pull a Sean. Sean likes to steal callers' ideas, and I feel so bad when I say this. I spoke to somebody, not with the Mets, like a fan. Like it was either a listener or somebody we work with, or I don't know, and I feel awful about that. So once that person says, hey, Evan, that was my idea, I will acknowledge them. But someone had this brilliant idea, and I almost believe it's going to happen. Like, I'm going with their idea. No inside knowledge. Steve Cohen and I are not friends. The Mets are not giving me any information, nor do I want any, because I always want to be an independent mind. Don't give me anything. So I can rip you and love you all at the same time. That the theory going around from this person is that when the Mets honor the 1986 Mets, which they plan on doing this year, they will surprise us all by retiring the number 8.
Oh, interesting.
And I think it's a great idea because everybody would already be there.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like what they did with Willie Mays a few years ago. Same thing. Unfortunately, Willie wasn't there for it. And it's like, oh, and by the way, 24 is retired. And in this case, anyway, number 8 is retired. So I like that idea. And I would actually openly speculate on April 8, 2026, that the New York Mets will surprisingly retire Gary Carter's number when they honor the 86 Mets. Yeah. I'm not reporting I'm predicting it.
It's kind of effectively retired because nobody worn it, right?
Correct. No one has worn that number in 25 years since either Cookie Rojas or Desi Relaford.
Wow, a Desi Relaford reference.
That's right. I think he was one of the last guys to wear it. So I get the point, and I didn't realize today was Gary's birthday. Obviously, he's not here with us anymore, but a Hall of Famer, a legend. I am predicting, based on whoever told me's prediction, so we're both predicting that that's what they're going to do. And I don't mean to spoil any surprises, but then again, I'm not, because no one's told me anything. I'm just making it up.
I have a fun Gary Carter factoid for you.
I'd love to hear it.
My cousin once found Gary Carter's wallet and returned it to his home in Port St. Lucie, Florida.
That is amazing.
Gary Carter repaid him by signing, a picture. And Gary Carter told him a fun tidbit about all of his autographs. And if you have a Gary Carter autograph picture, you will notice the same thing. He loves signing it at his crotch.
Excuse me?
And I have one at home myself. Gary Carter, in any picture, he always had to have these pictures of him standing in the batter's box or in his catcher's gear. He always made a point to sign across his crotch.
Wow.
There's your Gary Carter factoid on his birthday.
But why?
Because he thought it was funny. That's it.
Gary Carter was a deeply religious man.
Look at my cup.
Which is why it's funny.
Like, he's not one, I would think, to do that.
Just because you're religious doesn't mean you don't have a sense of humor.
No, you're right. Like, Brandon Nimmo's got a sense of humor. He was laughing at a lot of inappropriate jokes at the Pete Alonso comedy event.
Yep. But he found Gary Carter's wallet, showed up to his house, knocked on his door, and Gary signed it on his crotch and told him I sign every autograph like this just to see if people notice.
I appreciate that story for numerous reasons. Not only is that a cool Gary Carter story, but I need you to almost act like my secretary for a second. Can you remind me, because I haven't done it yet and I feel awful, to text the guy who found my wallet so I can offer him free Met tickets?
You still haven't contacted this guy?
I completely forgot. And so I need to do that. In fact, I'm going to do it.
They're already back home for the second time this year.
Yeah, you think that poor kid wants a game in April?
That's not the point. The point is enough time has passed that we're already on a second homestand.
Nah, you're right.
Reach out to
I'm going to text him right now. I'm going to go through my phone and take care of that. But that was a reminder because someone found my wallet, and that guy's a hero. And now I'm going to take him to a Met game. Any Met game they want except for the Yankees.
Well, that's not right.
Because I'm taking my family to the games. That's not right. I shouldn't have even said anything. I should have just said, any Met game you want. You want Mets, Dodgers, fine, take it. I don't want to go to Mets, Dodgers. You know why? I'm forced to wear an L the entire time.
That's right. Oh, on that, how about the Diaz hat yesterday? Did you see this?
I did not. What happened to Diaz's hat?
So Edwin Diaz, I guess somebody else on the Dodgers started this trend, and he's taking it where he is wearing a brimless Dodger hat, and this is going to start to catch on now.
A brimless Dodger hat?
You look up it on Twitter. It looks ridiculous.
I didn't know you were allowed to.
I think he's doing it pregame, and I think players now is just going to become like a fashion
trend.
Wait,
he wore it during the game, like when he got the save last night?
Pregame.
Oh, who cares?
Well, who cares is if this becomes a trend and we see people with brimless hats, it's going to look ridiculous.
Well, it sounds ridiculous. I haven't even seen a picture yet.
Ridiculous.
But if he didn't do it during the game, then why does it matter?
Well, we now have football players wearing single-digit numbers. Who knows? This can't happen. Rob Manfred can't allow this.
I'm looking at the picture right now. It kind of looks good.
Oh, come on, Evan. It looks ridiculous.
It kind of looks
Tiki, what draft prospect are you looking at right now?
Fernando Mendoza.
We're not getting him. What do you think of the brimless hat that Edwin's wearing?
Is it brimless?
Yeah, the brim is gone. It's just the Dodger logo and there's no brim.
So it's just like I don't know, what do they call those things? the do-rag thing?
It looks like a do-rag. I was thinking that too.
Yeah.
But it's the hat.
Yeah.
But
there's
it's not
no
a
brim.
hat. So there's no brim.
Can you
if there's
bring-
no hat, if there's no brim, it's not a hat.
But it's the hat material.
Yeah, but how do you even put it on?
Exactly. It's nonsensical.
What we need to do is, and tomorrow's
Are you sure that's not AI? Someone
I promise you.
Scrubbed out the brim?
I did enough research because I don't trust anything on the internet.
Can we do an experiment tomorrow where we all bring in a hat, maybe one that we don't love, cut the brim off and wear it for the entire show? And just see what it's like?
I'm in, but you're going to have to. I'm going to remind you about the wallet guy. You're going to have to remind me about that.
All right, I will remind you of the hat. Tomorrow we're going to do Brimless Hat Day on Evan and Tiki.
Nice.
That sounds exciting. Come back with more of your calls, 888-808-1019. Plus, Kirk Cousins said something blasphemous. We address it. Evan and Tiki till 2 o'clock.
HSS is ranked number 1 in orthopedics for 16 years in a row, according to U.S. News and World Report. When you choose HSS, you're receiving the best orthopedic care you can get. With locations across the tri-state area, HSS provides specialized care for the hips, knees, back, neck, and beyond, including everyday joint pain, fractures, spinal care, and more. Most major insurance plans are accepted, so choose better, move better. Appointments available at hss.edu.
This portion of the program is sponsored by the New Jersey Division of Highway Traffic Safety. It's also sponsored by the New York International Auto Show. Visit autoshowny.com.
Texting and driving? Big risk, big consequences. You risk traffic tickets, fines, and if you crash and injure someone, you could even go to prison. Pay attention or pay the price. Brought to you by the New Jersey Division of Highway Traffic Safety.
Cars you dream about, ones you imagine gripping the wheel of. Experience them all at the New York Auto Show. Exotics, sports cars, off-road, family SUVs, hundreds of vehicles. Daily through this Sunday at the Javits Center. Tickets at autoshowny.com.
I'm Pat Boyle, here to help you beat the books at Westwood One Sports. Thunder play the Clippers tonight in L.A., and I'm expecting defense to be the theme of the game. Meaningful game for both teams. OKC locks up the 1 seed with a win. Clippers fighting for play-in seeding, and both teams on a back-to-back. When OKC has no rest, the under has hit 7 out of 13 times. Even better, when the Clippers have a back-to-back, the under has hit 9 out of 14 times. And in the last 10 games, both teams are inside the top 8 in defensive efficiency. Defense! I like the under. I'm Pat Boyle. Bet smarter and beat the books. Download the BetMGM app today.
I'm Boomer Esiason. My mom died from cancer. She was only 37 years old. She didn't have life insurance, and that was devastating for my family. That's why having life insurance is so important to me. Ethos makes it fast and easy. Get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. You can get up to $3 million in coverage with no medical exam.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Hey, it's Tiki Barber. Looking for a great deal to stay connected? Now, for a limited time, new Verizon mobile and home customers can get Fios and a line of mobile for just $69.99 a month with AutoPay. Get Fios 300 megabit per second for $20 a month and unlimited welcome for $50 a month plus taxes and fees when you bring your own phone. Visit a Verizon store today to learn more and switch. For new Fios, internet, and mobile customers, discounts applied over 36 months. Mobile and home discount enrollment required. Additional terms apply. In times of congestion, unlimited 5G and 4G LTE may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Domestic data roaming at 2G speeds.
Town Fair Tire honors any valid rebates, manufacturers or competitors' rebates. Yes, even any competitors' rebates. And we give you the guaranteed lowest price. Nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
Town Fair Tire.
Life can change suddenly without any warning whatsoever. When you're sidelined due to a debilitating personal injury, it's crucial to have a trusted team on your side. The Rothenberg Law Firm has over 50 years of spectacular courtroom experience, ensuring that you're not facing those obstacles alone. Winning and collecting billions for our clients, we are committed to helping you recover whatever you deserve. The Rothenberg Law Firm, 1-800-624-8888.
Be lawyer for injured ones, injurylawyer.com.
Water damage happens fast. So can the cleanup when you call on the restoration specialists at 1-800-SERVPRO to help make it like it never even happened. That's 1-800-SERVPRO.
Franchises are independently owned and operated.
You know that Big Bargain detergent jug is 80% water, right? It doesn't clean as well.
80% water? I thought I was getting a better deal because it's so big.
If you want a better clean, Tide Pods are only 12% water. The rest is pure, concentrated cleaning ingredients.
Oh, let me make an announcement.
Attention shoppers, if you want a real deal, try Tide Pods.
Stop paying for watered-down detergents. Pay for clean. If it's gotta be clean, it's gotta be Tide Pods. Water content based on the leading bargain liquid detergent.
Pump up the volume.
Business moves fast. Orders roll in, deadlines close in. When you ship with USPS Ground Advantage, you can keep up with confidence. Every package stays in our secure network from dock to door. And with nationwide reach, dependable tracking, and upfront affordable pricing, you get built-in peace of mind. You run the business. We run the routes. Visit USPS.com/Ground Advantage to learn more. My son loves to fly kites, but my active psoriatic arthritis can sometimes hold me back. Now with Skyrizi to treat my skin and joints, I'm ready to go. Skyrizi, risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults, helps with less joint pain, stiffness, swelling, and fatigue. For those who also have plaque psoriasis, 90% clearer skin is possible with just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
With Skyrizi, there's nothing like clearer skin and better movement, and that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi today and visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKY-RIZZI to learn more.
The Travelers Championship. This is the place to see the world's best, like Scotty Scheffler, Tommy Fleetwood, and Keegan Bradley. June 24th through the 28th. Tickets at TravelersChampionship.com.
Boomer and Geo is presented by FanDuel, and you know how much we love golf. Well, FanDuel has your back with a special Mulligan Bet Back token this week in golf. Once the tournament starts, you could turn any losing bet into a bonus bet for another try. Now you've got protection to take that sleeper pick or make a bold prediction. Backing someone to win it all? Go for it. Like someone for a top 5 finish? Lock it in with confidence, because if it doesn't hit, you've got that mulligan in your back pocket ready to go. Just visit FanDuel.com/New York to claim your special Mulligan Bet Back token. We just love the app around here. It's safe and secure. When you win, you get paid instantly. FanDuel Sportsbook is the official sportsbook of WFAN. 21 and over and physically present in New York. Opt-in required. Refund issues non-withdrawable bonus bets that expire 7 days after receipt. Max refund $5 unless otherwise specified. Restrictions apply, including token expiration. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. For help with the gambling problem, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
Take the guesswork out of cooking, folks. The Chef IQ senses a must-have wireless cooking thermometer that eliminates under or over cooking chicken, fish, or steak. Order the newly released 3rd-generation Chef IQ Sense at chefiq.com. That's chefiq.com.
The New York Auto Show, an experience you won't get anywhere else. 4 floors, hundreds of vehicles. See them, feel them, ride in them. Simulators, custom-built vehicles, family fun. Daily through this Sunday at the Javits Center. AutoShowNY.com.
All new Dunkin' Zero. Only 20 calories, 0 sugar. The all-new revitalizing energy drink made with B vitamins so you can actually feel good about it. Struggling to make it through the afternoon? Wishing every meeting was an email? Sounds like it's time for Dunkin' Zero. It's the perfect pick-me-up without the spiral, and it comes in 6 delicious flavors like Sunzest and Glamberry. Dunkin' Zero. Only at Dunkin'. Dunkin' Zero drinks contain caffeine from caffeine and guarana. Beverages are fruit-flavored, contain 0 fruit juice. Participation may vary. Limited time offer.
Gold prices and silver prices are near all-time highs. Get cash in your hands for your old jewelry by going to The Estates Roadshow. They're buying gold and silver, old rings, chains, even broken jewelry. Don't wait. Cash in while gold and silver are hot. The Estates Roadshow is happening Monday through Friday in West Orange at the Courtyard Marriott, Kenilworth at the Kenilworth Hotel, and Staten Island at the Hilton Garden Inn. Or Friday through Tuesday at TMT Cash for Gold locations in Old Bridge or Toms River. Follow Estates Roadshow on Facebook or visit tmtcashforgold.com.
There's a difference between liking a house and actually getting it. Redfin is built to make up that difference and close the gap between finding and owning the home for you. Redfin agents close twice as many deals as other agents, so when you find a home you love, you're not a step behind when it's time to make an offer. That means less watching great homes disappear and more focus on the ones you'll actually move into and call home. Redfin helps turn saved listings into real addresses. Get started at redfin.com. Own the dream.
My name is Christine, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, was a healthy 34-year-old, and 3 months later, he was gone. Thankfully, he had life insurance. Ethos made it so easy. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. 100% online, no medical exam. Life insurance didn't take away the loss, but it did give us the space to just grieve.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/protect. Ethos.com/protect. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Get connected with WFAN to talk about your favorite teams. The Fan on the Odyssey, iHeart, and TuneIn apps.
You know, spring is the perfect time to refresh your home, and Windorama is making it easier than ever during the spring refresh sale. Save up to 30% on your window and door project, plus take advantage of low to no interest payment plans when you purchase and install with Windorama. It's simple. Book your free in-home consultation, shop from home, and let their local certified experts handle measurement and installation. Visit Windorama.com to book your free in-home consultation today.
Right now, Amazon Hub Delivery is looking to partner with you, ambitious New York business, to become an Amazon Hub partner. You'll deliver packages to customers in your area. There are no startup costs, no long-term contracts, and no delivery experience required. Just a chance to earn extra money and exposure for your business. Sign up and learn more at Amazon.com/Hub Delivery. That's Amazon.com/HUB Delivery.
And this Fan Focus is sponsored by Chef IQ, Precision Cooking, Effortless Results, ChefIQ.com, Ryan Nelson, David Peterson. They're going to square off at Citi Field as Arizona, the Mets, continue their series a little after 4 o'clock today. The Yankees will look to win their series versus the A's as old friend Luis Severino starts in the Bronx versus Will Warren. And the Rangers host the Sabres at 7 as this merciful season at home finally ends.
Yes, merciful season.
Yes.
Let it end.
It's over.
Listen to what Kirk Cousins said. And I get he signed with the Raiders. He's got to be a good guy. He's a Raider Nation. I was bothered by this quote. I'm curious your guys' opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Kirk Cousins on the Las Vegas Raiders. Best jerseys in pro sports. I remember being in warm-ups once playing the Raiders, and our head coach looked at me and said, those have to be the best jerseys that they have in pro sports. And I said, you know what, Coach? I have to agree. Those are really sharp. I really think the Raiders and that stupid-looking thing, you think that's the best jersey in pro sports?
It's simple. I think that's how you can get to that, because it's just black and silver and kind of goes with anything. And
it does pop. I think it's a sharp.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm not ready to call it. I have to really think about it. But if you told me
in pro sports, not just football,
and that's the thing, I could definitely tell you I think it's one of the top 5 NFL uniforms, and that's only top 5. Now you're asking me pro sports. I don't know.
Wow, I didn't know you guys were that.
Maybe that's
Lakers.
The Lakers, I hate. I'm not a purple and yellow guy.
Yeah, you know which one I like? The Steelers. I think the Steelers have a one that pops. I think the old
it's similar. It's just yellow. It's just gold instead of silver.
I think the old school Giant one is very nice. Sorry, I apologize. I should have been more specific. The New York baseball Giants, back when they played here,
right?
And John McGraw was there. Oh my God, it's just silky smooth. And obviously the Mets basically took it,
right,
in a lot of ways. But I can't put the Raiders up there, really.
They're up there, dude.
The Raiders? I don't know, man. By the way, I went to Yahoo to see how they ranked it. They got the Bengals #1. I found that interesting.
What?
Bengals?
Yeah, Yahoo Sports did their own rankings.
Wait, based out of Ohio?
No, because they put the Browns 28th.
That's terrible. The Bengals.
So the #1 jersey in the NFL would be what? You say the Raiders?
I'd have to think harder. It'd be the Raiders. For a while, I would have said the original Tennessee Titans uniforms, but they've ruined those. So probably the Raiders.
Wow. You agree with Kirk Cousins. So you don't even think he was shilling for his new team? It's just a true statement?
No, yeah.
All right. Let's get to some of your phone calls. We appreciate you waiting. 888-808-1019 is the number. Sean in Tinton Falls. Hey, Sean.
Hey, guys. What's going on?
All's well.
What's up, man?
Not much. Calling about the Mets tickets. Do you think anybody just got those free tickets for the future ticket in itself with no point of even going last night?
No, because I think the gimmick that they were running was that, hey, we're moving the start time, and they did it again today, and because we know it's going to be difficult for people to go to, here are free tickets. So it wasn't like the free ticket that they're giving you was leading to a future voucher. The future voucher was based on the fact that you already had tickets to Tuesday and Wednesday's game. And I was talking to Craig about this because Craig said on the air yesterday, and I had never heard this, and I trust him like he speaks to people, that there's a law that if you change a start time of a game, you have to offer the vouchers. And so my first reaction to that was either that's not true or the Mets have been screwing me for years. But then I talked to him about it, and I was furthering it. I bet you when it involves TV, it doesn't count. When a network like ESPN.
Yeah, because that happens.
All the time.
Yeah.
Fox, all the time. They move start times, even if it's by 5 minutes or a few hours. So maybe with TV, like that's above the law. But yes, if a team at the last second, for whatever reason, decides to change the start time, and the only time teams have ever really done that where they're changing start times at the last second is based on weather.
Right.
Because they're trying to either beat a storm or a hurricane, or in this case, the Mets are saying, hey, it's too cold.
But if it's an hour, if it's 5 minutes to an hour, is it really that big of a difference?
It shouldn't make a difference now.
Right. It's more if it's like it was with the Mets yesterday. It's 3 or 4 hours. That's a big difference.
And when you talk about changing times, and we have been ahead of this and consistent on this, for those that are loyal listeners, I will repeat it to those who aren't. Last week, we made an argument that the Yankees should have preemptively moved Sunday's game to Saturday, made it a day-night doubleheader when Saturday afternoon was beautiful, and the Marlins could have left town Sunday because we knew there was going to be a rainstorm. I think those kinds of moves are smart, they're strategic, and they're a hell of a lot more valuable than moving a game 3 hours because of a 9-degree temperature difference.
But they're also unprecedented.
I agree.
Teams haven't done that, and I don't know if there's a track record. There is no track record on what the success rate is of that.
What I would ask the Yankees, and really every other team, the Yankees just happen to be in the line of the storm, is why not? You're risking not just making your fans wait there for 5 hours, you're risking the fact that you don't play the game because the weather never turns, or you're risking that you're playing in awful conditions and somebody gets hurt. So I'm a bigger believer on changing days or start times based on rain and snow and not based on 42 degrees versus 47 degrees. But that's just me.
I think we found out the answer, though. If the Yankees feel like you have to give out the vouchers, they already have 38,000, 40,000 coming through overnight. They don't want to be giving out free tickets.
So that's the reason?
You can't tell me there's not follow the money, Evan. You got to start handing people free tickets every time you move a game. They probably don't want to do that as many times as you think.
I get you.
I would agree with that.
I get you. Let's go to Noah in Northport. Hey, Noah.
Hey, what's up, guys? How you doing today?
We're doing excellent. What's up?
Thanks for taking the call. So I wanted to talk about Boone's comments when he was asked about Rosario getting more playing time, because I think this is representative of a big issue with the organization that's been plaguing them for a couple of years, or more than a couple of years now. Because if you can go out there and not be an everyday guy and hit 2 massive home runs to win you the game, and you're not even guaranteed, at least behind closed doors, to play the next game, like, what are you even playing for? Because you got this guy who's been with the organization, cheerleading them, putting his heart and soul out there, smashes 2 home runs, wins the game, and he goes, not necessarily. Not necessarily.
Yeah.
And Tiki, you made a great point, because you said Harbaugh would have found a way to spin it and just praise the player and not answer the question.
Exactly.
And I absolutely agree. Because you don't need to answer the question. It's a hard question to answer. But just give the guy his flowers, because he's earned them.
Right. Just don't even answer. The question means nothing. Like, who cares? And it also creates a competitive disadvantage in a sense if you're telling the opposing manager when there is a question mark around a position what you're going to do. And so just don't answer it.
Yeah, no, I agree.
You don't have to answer the question.
You can just praise him, and then we'll rip you the next day if you don't play him.
Yes.
But I think, especially with the first part of what he said, is the guy had 2 home runs. Right? And Ahmed Rosario doesn't view himself as a specialist to mash lefties. He views himself as a Major League Baseball player who, in his mind, should be an everyday player.
Yes.
He's coming off a 2-home-run game. I don't care how many lefties the Yankees are about to face in the next 2 weeks. Reward him for what he did last night by playing him.
Yes.
Now, I did bring this up to the official Yankee shill of WFAN Big Mac, Chris McMonagle.
It was Chris McMonagle, his fat ass.
That's just for you. And while he offered he's indifferent to whether he's in the lineup or not, he did something very interesting, a very normal tactic that a lot of people use, because he got defensive. When I said, hey, if it was me, I'd play Rosario. The guy hit 2 home runs. What do you think his defensive tactic was in fighting me off by me suggesting that Ahmed Rosario should play after hitting 2 home runs? You know what it is?
That the matchup, it goes back to matchups.
No, he brings up something completely different.
Defense and ground balls?
Nope, he brings up the Mets and says, well, what about Ronnie Mauricio?
Oh.
He's not in the lineup.
A little different.
It's very different.
Well, I said that, but thank you guys as the Yankee fans to say, yes, it's very different. Of course it's very different. So that was his counter was to attack the Mets and Carlos Mendoza. Uh-oh.
The Giants may have their starting right guard, something I've complained about.
All right, so the Giants made a move?
They have signed former Ravens guard Daniel Falele, who had a Lele. A 1-year deal right before the draft. He's 6'8". He started every game over the last 2 years. Obviously has a familiarity with John Harbaugh. But Tiki can speak to this a little better. Tape was not great last year.
No, it wasn't great. He's a converted tackle. He's a massive human being. He did take steps in the right direction towards some consistency, but it wasn't pretty all the time. But he is still young-ish, and he's been available. And even if he ends up being
a swing guy,
there's depth on the O-line. It just makes you feel a little bit better.
Does
about
it make
some
it
of the depth
less likelier that they're going to draft Francis
Maui
Noah, who they would convert from tackle to guard? Does that make it less likely?
I would think so.
So you know what that also means? That move makes it likelier that the Giants will draft Jeremiah Love.
Well, he stinks at run blocking, so that wouldn't be 1 + 1 = 2.
Well, what I'm saying, they probably are unlikely to draft the tackle that they'd move to guard in Maui Noah.
I disagree with that. On a 1-year deal for no money here?
Well, I just asked Tiki.
Again, it doesn't tell you anything.
It doesn't. All it tells you is they don't want to shop at the buffet hungry, and they need positions filled before the draft, at a minimum. And this is something I did ask for.
Where was he last year?
He was with Baltimore.
He was with Baltimore last year. Wow, I'll tell you, he has attracted the former Ravens, man.
He's got like 5 of them.
I know. It's such a difference between him and Aaron Glenn. And I get it that Aaron Glenn didn't necessarily have like a million free agent Lions, but it is noticeable. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing. Like Rex Ryan did it when he came over many years ago, where there was so many Ravens following him, led by Bart Scott. And what a great addition it was. But yeah, you guys keep adding former Ravens.
And he's 6'8", so if he loses an inch before camp, you know what that means.
He's 6'7".
That's right.
Good job. Patrick in Manalapan, New Jersey. What's shaking, Patrick?
Hey, how are you guys today? Great show.
Thank you, man.
Thanks. What's up?
Look, I'm a lifelong Mets fan, lifelong Giants fan. I agree about the points on the freebie tickets. Somebody gives it to you, you should use them, don't waste them. But I want to talk about Harbaugh's opening to training camp. And as a guy that's led large teams of salespeople, you're always trying to unite them around a common goal. So for me, and I was thinking about this when Tiki wasn't sure what he'd say, if I'm a player in that locker room, my purpose is I want to win the Super Bowl. That's why I'm here. This is my work spot. That's my sole reason for doing what I do.
Right.
And my identity is I'm a member of the New York Football Giants, and I want to help return this franchise to the respect and the prominence we once had.
Yeah, that's a great answer. But if you're a young kid, do you know to say that?
That's why you need a veteran to go first.
You're a this last caller is a seasoned sales professional. He can, probably whatever talk for days. But most kids that are right out of school or 2 years out of school or less don't know what to say. They don't know how to present themselves. Give me your elevator pitch. They don't have one. So you need a veteran to kind of show you the way.
Yeah, Brian Burns, like you said, needed to go first. You can't have Jackson Dart go first. What would he say?
I don't know, but Jackson is smooth, though. We know that because we had him on our show.
He was great.
As a rookie. He's just smooth. He makes you feel comfortable. So
Jackson Dart.
I think he would say the right thing.
Jackson Dart. I'm going to be careful because I feel like you guys are going to attack me for whatever I say.
Yeah. Say it.
Jackson Dart is setting himself up to face heavy criticism if his second year doesn't get off to a good start.
Why?
Because he's put himself out there this offseason.
Oh, with the girlfriend?
With the girlfriend, with the outfits.
Means nothing.
It means nothing until he gets more criticism. He's just going to face it. That's all.
But it doesn't. What does that have to do with him playing? I know what you're saying, but you're right. It means nothing.
Well, at the end of the day, it may not mean anything to him as long as it doesn't. I'm just saying that so far this offseason, he's had a great offseason. I am not throwing any shade at him or any criticisms of him because he's done nothing wrong. I'm just merely pointing out that if things start to go wrong, he will face heavy criticism, partially because of that. There will be people who call up and say, hey, he dressed up like a pilgrim. Hey, what was he doing? Was he focused on the season? Now, everything I've heard about Jackson Dart, you've heard the same thing, is that he works his ass off.
Right.
So who cares if he's dressing up like a pilgrim? Who cares if his girlfriend's doing all these TikTok videos? None of it matters if you're working your butt off.
Yeah.
But Sean agrees with me. He's setting himself up to potentially face that.
But I think at this point he's gotten enough hype, and Giant fans, the moment we have something good, we really make people hate us. So I think he's probably going to get that anyway. But in the end, we are going to be ultra defensive of our guy because we like him and we're here. And he's made the Giants hot boy, and I like it.
He's made the Giants hot boy.
It's like cool to be, in Giants gear again because the Jackson Dart. The girls love him. It's we're going to be defensive of that.
Okay, I didn't hear that. So the Giants are cool again.
They are.
Make the Giants cool again.
Careful, yes, that's exactly right.
Make the Giants. How does that spell out? We got MAGA. What's that?
Pat McAfee.
Maca?
Maca. Oh, so it sounds the same. Some people may not like that. Or some people may love that. Let's go to John in Bayside. Hey, John.
Hey, what's up, fellas?
What's up?
I just wanted to point out something real quick. Not to defend Aaron Boone too much or shine down on Ahmed Rosario, but he hit an absolute nuke off of Mark Low Leverage Leiter Jr., who threw a meatball that my 7-year-old daughter probably could have put in play.
So you're minimizing the second home run because it was thrown by failed New York Yankee reliever and nephew of Al Leiter, Mark Leiter. I don't think that's fair. I don't like doing that. I don't like minimizing performances based on who they did it off of. Like, obviously, when George Lombard Jr. hits a home run off Garrett Crochet in spring training, we're going to elevate it because it's Garrett Crochet. So, yeah, I think it goes the other way. I don't think it goes this way. He's a major leaguer. And Ahmed Rosario took him deep. Like, that's still awesome. That doesn't get minimized because it's Mark Low Leverage Leiter. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Meanwhile, Ronnie Mauricio just mashed a pitch that was right over the center heart of the plate.
So
that's what happens. You're supposed to do that.
I don't want to be a hypocrite here, but the thing about the Mauricio Sewald thing that I would kind of...
By the way, it was 90.
What?
It was 90.
What were we talking about? Sewald's pitch?
Yes.
Okay.
90. Right over the heart of the plate. If you don't mash that, what the hell are you doing in the major league?
And that's the problem. Like, again, I don't want to be a hypocrite because Ronnie Mauricio came through. It was an 0-2 pitch that was, for some reason, which I still can't figure out, right down the middle.
Yeah.
Like, I can't understand why that happened. You know, like Leiter tried to throw an 0-1 splitter and it hung in the middle of the zone. Okay, it happens. This was an 0-2 pitch where contact loses you the game.
It's almost stupidity.
It was dumbassery.
Right.
So I'm not minimizing what Mauricio did, but
I like that.
It's a little different.
Dumbassery.
You like that one?
That's solid.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
But it was. You're absolutely right.
I know I sound like a hypocrite. Like, typical Evan kissing the Yankees' ass. No.
But at that point, throw the ball out of the zone.
Oh, speaking of kissing the Yankees' ass, I got to get this off my chest. 2 guys at this radio station, and I love them. I love and adore both of them. Tommy Lugauer and Al Cintron. Love them both, okay? One guy buys stuff for me at Met games when I take them. The other one doesn't. But I love both of them. They both have lambasted Yankee fans for chanting F. Juan Soto. Okay? I think, unfortunately, and I'm surprised by Al because he goes to games, I think you guys are very misinformed. The reason why I will defend Yankee fans for chanting F. Juan Soto is that you cannot present it, and maybe you didn't. I apologize if you didn't. You can't present it as Yankee fans just randomly started chanting F. Juan Soto. That's not what happened. They chant F. Juan Soto. Why don't you fill in the rest, Sean? Because guys are showing up at Yankee Stadium wearing Juan Soto Met jerseys.
And this is now a trend. I've gotten pictures sent to me that this has happened in almost every Yankee home game.
So the chants are a reaction to the jerseys.
Yeah.
And Met fans have done this too. Like, I want to point this out. Like, sometimes there are Yankee suck chants at Citi Field. I don't like it. They usually, though, in fairness, start because there's a Yankee fan there who's starting trouble. And so it's a response. So you can't present it. It's not fair to present Yankee fans as randomly chanting F. Juan Soto because they're bitter, jilted lovers. That's fair. They're reacting to the jackassery of Met fans showing up in a Juan Soto jersey.
And you can't see that on TV, so when you hear that or you can't see that from the broadcast booth or Michael Case, I mean, that is what's happening. And look, in the end, it's all stupid. Should Yankee fans be chanting it? No. Should Met fans be showing up in Juan Soto jerseys? No. But you're not going to stop young people from thinking this is cool, having fun, and trying to incite stuff.
Here's what's stupid. You want to know what's stupid? This
What?
one's for you, Tommy. I want you to defend this. It's not stupid to see a Juan Soto jersey and chant F. Juan Soto. You know what's stupid? to not see any Trae Young jersey but chant F Trae Young.
Oh, good call.
We are the New York Knicks. That's stupid. Because I can promise you, no one was wearing a Trae Young jersey all those nights at Madison Square Garden when the Hawks weren't playing and now the Wizards, and you guys chanted F Trae Young. That's stupid. That's weird. That's odd.
But it goes viral.
But if you're responding to somebody, I get it. I'm not even saying like I agree with it, but I get it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Stop wearing Juan Soto jerseys in Yankee Stadium. Wear your Lindor jerseys. We're fine.
Well, I just think it's stupid to show up there with, and I'll be fair, Yankee fans do it at Citi Field. I think it's dumb. You show up in a Garrett Cole jersey at Citi Field, like, what are you doing?
Listen, I agree that
maybe
that's
it's your
dumb.
only jersey.
But then why are you wearing it to a Met game? It's not a Yankee game. It's a Met game.
Look, I overall agree with you, but I think that's less of a big deal. I think it's dumber when you wear the ex-player. Like, I don't know. Again, I say this. If Pete Alonso had signed with the Yankees and you were showing up in Pete Alonso jerseys, I think that's worse than showing up in a regular Yankee jersey. Because you're looking for the reaction.
You think we're going to care if you show up in a no, that doesn't work that way. An Ahmed Rosario jersey?
Right. Except, you know what I mean?
Wait, I'm confused. What would be the equivalent?
Well, I don't know.
It would. There is
someone showing up to Citi Field wearing a Paul Blackburn jersey.
Or a Yankee fan showing up to Fenway wearing a Johnny Damon Yankee jersey.
Oh, I got you.
Something like that. Like he had success here, so F you.
No, it would be Ahmad Rosario.
Yeah, Ahmed Rosario, who people have the jerseys of. I think they had a Friday night T-shirt night of Ahmed Rosario one time. He was a top prospect.
Right.
I just want to make it very clear that I think that most of the F. Juan Soto chants are coming from a place where they're responding to people in the building. It is not a just randomized, let's chant F. Juan Soto. If that's the case, it's stupid. But I don't think that's the case, especially based on the evidence Sean provided back on opening day.
Father and son, too.
Father and son, bonding together.
What a moment.
If you missed any of the show, you can rewind it on the free Odyssey app, download the Evan and Tiki podcast, or you could consume the entire show on the WFAN YouTube page. Coming up next is The Carton Show with Craig Carton and Big Mac Chris McMonagle. We will talk to you tomorrow at 10 a.m. Goodbye.